Hey man, Seven, welcome back to another episode. Oh shit! Welcome back to another episode of Got a Hidden Podcast. I'm your host, Sweet. To my left, we got Brother Kane. To my right, we got a special. Oh, what, nigga?
You said to your left, you have Brother Kane.
Oh shit! Okay. Nigga, it's the intro, right? It don't really matter. You know what I'm saying? Brother Jack. To the farthest.
Remember your fucking name.
Anyway, proceed.
For the farthest. See, you doing that made it longer than it gotta be. That's the thing with you.
Damn.
To my right, we got Brother Kane, and then to the. No, sorry. See, now you got me fucking up, bro.
He far right,
Yeah.
I'm right.
Yeah, to my farthest right, we got Brother Kane, and then to the close right, we got the man, the myth, the legend, the content creator, the innovator, the philanthropist, Germaine in the building. You know what I'm
Welcome,
saying?
welcome. Oh
Welcome,
man,
welcome.
thank y'all for having me,
Of
man.
course,
Thank
brother,
y'all
of
for having
course,
me.
man. And he
You already
is
know.
the first content creator guest that we'll have on the
Let's go.
channel.
Amazing.
You know what I'm
Oh,
saying?
man, I'm
Yeah.
honored, bro. Yeah,
bro.
thank y'all.
Hey, man. Because we like to do everything in person. Type of thing, you know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So all the other content creators we know across the country
Yeah,
and shit like
yeah,
that.
for
So,
sure.
so you're the only one that's
You know,
that's
it's only a
close.
couple of us here in Cali.
Facts.
For
So it's an honor to have you, bro. And I
For real.
apologize it
Appreciate
took
you,
so
bro.
long to
Nah,
to get
it's,
this.
hey man, perfect timing.
Yeah,
Perfect
it
timing.
is.
It is.
Yeah.
So we had a lot of complications with the streams and shit like that. I wanted to be,
Yeah,
good
trust
for the
me.
for the first
Trust me.
one.
When
So
you got wires like this, or it get a little, it
brother.
get crazy.
yeah, I'm trying to get a studio. You know what I'm
I
saying?
feel-
To have
yeah,
all
yeah,
this shit
facts.
done out. But for now, you know what I'm saying? Just get
Soon,
the job
soon
done.
enough. Yeah, for sure.
But thank you for having us. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate you coming through.
Thank you. Like I
for the
said.
pod. But let's get into it. So
Let's do it.
let me ask you some questions. How did you get started? Like what was your kind of? We'll do that after.
Yeah, we got it.
How did you get started in content creation, and how did you get started in watching anime?
Oh, that's a good question.
Yeah.
So as far as anime, I'd probably say like 4 or 5,
Damn.
right?
Okay.
I think earliest memory was like Pokemon, like I was telling y'all,
Valid.
on WB. So it was like,
yeah,
all right,
yeah.
I get home from school, we walk, straight to WB, bro.
Yeah,
Pokemon,
on
I think it was
TV.
like 3 o'clock or whatever. And then just over time, bro.
Your starter. Who's your favorite
Starter?
Ooh, okay.
Charmander. I'm an OG, bro. I'm a Charmander.
Respect
Fire
it,
type,
respect
you
it.
know.
Okay.
You know, when I'm feeling a little different, maybe I'll go with Squirtle or something like that. But,
No love to
yeah.
Bulbasaur. No one ever.
I'm telling you, nobody
Wow,
fucks with
he's
Bulbasaur
so
like
If
that.
Bulbasaur was just you keep him at base form, then
Yeah.
tough. But I can't rock with Venusaur, bro.
Fair.
Venusaur looked like he just lost his brain by the time he got to,
Fair. Fair.
But yeah. So Pokemon, and then my cousin, we be staying up watch. I'm a Tsunami baby,
Okay.
so
Okay.
so we
Valid.
just be up watching like Big O, Yu Hakusho, Inuyasha.
Damn, the OGs.
Yeah,
Okay.
OGs, bro.
Respect
You know,
them, respect
Astro Boy. They come from. My family was staying in Okinawa before. I was born.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, shit, that's hard.
So they was already kind of in the
that.
whole mix of watching. Yeah,
That's fire.
That's cool.
And then Naruto ended up coming out, and I remember seeing it like the commercials and the little promo
Heard you.
shots on Toonami, and I was like, damn, this is lit.
Yeah.
And ended up watching that, bro, and that was what kind of took it off. Like that's what that's when I actually was like, oh, I love
is hard.
this. Yeah.
Yeah, okay,
Everything
valid.
else was like I was into it. I was, that's what I would watch, but Naruto is probably the one that
Did it for you?
Gone right
Click
there,
something in the
100%.
brain.
We like
I feel
that.
that. I feel that. And in terms of content creation, what got you into content creation, and what made you be like, all right, let me pick up a camera and start recording?
Yeah. That's another good question. So going into high school, I was big into sports, football, track and field, and stuff like that. And then first year in high school, I got put into choir.
Really?
Yeah, and I was like, what is this? Like, it was called men's ensemble, and I was like, what is this?
You got
Like,
put into it?
yeah, when you get into high school, they just
Assigned
like
you.
structure your classes like you don't even really get to pick them. So
Really?
yeah, like you just get a list whenever you get there, randomly generate. You hope that you got in class
That's
with your
crazy.
homies. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
whatever, I got men's ensemble for like my extracurricular class, and
Give us a little something.
damn, I wasn't even prepared for that. Hey, that's you solid though. You ain't wrong. But yeah, I was in that, and I was like, man, I don't know what all this is. Like, I don't think I want to be in here. And then like the first week, bro, you just kind of going through the motions.
Right.
Too lazy to go to the admin's office to get switched out.
Wow, facts.
I was like, oh, bro, we singing in here? And then kind of like, my mom like super R&B and stuff
Yeah,
like
okay.
that. So it kind of just like, and I was like, I
stayed in
like
the
to sing,
class?
bro. Yeah, I stayed
Yeah,
in the
okay,
class.
valid,
I ended up staying in the class, and then got with some peoples. They was making music, so I started making music out of high school. In high school. Yeah, so I ended up stopped playing football junior year, and I just like went full force with the music.
Got you.
And then the
Oh, so you
music.
can sing.
Yeah.
Or rap.
I got
You
like
rap?
I can rap too.
Oh,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
you
I
sing
can rap.
it?
Yeah, I
That's
can rap
fine.
too.
That's
Yeah,
fine.
yeah.
That's
So
fine.
then
Multi-talented.
but then like
I forgot to include the artist part. God damn it.
you're all
Yeah,
good,
yeah.
bro. But then
Oh,
you know, then what's it called? Like it ended up because like the music, it wasn't taking me where I wanted it to take me. It wasn't bringing me the exposure and the gain that I wanted with it. It was kind of making like the joy of making music and like the fun about it it was kind of leaving a little
Right,
bit.
heard you.
And I had some friends that had became real successful in content creation.
Okay.
And they was kind of telling me like, bro, you need to you need to, you know, like you already be in the camera, bro. You already know how to perform under pressure. Like, why don't you go and do this content creation stuff?
Right.
I was like, all right, bro, like I'll try it out. And then so I kind of just, you know, started on TikTok, kind of probably like everybody else, right? Started doing on TikTok. Was like
fair.
What year roughly, if you don't mind me asking?
Valid.
What year did I start doing TikTok?
Was it like during?
It was during the pandemic, but it was before it too. So like a little bit before. So
2019-ish?
end of 2019ish,
Got you.
into 2020. I was doing a little bit of TikTok, but I stopped. Like I wasn't really in the mindset to like really take off with TikTok yet, because I was still doing music too. And then it got to the point to where homie was like, bro, like, you know, he's like, you need to find a niche. And I'm like, yeah, bro, like, I don't know. I'm just trying to,
Got you.
you know, I don't really
Testing
know what
it
I'm
out.
doing. Yeah, I'm just doing other stuff, like little comedic stuff, little film type stuff, like trying to shoot little, you know, because we've always been wanting to do skits. So like that was kind of one of the things, like, you know, acting, doing skits and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And then like the homie know me better than I know myself. He was like, bro, why don't you do the anime? He's like, he was like, you've been watching. He's like, you grew up with, you know, all about all this anime stuff, bro. Because I kind of, you know, we'd kick it and we'd be watching Dragon Ball Super at that time type stuff. And he was like, why don't you just pick up the anime niche? And I was like, all right, for sure. And then it's kind of just
From there?
Yeah, it's kind of from, well, I started doing anime stuff on TikTok, and I was kind of like mimicking other creators and stuff, trying to find out like what exactly I wanted to do. And then I ended up getting fired from my job. I ended up getting fired from T-Mobile. Yeah, I ended up getting fired of like, I think it was the beginning of what year was that? 2022?
21?
Was it 21 or 22? 21?
How you know?
No, I think it was 22. Yeah.
No, because she said,
No, I think it's 22.
she
Yeah.
said 21.
No, I think it's 20. Yeah, I think it's 22. Yeah.
No, I think it might
22 is
be
when I got
21
let
though.
go. 2022,
Yeah.
in the beginning of 2022, got fired.
Gotcha.
That summer, bought the DJI mics and went to the Anime Expo.
Okay.
Ooh, okay.
And
LA?
She
In LA?
Yeah, in
Okay.
LA. Yeah,
For what year?
That
2022.
was 2022.
Well, you was there that
I think I
year.
was there.
Was there that year?
Oh, I remember you.
Like, oh, bro, what? Like,
He's the expo guy.
But
small world. Like.
You were like, F it, go Anime Expo, buy some mics.
Well, we had already been going to Anime Expo. Like, I had already
Got
been
you.
going, but it wasn't, like, I didn't
Without
ever
content.
go for content. I was just going there, like, wasting all
Chill.
my money, bro.
Yeah.
Like,
Just
just,
have
like,
fun.
splurging, having
Yeah.
fun, like, time of my life.
Gotcha.
So then that year, 2022, we brought the mics, and after we went and did everything else and blah, blah, we went down and was like, all right, bro, let's shoot some videos real quick.
Yeah.
And yeah,
with
with
the
the
camera
phone,
or a phone?
with the
With the
phone,
phone? Okay.
off the phone.
Okay.
She holding the phone for me.
Fire,
We putting the
fire.
mics in there, and we just like, you know, grabbing a couple people, bro. And you know, I was already kind of accustomed to like, you know, talking to people,
Speaking.
being on camera, speaking,
Yeah.
doing all that type of stuff.
Right.
So then we did those videos, bro. Got back like the same, you know, got back from day one. I think edited a couple, posted it the next day, and like that week. Within that week,
Right.
like 2 videos went for $1 million.
Ooh, damn.
And then I jumped up from like 3K to 10.
That's fire.
And
That's
then it was,
fire.
and then that was kind of rap. bro.
History at that
there
point.
you
Yeah,
go.
it was,
Yeah.
it was
That's
raps
fire.
after that.
No, that's hard, brother.
What video
That's
was
hard.
It was at the time I was doing different like type of interview style, so
Yeah.
I would ask like 3 questions in the same video. So I was like,
Gotcha.
oh, like what's your top 3 anime of all time, or what's an anime character that you could bring to life,
Yeah.
if you had to.
Ooh,
Yeah.
Hold on. Chill out. Relax.
You know, so it was stuff like that. But
Yeah.
yeah, like I ended up interviewing some
Got
people,
you.
and they kind of just went up, bro. And
That's
that was
fire.
cool,
That's
you know.
fire. That's hard. bro.
And
Damn,
that's
he's-
just like the tip of the iceberg. Like that's not even.
Yeah,
You know,
a lot in between.
Oh,
You
yeah.
know what I'm saying?
Right.
100%.
Crazy to think the beginning of 2022 and then the summer hit and then just went from there. That's
Yeah,
cool,
That's
bro.
fire.
Life
That's
just works
fire.
out. Okay.
Wait, hold on. That was
and I don't think
21, 22 is when we started too, I think.
End of 2022.
for
I
real.
believe.
Yeah,
I think so.
And I don't think I would have been able to attend the expo like that if I had been working.
Facts.
Yeah,
Facts.
so, like,
Yeah.
You
Hey.
know?
Oh,
And so
valid.
it kind of, because my job was they weren't finna let me get the weekend off. It was a sales job,
Ah.
so there was no way they was finna get me
Yeah.
it was from Thursday till Monday.
Got you.
There was no way they was finna give me that time.
Oh, you
Hey.
got the 4D pad.
Yeah. Hold on. A question, right? You said, if you don't mind me asking.
Oh, go ahead, bro.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you said you got fired.
yeah.
So you tell us a little bit, like what happened? You know what I'm saying? Why did you
feel okay.
If you're okay with it, you know what I'm saying? If you're not, it's cool.
Let me
It's cool.
see.
You're shooting
Uh,
videos.
Yeah, shoot
Yeah,
videos.
man.
Yeah.
I was trying to change some policies up in there.
Oh, okay.
You know,
You didn't rock with how they were
There was
running.
some changes happening, and I didn't feel like they was the right changes.
Gotcha.
I think
Okay.
I was kind of casted out.
Got
so.
you. Yeah, respect wasn't
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I heard you.
Exactly.
Heard you. Say no
Yeah.
more. I
Kinda,
got you.
know.
Say no more.
Mhm.
And I respect that. And that's fire. Honestly, your start is kind of similar to how we kind of started too, which is fire. Same year. Same kind of thought process. Like fuck it, let's just what
You
I'm
guys
saying.
you guys already knew each other before.
Yeah.
all
Oh
this
well,
started?
we did.
Uh-huh.
Him, we met literally. I think that same year, right?
I
met
literally
him
just
first.
walked up to the door. I was like, "Hey, are you guys doing an anime
No,
podcast? Can I
fucking-
join?" And they're like, "Oh, sure." I was like, "Okay, cool."
So the other
No
member,
cap to that, right?
No, bro,
No,
yeah,
no,
niggas
no.
was like bullshit, bro.
Yeah.
So the other member that was here, Zeke,
Us four went to high school.
Oh, okay.
us four went to high school. Yeah.
Lit.
But
He actually just came back from the military.
Oh, okay,
Which
that's
is fine.
what's
So
up,
he
bro.
wasn't even here. This is like his first kind of time
Right. Salute.
doing the shit.
Kobe.
with us.
This is our Kobe.
Yeah,
days
this is
ago.
our yeah.
Nice.
But the homie Zeke that's usually here, that can't be here today. He worked with his brother. He worked with
okay.
Zeke's brother at work, right? And his brother was having a birthday party for himself, or his girl was throwing a birthday party for him. We came through and he was there, right? And then we just started talking.
What were you guys doing at the party? Huh? What were you guys doing at the party?
It was a family party. It was all
Oh,
oh,
dude.
chilling.
This
I don't
guy?
know what the fuck you talking. Don't start
No,
bullshitting, bro. Don't
Stop,
fucking
stop,
start
stop.
bullshit, dog.
Whatever.
But
I was gonna say he was making every palm
Stop,
shot.
stop,
He was-
oh, okay, yeah, I was going crazy. With the water, of course.
Yeah.
Oh, but
Really? What was that?
don't do that.
Stop,
Don't do
stop.
that,
Don't do
nigga.
that. Don't do that.
So we talked to him. We started chopping it up. Woo, woo, and then he rocked with anime too. Like hella nerd. I'm not gonna lie. Like big time nerd.
Right.
In the best way. In the best way. Yeah,
Right.
Like he knew what he was talking about type shit. Right.
He was like, "Senpai, teach me."
Yes.
And I was like, "Oh, all right, buddy. Okay." I
But
was like,
we
"Give me a little ooh, and then maybe we'll talk about it." You
We
know?
talked
Homie, he got the
to
ooh.
we
And
talked to it, and then I was like, so I'm starting a pod. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? We're just gonna chill, have fun, talk and shit. You trying to be a part of it? Straight up asked him. He was like, yeah, I'm down. You feel me? And then once I asked him, he was like, let's do it. He came through. We started talking. The first few episodes wasn't like anime related. It was just whatever the fuck. Same thing with you trying to find our niche.
kinda feel-
yeah,
just
trying to
test
feel it out.
Random
Yeah.
questions like
Random shit.
quiz trivia questions.
Trivia.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I
Shit.
mean, that's how you find yourself, though, right?
Talking in real life. And then we had another member, right, that didn't watch anime, but all of us did.
Okay.
So he stopped coming, right,
That first day.
that first day, and we were like, fuck it, let's do an anime episode.
Okay.
The clips for that went stupid. You know what I'm saying?
right,
Yeah.
right.
So
Yeah,
I think,
for
was
sure.
it the first one where did we cosplay that one or no?
We didn't cause.
That was the next one, right?
We talked, but I think Zeke asked the last Avatar question,
Got you.
and then there was a Halloween one where we dressed up.
That
And then
one was
Halloween
where-
we talked about anime.
Got you. So the first
lit.
one, we didn't dress up and do cosplays or whatever. We were just talking anime. Those clips did pretty well. Then the next one, we started doing an anime one, and then with the cosplay and everything, I dressed up as Zoro. My
Right.
homie that was came from Florida dressed up as Doflamingo.
Themed out.
Yeah,
Like,
themed out and
yeah.
shit. Yeah, and those clips went crazy. Those
Right.
because whenever I was like, oh, yo, they cosplayed. Those went stupid. So after that point, we're like, fuck it. Let's do anime.
Right.
Yeah,
just
anime
full force.
pod.
Right.
So, and
That's
then
fire, bro.
Up from there.
Yeah,
so.
no, that's hard.
Similar kind of upbringing, similar kind of. We low key started at the same time.
Right.
You know what
The
I'm saying?
anime niche was going, bro,
Facts.
at the time, and it's still going, bro.
But you never attended Expo.
But yeah, I don't really go to expos and stuff like
I've been
that.
doing
Tell
that.
him.
I've been
Yeah.
doing
I'm
this,
just,
Tell
I'm
him,
just
he's
like,
missing out.
Yeah,
I'm
I hit
missing
him
out.
up a couple times and was like, yo, y'all
really?
finna be at, y'all finna be at a convention, I think.
Wow, you know what's crazy? I was literally dogging everybody all the time about the Expo.
Is he?
No, I'm
Oh,
dogging
you are?
them. Yeah, because
Oh.
I wanted to go. For
It's a
like-
great experience, bro. If you're an anime fan, Anime Expo
Yeah.
is an experience. Like,
You going this year?
Huh?
You going this
Yeah, I'm going this year. Yeah, I'm probably going every year until
Okay.
whenever, right? But yeah, nah, bro. If you ain't been, that's an experience, dude. They
Gotcha.
make it like it's. You don't even gotta have money, bro. Just buy your ticket, go in there, bro, and then just like it's just so much stuff. Dude.
Really?
Fair.
It's just so much stuff. It's so.
I'm just a lazy
You
ass
get
nigga.
FOMO. You get FOMO, like legit FOMO. Like when
Because
you
of the shit
leave,
that's happening.
It's just it's too good, bro.
Stuff you wouldn't be caught doing, you'd be like, I kind of want to do it.
Mm-hmm.
Like there was like some people doing like singing or doing whatever. I'm like,
Who
dude,
won't get caught singing? Nigga? Fuck you mean? Nigga? I'll go crazy.
I don't know, but I was like, it's like this shit's cringy. As
Oh,
fuck,
you
right?
was singing?
No, random people. Right?
Oh yeah.
And then I was like, that's cringy. And I was like, let me go check it out. And I go and I'm just sitting there. I'm like,
This shit hard. This shit hard.
that's where I saw him because he was singing.
Oh, yeah, see,
alright,
there we
yeah,
go.
you're going
That's
crazy.
where you
Yeah,
fit.
that's
Now it all adds
Fair,
up,
fair,
bro.
fair,
Now it
fair,
makes
fair.
sense.
Real quick, chat. Let us know if the audio is good. If
We're live?
Is it? Yeah, we're live.
Oh,
Yeah, so the TV's not on.
Why you
yeah.
think
you
Ben
guys
is
turn
going
on the TV,
crazy?
bro.
Nah, it's because he got it. He's the producer now, so he'll handle everything. If you want to pull up the chat on your phone, you can though.
Okay.
But
I don't know where it comes
that's fire though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Your whole process starting up and shit like that. It's kind of fire to see similar locations, similar upbringings, and kind of similar ways that we kind of broke into the content creation sphere. So
Right.
it's tough to see that. And then starting from here on, right? How do you feel about content creation, and do you think you want to pursue this kind of like full time?
Content creation is dope, bro. It's like the gateway for whatever it is that you want to do. Oh, can you let me see?
No, it's like
Good enough?
sometimes I think if we talk too far, so it's better
Be
safe
as
than
weird.
sorry. Like,
Okay.
Yeah.
Is it good?
Yeah, you're good.
We
You're
You
good.
good.
Content creation is the key, bro. It's like the golden ticket nowadays.
Why you say that?
100%.
Back in the day, content creation was very niche. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't a lot of YouTubers, and it was very like it was very intimidating, right? Nowadays, I feel like we're all so accustomed to just being on our phones, being on the internet. Like it's too much like exposure to miss out on.
Facts.
And content creation can lead you into whatever goal, dream, whatever it is that you want to do.
I like that. I like
Like,
that.
That's a good point.
And what do you want to do?
bro, I want to do a lot of things.
I
bro.
respect it.
I wanna do a
I'm
lot
the
of
same
things,
way, bro. I'm trying to,
Yeah.
I haven't really told nobody this,
Right.
right? But I'm trying to, you know what I'm saying, get into content creation helps me do this pod shit or whatever.
Right.
I want to get into like bigger anime spheres, like anime content creators, animation, anime in general. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? I'm trying to get into like the actual production side of it.
Right.
I'm trying to get into the movie side. You feel
Right,
me? I'm
that's
trying
hard,
to get
bro.
into
Same.
the acting
Yeah.
and shit like that.
Same.
So that's my next avenue as well. And I'm trying to connect with a lot of different avenues of entertainment.
There you go.
You feel me? So that's what I'm trying to get into.
Took the words
too.
out of my mouth.
Yeah,
bro.
no, and I feel you
Yeah.
because I feel like
Yeah.
speaking to you, I can already tell that your dreams and aspirations, the shit you want to do, is a lot. There's a lot that goes behind
They're
it.
pretty big, bro.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
there's a
like,
lot
but
that
it's
goes
all
behind
we've
it,
always
brother.
dreamed big, right? Like
Why not?
Well, you
exactly.
can't, bro. If you don't dream big, bro, you gotta land. You gotta. If you dream big, you gonna land on the stars. You know what I'm saying? If
100%.
you don't dream big,
I
bro,
like
like
it,
you're not
yeah,
gonna
yeah.
get nowhere.
100%.
Like,
He's
the sky ain't just the limit. You know.
Yeah.
Like-
spitting.
No, he's spitting
brother,
for
he
it.
is.
Spitting for
But
it. That's
yeah,
fire.
bro. Same. Like I wanna all types of entertainment, like music. I still want to pursue
Fire.
music.
Fire.
Still want to.
You gotta give
like
me a
I
little
said-
something, bro. I swear, I feel like you
Man.
gotta.
You can't put him on the spot like that. Don't bring in the notes.
Right.
That's my fault.
It wasn't
My
right,
fault.
right. Next time, man. I got y'all. Next
Anime
time,
Expo.
we'll do something.
Anime Expo.
Yeah.
You pulling up the Anime Expo, right?
Yeah, I'm pulling up the Anime
I
Expo.
know.
Yeah,
Just
for
making
sure.
You know, so the viewers know.
Right.
It's my fault.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
we
saying?
gonna be in there deep for
Fire.
sure, bro.
That's fire.
But,
That's fire.
yeah, music, film, filmmaking,
Okay.
like
Tough.
Going back to the
ended
whole
up
skits and everything.
skits,
Yep,
like
yep.
wanting to act. Like I started kind of like when I was in music and I was doing these music videos and stuff.
Yeah.
I kind of got into directing too, and so like.
Oh.
I feel like I could kind of direct. I'm not like the best, and
Right.
I ain't,
Never
bro. You
know.
know what I'm saying? But I feel like I
got
like
the
to. I
potential.
like to be able to put the vision into into the real life form.
Right.
So want to pursue stuff like that,
That's
bro.
hard.
Like and just a bunch of things, dude. It's
I
just
see the
so much.
potential though. I see the
Yeah.
potential.
You
Right?
know?
I know you got a clothing brand.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
what?
yeah.
You
Yeah,
wanna
we do.
work
Yeah.
on your clothing brand and stuff like
Yeah,
that.
we want to be.
right?
Yeah, just want to be
There's
a
a
full
lot.
force, bro. Want to be a full force, like full personality.
Got
you
you.
know,
I like that, I like that.
someone
Anime
to
clothing?
anime clothing, regular clothing, bro. Like it's so
That's
much
the same
like
shit I'm
you know what
trying
I'm
to-
saying?
yep.
Because anime is like
future.
what I love, and it is the future too, bro. Yeah, for sure. But it's so much broader than just that,
Yeah.
you know. It's so much
Expression. There's a lot of
so much
expression in clothing.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
100%.
But the cool thing about anime is that right now where anime is at in the world, it's starting to become so popular, but not just when we talk about this, right? Like, oh, like anime is so like what's the word that they use? Like anime is so
Mainstream?
mainstream now,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
But it's like anime, like for people like that we're getting involved in this stuff, bro. Like anime is gonna start leaking into the film industry, bro.
Yeah,
like we're
to.
to start,
Already
you know,
has.
like
It already has.
Yeah, Michael B. Jordan
Jordan
directing
Ross.
Creed 3. Yeah, bro.
I
Like the
forgot about
parallels from Naruto and Dragon Ball
100%.
Z in there,
Yeah.
and then just music wise, you got Meg Thee Stallion, you know,
Facts.
doing like rapping about anime and stuff like that, bro. Like it's
I
starting
love
to.
that. I love that.
Yeah, it's starting to get like I said, the avenues are opening up
Facts.
for a
100%.
lot more for anybody who's in the anime space to start touching all these different spaces and industries and stuff like
Right.
that. And so I feel like it's like the perfect time right now, bro.
I like that.
100%.
I like that.
Perfect
Seize
timing.
the moment.
And there's a lot of potential in it right now, especially because it's not really into the movies, into the like, you know what I'm
No,
saying,
not yet,
the
bro.
Western yet.
Yeah.
It's not there yet. So low key, there's a lot of capitalization you could do right now
That we
as a
could
people, you know what
can
I'm
go
saying?
in and take over, bro.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
So
Exactly,
So
bro.
I
Facts.
think there's a agenda there that we could take advantage of. But I think we gotta lock in. We gotta do what we need to do in a matter of time before the big brands and the big companies.
but we gonna
start
get there,
taking
bro.
off.
Like
Yeah.
you know, we
Oh,
got
there.
the thing is,
Yeah.
big brands now, like they go to us for the exposure, bro. They go to us for the influence, and they you know they lean on us now as content creators, bro.
Yeah.
You know, it's not the same. It's not the same type of. The process isn't the same for some of these brands anymore.
100%.
Bro. Like the cheat code is to go get the Kai Sonata, to
Yeah.
go get
Wow, you're
X
right.
and X
To go get us.
content creator. Yeah,
You know what I'm
exactly.
saying? Yeah,
you know,
yeah,
to go get a
It's-
Shmi Majak, a
yeah.
Kane, bro. Like you know, like to go and you know, like
instead of like paying for ads and shit like that, you pay the content creator
Bro.
to promote your shit on
and we're
all
well
their
more
platforms.
versed, bro. We're well more
100%.
versed, you know. Like we're
Knowledgeable.
our whole business
Yeah.
is about driving engagement. We're like the perfect cash cow right now.
And the
to,
gateway
like,
to consumers.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
exactly,
We're
bro.
exactly
Exactly.
like
'Cause
because we tailor towards to the consumers directly. You know what I'm saying?
and we're more personalized with our fan base.
Facts.
Versus like you know how it is with the brands, bro. Brands are very out of like you know a lot
touch.
of brands are out of touch, bro,
I
with their
respect it, yeah.
fan bases. You
know
know
what
they
you're saying.
obviously they provide for them, but the
Connection.
interaction and the connection is missing.
Yeah,
you know what I'm
100%.
saying, and that's why some brands that can give the connection through their clothing or just through what product it is that they're giving. That's why some of those brands are, you know, they
Right.
succeed more than others. That's why kind of
Hypeland.
like Nike, Hypeland for instance, but like Nike is, you know, like people, you know, they understand where Nike comes from,
Facts.
like with the, you know, with the morals and like the story, the narrative that
Yeah,
they drive
behind
with
it.
their behind their company.
I like that.
Yeah.
Yes.
And
yes,
so like that type of company don't need a connection, right?
Facts,
Because
yeah.
they connect to you through our athletes and through whoever else that we like, you know, we see on TV and stuff like that.
100%.
So nowadays, like the medium is us, bro.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah, and it's
Yeah.
and it's opportunities, nothing but opportunities
Nothing but
for us right now.
opportunities,
So
bro.
we gotta log in, do what we need to do for real. So.
Facts.
I like that.
But let me get to some of the super chats, man. Shout out to y'all. We got Full Metal Brotherhood with the $2 dono. He says,
Let's go.
What's up, fellas? You know what I'm saying? He
Thank you,
said,
thank
What's up, fellas? Full Metal Brotherhood with another 2. He says my first anime I ever watched was Samurai Troopers.
Okay. No, I haven't seen that.
I haven't seen that. I don't know.
Sounds made up.
I don't know if you. I don't know if
Damn.
you mean Champ Blue or it's actually
Samurai
Troopers.
Troopers.
Yeah, I
Samurai
don't know if
Troopers?
I've ever heard of Samurai Troopers. I'm not gonna lie to you, but
You want to send me the link, bro, or something, so I can post it on
that's
my,
what I'm saying.
my side?
Oh, for the YouTube.
Yeah, I can post it. Yeah,
Yeah, I got you.
yeah.
Got you.
Samurai Troopers.
You got the thumbnail too, Loki?
The
your phone?
thumbnh, yeah.
Just send that to me so I can just use it on.
Got you.
use it on the
Got
story.
you.
Samurai Troopers.
Damn, I never heard of that.
That looks newish. When did that come out?
Blu-ray.
Um,
I don't know who still uses Blu-ray for real, but I respect that if you do. This still come out in Blu-ray?
1988.
1988.
88.
1988. Oh,
it's
that's
one
that's
season.
old.
Yes,
old.
Ronin
I
Warriors.
think one of the oldest animes I first watched was Ninja Scroll. I don't know if y'all seen. Ninja
I heard of
Scroll.
Ninja
Sounds
Scroll.
familiar.
Ninja Scroll's
Yeah, I
legit.
never watched it though.
Yeah, my uncle had it on DVD.
That's tough. That's tough.
It's raw.
My first was like if I'm thinking about the first I've ever watched, I think it's Detective Conan or Case Closed.
Case Closed. Case Closed was one of those on Toonami too.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I that's what I used to watch, but it was in Arabic because my sister used to watch it in Arabic.
Oh, okay. That's what's up.
Back in Egypt and shit. So I think that was like the first time I actually seen anime.
That's hard. You Arabic,
feel
bro?
me?
You from Egypt?
I was born in Egypt.
Oh yeah,
but
that's hard, bro. What?
yeah, but my family speaks it. I don't though.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm mad.
You
I'm
trying
mad
to though one day?
I'm trying. Yeah,
Yeah?
I'm trying. I'm
That's
trying to
what's
learn
up,
it
bro.
and whatnot. But Yeah, that was my first kind of anime, and then Naruto, like you, was my first. Like, yo, this is the like this is my shit.
I think that was the one that got like when Dragon Ball Z first came out, and that was before my time. Dragon Ball Z was already out. GT was already a thing, right? But I think that it got that generation of people into anime, and then there was a gap, right?
Yeah, he's fitting right now.
Because One Piece wasn't, anime. One Piece wasn't that popping at the time.
Yeah.
So when Naruto came out, it got all the kids or whoever was growing up at that time,
The newer wave.
into the anime again.
You know what's crazy? I don't want to start nothing or nothing like that.
Then don't say it.
Yeah.
Then don't say anything.
I got
Simple.
to. I got to.
Pretty simple,
It's
yeah.
crazy because Naruto at that time was airing the same time One Piece was airing. You feel me?
And
to get when you hear a lot of people talking about Naruto and One Piece, to have Naruto be the one that ushered in all these new anime watchers and not One Piece is kind of crazy. And it low-key says something. What it says? I don't know. You don't know. That's me.
Yeah.
But you figure it out. You can connect the dots.
One Piece was hard though. One Piece was hard growing up on
Not saying it's not.
on 4 kids, right?
Well, is it
Like,
the one with the where Sanji had
got the lollipop and stuff?
lollipop?
Yeah. Because when I started rewatching, I was like, "Well, this dude smoking? Like, you smoking a cig? Like, what's going on, yo? Like, I thought he had the
lollipop."
Yeah. But it was because around that time too, it was more. It was smaller. The world was smaller. Bro.
Right,
One Piece world was smaller.
Yeah.
It was easier to digest.
Not as
and
much
the games
work,
were coming out at the same time.
Ooh.
And
I
so
never got
like
into
I
the
think
One
there
Piece
was
games.
one like
There's
I think
games?
there was like PS2 games and Game Boy games for One Piece coming out.
You know that? It's
hey,
crazy.
low-key, they could have done a lot.
I
With
forget what the
games.
first one. I forget what the first.
They had like a
that
Game
one-
Boy one. I think you could.
They had the
like,
Game Boy one, and they had
Really?
They had
One Piece
one on
was like that
PS2.
back then?
That was popping like that?
It
Probably
was
over in Japan.
yeah, they had One
Oh,
Piece
okay.
Grand Battle. It was like a 2D fighter, like a 3D fighter.
That's fire.
It's pretty dope.
Fire.
Zatch Bell was another anime that I
never
was
watched
watching,
Zatch
and
Bell,
Prince
but
Tennis,
I
Prince
hear-
of Tennis,
Prince of Tennis?
Prince of Tennis.
That one
was
I
dope.
heard.
Yeah.
I never, but Zatch Bell I hear really good things about. Never watched
Zatch
it.
Bell's good, bro. It
Yeah.
just the dub for it kind of it got canceled around
Got
like
you.
episode 100
Okay. Yeah.
or episode like 60, I think, like that. But the story is pretty legit, and
Okay.
it can get kind of dark. Yeah, it seems like a kiddie show at
fun,
first, but
right?
it can get kind of dark.
I heard
and it's
that.
dope.
I heard that.
It's dope
Prince
though.
Dungeon or Tennis?
That's Zatch Bell.
The
Oh,
Zatch
Zatch
Bell.
Bell.
Yeah,
Zatch
Zatch Bell
Bell.
like that. Prince of Tennis?
Prince of Tennis
Prince
is
of
Prince of Tennis is dope. It's just like a kid. He high school. He's like a tennis like prodigy.
Right.
But bro can he can play with his left hand and his right.
Ambidextrous.
Ooh,
he's
ambidextrous.
ambidextrous, yeah.
Oh, that's hard.
So,
that's hard.
but he'd be throwing people off, like, cause he'll start off with his right,
Right.
and
Yeah,
then
like
when
he
he
go
gets
to his-
serious,
Ooh,
he'll switch
he
to
go
his
with the left. That's hard. That's hard.
And
That's
he
hard.
cold though. He got like the demeanor, like he don't play around. He not
Yeah.
a jokester or nothing
Gotcha.
like that. He
Heard
all
you.
about business.
That's
so.
tough. That's tough. That's tough. I'm sorry. I know I prolonged this more than I should have, but we'll start the pack openings right now. Kane, take it away. Take it away, Kane. Let Kane introduce you real
Love
quick.
this.
So what we doing, Kane? Let him know.
We're doing the One Piece pack battle.
Pack battle.
Pack battle.
So we
Everybody's
gonna
pack
open?
battling. So what's gonna happen? We're gonna all open the pack battle, and whoever has the best one is basically better than everybody else. That's just how it works.
Type.
I haven't won yet. Everybody has besides me. If he wins before I do, then he's getting kicked out.
let me record. Let me click record on the top camera over here.
Do you want to go first or last?
Whichever, bro. I don't mind.
We'll do the best for last.
So I'll go last then.
Yeah, he gets it.
Move these out the way. Shout out Caseify, you know what I'm saying? Goddamn.
Hey, yeah, shout out Caseify, man. I gotta get me a case.
Oh man, there it goes, bro. Oh,
Man.
well, I can't preface how much we rock with Caseify, bro. They've been showing mad love to us for so long.
No, that's what's
Crazy.
up. Yeah. No, I gotta cop me one ASAP. You see them.
Real. Sadly, they're not gonna be at Anime Expo this year. I was
Nah.
hoping they were, bro, but
Man.
One Piece.
unfortunately, as of right now. So Benjamin, camera 4, or you could do the little cameras while all the cameras are on. You can turn those on.
All
right, go ahead. Is it in frame? Got you. You can talk. I don't think the camera's gonna pick it up or anything, so you're chilling. Ooh, I already feel like. Have you won a pack battle yet? No.
Does the One Piece card game got a card trick or not?
Dude.
One Piece card game does it. It's gonna be the last one.
Oh, they made it. They made it so you ain't gotta do all that. It's just
Yeah,
strictly
no,
on the
they
back.
made
That's
it
what's up.
pretty easy. Yeah.
Yeah,
That's what's up.
unless like you get a God pack, then the very first one. Oof.
Oh, lit.
Is it in frame? Got you. Okay.
Okay. Nothing. Something. Nothing.
Have you won a pack battle yet or no?
No,
No.
fool.
Sorry, I was just making sure. Yeah.
You gotta ask him one more time.
Yeah. Ooh.
I think that's it. No.
Is that Sabo?
Damn. You got Jack Diddley, bro.
That's not a hit right here. That's Sabo. That's crazy.
Nah,
It
it-
looked tough though.
I thought
It
that
looked tough.
too.
It looked tough.
I
They all
thought-
look pretty
there's
cool.
some that look tough, and it's
But
just like,
and he's like,
Just
nah.
a nut. It's
Nah,
just a
bro.
regular
Like,
regular
2
nothing.
cents.
There's a lot of
2
hollows.
cents.
Wait, is that his?
No, that one was Ben's.
Ben's? Oh, okay.
Who's this right now?
Mine.
Yo, wait,
Hey,
this
he
nigga's
was gonna
weird.
pick or choose.
Yeah.
Whichever, if this one was ass, he was gonna give it to
You're
anyways.
weird, bro. That's weird.
We seen through it.
Yeah, it's crazy if both of these aren't hits. Which one's mine?
Mine's on the coaster.
Oh, heard
Oh, I think this is a hit. All right, listen.
So Ben's
No, he
dead.
was peeking.
Yeah.
I think I can kind of see the bottom.
I hope it's not, because that's cheese, bro.
Yeah.
What's like the chase on these packs? Like the manga, right?
So
He knows. I don't know.
The chase on this specific Royal Blood is going to be the Trafalgar Law, I believe.
T-Law?
It's a T-Law
Okay.
manga.
Okay,
All
T-Law.
yeah, shout out to that
Sounds
shirt,
a lot,
man.
man.
Hey, Benjamin, camera two.
And the
Shout out
pants too,
to
bro.
that shirt, bro. Hype Land,
Yeah,
this
man.
this recent One Piece drop,
Yeah.
they went crazy with this.
And the
one,
Attack
man.
on Titan drop. And the
Yes.
Gundam drop.
I
Yes.
haven't seen
hard.
anyone
Yeah.
wear it.
The
out in
most
public.
recent drops I've seen from Hype Land are tough. I'm not gonna
Tough.
lie.
You know what I've seen people wear is that Frankie one.
Oh,
Frankie.
that Frankie.
Frankie
You rocking that
with
Frankie
the
one?
want
long
that.
sleeve under.
Yeah, that one's hard.
That's
That
a
one's
tough.
hard.
That's a tough joint.
It's something. It's all right.
Ah,
proceed.
What you got? What you got?
Okay.
Okay, is that event card?
Ooh, let's go.
That's not you, bro. That's Ben. I'm not having that.
You know,
I'm not having
that's
that.
mine.
Wait, show the camera. Show the camera.
Go
Okay.
back to where you were. That's who. What is it?
What is that? Oh,
Doflamingo.
it's Doflamingo. Hold on.
Doflamingo.
Dolphy?
I need to see
That's
that. That's
tough.
Dofy. Ooh, search that. How much is it worth?
All right.
That's hard.
Yo, that is.
That's hard. Is that, oh, that's not a leader card though,
Not
right?
gonna lie, though, I think that's the best one
That's
so
hard.
far.
That's hard. Cause I'm not into like the packs openings
Me
and stuff
neither.
like that, so I'm not really versed in this kind of field. This is y'all can this is y'all
Expertise.
field right here. But all the cards look tough to me. Every time I see a card, a hollow card, I'm like, yo,
Right,
it's a
you're
hit.
like, it's
It's a
hard. Yeah,
hit.
no, they did. They went crazy with the art on this TCG.
Have you played the game?
I haven't played the game
Oh
yet.
my
bro.
god, it's hard.
I haven't
so
wasted
fun.
no money in
It's
this
tough.
yet.
Yeah, honestly,
I wasted like $1,000 probably in Pokemon like a couple years
You
ago,
mean invested.
and I was
no, it's
You
wasted.
mean invest.
It's
bought
not
I
wasted.
bought a box set like that,
Yeah.
like a booster
Pokemon?
box.
Yeah.
For
Mhm.
Pokemon.
Oh, he
Like
knows.
$120, bro.
Hits or nothing?
Whiffed.
Oh, whiffed?
Whiffed the whole thing with her. We were
Yeah.
slicing them up.
Yeah.
Whiffed the whole thing, bro.
Yeah.
I was like,
No,
Damn.
man,
and I was 120 down the drain like that. I was like, bro, I'm done. And I don't like gambling
Never
either. So
again.
I was like, bro,
You're
I'm
done.
good, dude.
Yeah,
I was
self-control
like,
is
I'm
there.
solid.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
you
was
were
like,
gone.
I'm solid, bro.
It's
I'm
crazy
good.
because this costs roughly the same amount, and we
Yeah,
haven't
no,
gotten
they-
a hit yet.
Yeah,
It's
they're
better
about.
than me.
But-
That one's $10.
Oh, okay, not bad.
Hey man,
Not bad.
that's
The-
solid though.
That's actually it's the highest one right now that we've opened, right? So
I think
far,
so, yeah.
from this pack,
Ooh, I
Yeah,
think
no, I think
one
so.
of you guys got something really close.
probably me.
Probably
Crazy.
though.
No, you're right. This one is the highest one.
All right, I'll go next. Or do you want to go next?
You go next.
All right, let me move the camera. Ben, let me know if it's in frame.
Careful.
Good? All right. Yeah, this pack has been caca-poo-poo so far, I'm not going to lie. So, we'll see.
Yeah, I don't get the best look with these. So, Eli,
Is he in frame?
He lied. Frank?
bruh, you can see the card after that one.
All right, bro, relax.
Shit.
Oh, this is going to look like a trash one, bro.
Nah.
Drake. Ooh, kid.
Is that the last one?
Bro,
That's limb.
Kid looks like he's supposed to be such a raw character, but he's
Right.
He is,
That's a
though, but
letdown.
he's not at the same time. That shit pisses me off.
Like I thought he'd be way stronger.
Yeah, and his power is kind of like.
This is lame. You're not right,
It's
right?
not that tough, bro.
I think he's one of those
and
characters.
he looks
with
like
poor
one of my
execution.
type. Like he looks like a
He looks your
character I'd
type?
mess
You rock
with.
with?
Like, this guy, bro. Hold on, we gotta watch out for Cade, right?
Nah, but like I always thought he would have like a different power, like a different ability.
He just looks tough. Red hair character. Got the scars and stuff like that. You think he'd actually go through
he'd
some
be like
stuff? Yeah, you
Shanks.
think he'd be tough? Yeah, you think he'd be like Shanks, right?
Yeah,
But
yeah.
he's
Nope.
not. He's not. Very much the opposite.
Oh, it's gonna be a hit right here, Nico Robin already.
Uh huh.
Yeah, we love Nico.
Uh huh.
He's spitting.
You know what's crazy? The Straw
love
Hat
Nico.
girls, man, they're cool. I just don't rock with Nami like that for real.
Hater.
Nami's
Yeah, you're a hater.
Nami's alright, right? She kind of scandalous.
She irritates me a little
kinda
bit.
scandalous.
You know?
Yeah, that card looks really cool.
Is that
Yeah. He's one of my favorite character designs. I just think he looks dope.
Tragic.
No, he is. And I hope they bring him back into the story soon. I'm not gonna lie to you.
And then
was tight.
Did you already
Skype
see?
was
Let me see.
Let's
What'd
see
you
if
get?
she hit.
Thank you.
We shall see.
Oh, this card already.
Show it in there.
Ooh, who's that? Is that Toy Soldier?
That's
Kairos?
Kiros.
From
think this
he's
might
in
have been
Dressrosa, ain't he? Yeah.
Dressrosa, yeah.
I'm like, I just seen
So
it.
what arc you on right now? You said
Zoe.
Zoe?
Rewatch,
Zoe.
On the rewatch, Zoe.
Okay.
Yeah.
And did you end up catching up or no? Like, what did you stop
I
at?
stopped
the latest.
originally in the middle of Whole Cake.
That was it.
Zoden.
That was good. That was good.
So it was
The
Kiros.
Kiros?
Oh, it was the
Was the
Kiros
hit?
hit? Okay.
This is a good card to play in the actual game. Yeah. All right. Best for
All right,
last.
last but not least.
Best for last.
All right, man. That's hard. I probably should have went first just to get out the way.
Nah,
Well, if you hit, that would be kind of crazy.
I'm about to get the manga law right now. What do you mean?
manga law. Wait, is this like from the manga? That's how it looks like?
It's the back of the card, like the background
Oh, yeah.
behind the character is gonna be like manga.
No, you're good. That's
For law.
fine.
Ooh,
How
he
it look,
knows.
Ben? Good. All right.
Okay.
All right. We'll see if this one's a hit for real.
I'm scared.
Yeah, my apologies, chat. I haven't been looking at chat recently.
Okay.
Nice. Yeah.
All right. They said not too much
Right,
on kid
right,
for real.
Not too much on kid. We love Violet too.
Ooh.
Is that last or second to last?
Last.
Oh,
What's his name again?
Capone.
Yeah, Capone. Yeah, Beige Capone.
Fire character though.
I got a hit.
Let's
go.
You won the pack battle this time. Respect. I respect.
There you go.
All right, good one,
That was
one,
good. That was a good
on
one.
you.
It'd be like that though.
Be like that. Hey, I'm not gonna lie. That pack, that little 24 pack is getting kind of low, and we have not hit yet. So, how many?
2 left.
Two left.
Two
Yeah,
left.
that's crazy. That's crazy. Yeah, not a single hit yet. Like crazy hit.
Oh,
At the end, we're gonna have you open the
Both?
last two.
Oh,
Hey,
okay.
fire,
I
fire.
can give you that last pack magic.
I'm using all your luck
Yeah, no.
for the next
Hopefully.
for the next couple of
Plenty, bro.
years.
Plenty is fair,
Yeah.
bro, you know? Man.
All right. So let's move on. Let's see how everything is. Is the audio straight? Let us know if the audio is straight, please. And then let's read some super chats. So another 2 from Full Metal Brotherhood. Damn, that nigga go crazy. Goddamn, go
Appreciate you.
stupid.
Hey, shout out to Full Metal Brotherhood, man.
Ninja Scroll is OG and super good. Watch it. Is that gonna be on a watch list now?
It's a movie too. It's
a
good.
movie?
It's a
Oh,
movie. It's
smooth,
good,
then that
bro.
should be
It's a
easy
good
to watch.
watch.
Is that the one you said your uncle had?
My
or-
uncle had it on DVD.
Was it very
Yeah.
gory?
It is gory and it can be. I would say it's like a rated M. So I wouldn't
like
suggest it for any kids.
Gotcha.
I heard it was a really good. See, a coworker told me about it, and he said it was like a really, really good one for back in the day too.
Okay, fair.
It's solid.
Fair.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna put it on the watch list. Ah, damn it! Another 5 from Full Brother. Full Metal
damn.
Brother. Yeah, he got it
Appreciate
like
you.
that. It's crazy. Catch up on Orb. I've been waiting to hear your heart. Wait, I've been waiting to hear your opinion since you mentioned that last live. Honestly, there's been so many anime out right now that I haven't had a chance to catch up on Orb. But next pod for you, I got you, my boy. I got you. Because right now we watching One Piece. We're watching
One Piece.
You know what's crazy? Somebody in the comment section said, "Yo, can you tell Kay to stop saying that shit? Pissing me off."
Who said that? Mods handle. Mods handle right now.
Get him out of here.
We don't take that slander.
But whatchamacallit, we gotta watch One Piece right now. Fire Force is out. Lazarus is out. Windbreaker is out.
To be Hero X.
To Be Hero X is out. Also,
Fire Force.
Fire Force. What's the other one? Oh, I hear Moonrise is really good. I'm gonna start watching that as
Really?
well. Yeah, Moonrise I hear is a really good one.
To Eternity.
I
that
also
back?
need to
To
watch.
Eternity's back?
Nah, he recommended
Apothecary
it.
Diaries is.
Wait, you watched it? You watched To Your
To Your
Eternity?
I heard it's really good.
Oh, fuck, I
Yeah,
thought
I
you
heard
watched
it. Yeah, I
it.
need to watch it
My
too.
cousin told me about it.
Yeah?
I also need to watch
I had
it.
put it on for a second because I was like, I fell asleep. Yeah.
First
But
episode?
yeah.
Was
yeah.
it at night?
I probably put it on at the wrong time.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
no,
It's not.
100%,
I didn't
yeah.
fall asleep because it was boring.
Yeah.
I think it was just. It just
he had
wasn't
to
the right
clarify,
It was
time.
that night, yeah.
It wasn't the right time, yeah.
About
Like,
to break my heart. I was about to start crying.
Nah, that's the same way I be for real. Scorp says where you at in two blue vortex. I'm not gonna lie to you. I need to catch. I'm a few chapters behind. That's one of the only mangas that I read. Boruto.
Yeah.
It's one of the only
I
mangas.
just read the spoilers.
Huh?
Me too.
You read the spoilers?
I just read the spoilers, bro.
facts.
I'll catch up. I'll
Yeah.
catch up when I feel like it's time to catch
I
up.
watch on TikTok. You know,
Yeah?
so
Fair.
I'm
Oh,
like,
there
I'm
you
like,
go.
oh,
Fair.
cool.
They be making edits of manga panels. I don't know how the fuck niggas do that. That shit's crazy, bro. Not gonna lie.
CapCut, man. True.
So I'm gonna catch up on that. I'm a few chapters behind, but I see. Spoiler alert for nobody. You know.
Is the manga back now?
Yeah.
It's off the hiatus and stuff.
It's a monthly thing, which is kind of crazy.
Monthly?
Monthly
How many
release.
pages are they dropping? 50?
No, I
No,
think
they drop quite a bit like that.
It's
yeah.
50?
Really?
Yeah, yeah.
It's like 50
Really?
pages.
Every time it comes out, they
Right?
drop like a
Yeah.
good chunk.
really.
Yeah.
I don't know that.
I just be
I
going
can
through
check
it
right
quick
now.
for it.
Yeah, I
I
was reading
guess.
Attack on Titan in high school, 50 pages.
Word?
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I never read that Attack on Titan manga but I
Good.
watched the anime and that shit was gas, brother. I ain't gonna lie to you.
It was
Damn,
ass?
reading attack.
gas, brother.
Oh,
gas.
sorry.
Yeah,
I
don't
must have
start
misheard.
that shit.
I must
yeah.
have misheard. My
No,
bad.
You did mishear.
My
because-
bad.
Agenda pusher.
On God.
Right.
On God, bro.
My mistake.
Um,
bro. What to do?
But yeah, no, that's we're watching a lot of anime right now, so hopefully, not hopefully, I will watch Orb by next week. Just remind me if you're in the Discord. Remind me in the Discord, please. Another 2 from Full Metal. Goddamn, this nigga got it like that.
What he say? You
He's-
lying?
He said, "Don't forget Zenshu, underrated." Zenshu?
Anime?
Zenshu.
Let me. Google
Zenpu
it real
Senju?
quick.
That's what Barbara on Kana?
ZQ's Have you played Ninja Storm? The game?
Ninja Storm?
Ninja
Oh,
Storm, Naruto Ninja Storm.
Yeah.
You played the game on console?
Mm-hmm.
That's fire. That's
Yeah,
actually
yeah,
hard.
yeah.
Were you tough at it or no?
So, I mean, yeah. I mean, homie used to be online and stuff.
It's a
like
lie.
that. The one I used to play online the most was Broken Bonds.
Ooh,
Yeah.
Broken Bonds.
Broken
Damn.
Bonds?
I think that's Ninja Storm 2.
Yeah.
Or is
the
that
new one.
Ultimate Ninja?
I think that's. Hold on. Broken Bonds is the new one, right?
Broken Bonds is like
Or is that the old
It's
one?
like the second one that came out.
Oh, on yeah.
360 Broken Bonds.
Oh, the one with the shits, right? With the you could do your
you
own hand
could-
signs,
yeah,
right?
and
Yes.
you could,
That shit
and
was
They
hard.
would let you like
shit was
run
hard.
through the village and stuff like that.
Yeah.
That shit.
Oh, yeah,
They
that
had
shit.
it to where like you would actually run up the trees and start. It was
Yes.
like a tree. It was like a tree racing mini game.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Broken
It
Bonds
was
was
tough.
hard. Broken Bonds was hard.
That's
Broken Bonds
fire.
was lit.
I respect it. That's fire. Okay, so you was in the Naruto games for real.
I was playing them.
Yeah, I rock with the Naruto
Uzumaki
games. heavy.
Chronicle. You ever play Uzumaki Chronicles?
Uzumaki. Hold on, let me
I'll look it up.
That's the first. That was the first. I think that's the first and only Naruto game that's like an adventure game.
Really?
You control Naruto and you kind of.
Oh no, this one was before my time. This
Yeah.
one was before I got into like the
Yeah.
anime games and stuff. Yeah, yeah. But Broken Bonds I played. This one I've never played. This was on like the PS2 and shit.
Yeah.
Because I started off on Xbox, the original Xbox, then went to
Right.
360.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
then went to oh no, I also had a PS1. But I never had a PS2
PS2.
like
Oh,
that.
privilege.
Yeah, I never played PS2 like that, but
Right.
I played the PS3 heavy.
PS3. Okay.
Heavy,
that
yeah,
makes
You had an
sense.
Xbox? I had a box.
My fault, bro. My family, you know, they scrounged up whatever
You
we
had
could.
a PlayStation? I was left at the train station.
My fault.
Easy
man.
spin,
Grew up in the slums, bro. My fault.
Yeah.
man.
say no.
I'd be a rapper too.
Right. Yeah, I see it, bro.
Something
Yeah,
like-
everybody can.
Oh, you
bro.
ain't got a lot of
You
him,
know?
bro. You ain't got a lot of this
Yeah.
nigga, bro. All right, but Zenshu, I searched it up, and it's the new one that has to do with like a manga writer that got
Oh,
teleported
okay.
into a new
Yeah,
world.
yeah,
and shit
yeah.
like
I
that.
seen
You
that.
seen that trailer?
I seen
Yeah.
I seen them talking about it.
Yeah.
It's out already.
I think so. Yeah.
Oh, okay,
yeah.
that's what's up.
I,
Yeah.
I don't know if I'll check that one out. I definitely check out Orb, but Zenshu is a maybe. I
I think
might.
the animation
I might.
is supposed to be
Beautiful.
really good on
Yeah.
there. Yeah,
It looks beautiful.
And as
Yeah,
far as like cinematography, I might watch it just for that.
Bro, free promo. But if you,
No
if you
free
want to sponsor us, you know what I'm saying? You hit the email.
Yeah,
Hit
start
the
slapping
email,
the
you
tape
know
on
what I'm
that
saying?
thing.
Oh God!
Right.
Okay, because that
Pour
One
that,
Piece
pour
stock
that, pour that joint. Pour that joint
in a cup. Yeah, you know that One Piece stock?
Yeah, yeah, I heard
they
about
be
them.
all their water bottles, all the labeling gone.
Cut
Oh,
off.
like
Yeah,
you
bro.
niggas, man.
It's gonna get to that point, bro,
Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah, we rock with them heavy, bro. And I think they're going to Anime Expo 2 this year.
Oh, okay, for
so
sure.
we might link up with them as well.
That's a bet, man.
So we could all.
I've heard good things.
you know what I'm saying?
I ain't caught up
Oh,
on One Piece, man.
Bro,
so, you
no, that's what I'm
One
saying. Me
Piece.
either. So I can't watch this.
Unfortunately, I can't watch. Yeah, unfortunately, I can't watch an
Same,
episode.
bro.
But
And that's the thing. If I was, I'd be checking out this stream because I
Right,
like their
right.
theories and shit like that.
same.
But
I can
can't.
spoil it for you guys. No
Fuck
problem.
you, nigga. I swear to God. I swear to God.
Now since I finally caught up, I finally get to watch their stuff.
Yeah,
I'm like, oh, this
it's
is
pretty.
cool.
It's good now,
Yeah,
right? Yeah, that's what One Piece is always lit for the lore.
Yeah,
Oh,
it is.
yeah.
It really
Lord.
is.
Shout out to that One Piece stock for getting my back proving Shmeem wrong.
No, you know what's crazy? Sebastian was on my side. Larry was on your side. So even them niggas was split.
Well, Larry's the one that's usually right, Larry?
No, don't do that. Larry be having the wild takes too. So you know what I'm saying. Actually, as a matter of fact, Larry.
Anybody who agrees with me is correct.
Okay, my fault.
Sir.
Right.
Larry, thank you.
Proceed.
But whatchamacallit, yeah, shout out to them niggas. Always showing mad love. They cool peoples for real too. So we're gonna link up with them boys when we go to Anime Expo. And if y'all at Anime Expo, don't be afraid to come say what's
It's like
up.
July 3rd to the 6th, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah. And
we locked in.
if you want to do a video with us, you know what I'm saying? Say the word. You know what I'm saying?
you gotta-
Come up to us and we'll do a little
You gotta
quick
run
video
up
with
to
y'all.
us and give us your best ooh.
Maybe him, nigga. I don't know what he's on,
and then-
but not me.
Whoever,
You ain't
whoever
gotta-
gets
No
whoever
rules on my side.
you ain't gotta do that to anybody else but him, bro.
Shmeem said if you find his tickle spot, he'll give you a gift.
What is going on,
Whoa.
bro? You know what? We move on, bro. We move
I'll
on.
leave a hint to where it is.
Yo, chill, bro. Chill.
Yo.
Real quick, we'll get into yesterday, right? We watched. We'll get into the
We watched
movies.
Peakness?
Yeah, we'll get into the movies, and then I promise we'll just cover the movies briefly, and then we'll get into the anime part of the pod for real. So yesterday we watched
Amazing
Star
Peakness.
Wars.
Yep,
Peakness.
yep. Which
Feel
one?
me? Which one was it? Revenge of the Sith.
Revenge
We
of
watched
the
Revenge of the Sith. They're having the I don't know how many years it's
20
been.
year
20?
anniversary.
20 years? 20th
Jeez.
anniversary. They're having screenings again in theaters. And honestly, my first time from a first time Star Wars watcher, peak. Can I lie? I missed out on a lot. I'm not gonna lie to you. I missed out on peak a time frame of Star Wars talk. So that's on me. But I will say, and I know the Star Wars fans are gonna get on me for this. If that shit were to come out in recent times, it would be some of the greatest media ever created ever. But the fact that it came out during that time, I think it was hindered by the technology, by the storytelling, and by just innovation. I don't think it was innovative as fuck for its time, 100%. But I feel like if it was made now, it would be one of the greatest things, honestly, that I've ever laid my eyes on. Because it was already peak. It's already fire.
They made some changes to the original movies too, though.
Really?
Like in New Hope and because New Hope is when Obi-Wan, right? He gets-
The first
to them
one,
about that.
I think it's a New Hope, and then it's Empire, then Return.
Like
of the Jedi.
there's like if you go and watch them now on Disney, and
They
when
switch it up.
when they're dragging the lightsabers on the ground, originally the marks weren't there.
Ooh, so they added that.
They added those
that's
that
actually
type of
hard.
stuff in.
That's
yeah,
actually hard.
yeah. So it's a little bit better than what it was, right?
Oh, I gotta rewatch it then.
Yeah.
Star
Yeah,
Wars
no.
fan over here.
Yeah, no facts. But we wouldn't have got a lot of this stuff if Star Wars didn't come out during that time.
Fair,
though. That was-
100%,
Because
100%.
I had a film class.
Yeah.
in college.
Hey, okay.
Yeah, and they spoke about Star Wars like it was like it's the grandfather of like film
Innovation
bro.
and shit.
George
Yeah,
Lucas.
100%.
Blueprint, right?
Yeah.
100%. And I respect that
And-
100%.
And out like because when like they talk about bro when Star Wars came out into the theaters and everyone went, it was like the first like movie that like gave people like a view on like out like what's outside of this,
Really?
you know what I'm
That's
saying? Like
hard.
to be able to like yes,
That's
like and when
hard.
people were in the theater, just like
Yeah.
bro, Star Wars, like
Yeah.
this is
Mind
this is
blown.
crazy,
Yeah.
and it was around that time too, like the political time, so like the whole like depiction
my
of like
God.
Jedi versus the Empire,
So
it
good.
like it kind of stuck with a lot of people.
That's hard. That's actually
Yeah.
hard. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie to you. The CGI for it's if that movie were to come out
Correct.
currently, right? I would not think that's an old movie right now. Me watching, I'm like, this CGI is fucking phenomenal.
He's
Did
talking
they
about Revenge
redo?
of the
Did they
Sith.
redo anything for that
Revenge of the
IMAX
Sith,
version?
I could not tell that they did. I think
Shit
it was
looked
just
crisp, though.
It did
was
look
just
crisp.
in IMAX.
No. I don't think
was
it
regular?
was IMAX. It was regular.
Yeah, it
It was regular.
I think-
But
I think-
it looked good though.
It really
Yeah.
good. It
Yeah.
looked amazing,
No,
bro.
You know,
facts.
and
Yeah.
what it makes me think is like maybe it just always looked good.
Yeah.
We just had
We
like
just-
shitty TVs.
Yeah, we-
technology back
shitty
then.
TVs
But
or
I-
shitty,
I
like,
played it
streaming
on
sites.
That's also,
VHS, you know?
Because if it was shot on film,
It looks,
was
yeah,
great.
it's gonna
it's
look
probably
fire.
it's gonna last, right? Doesn't matter
Yeah.
when you watch it. So
Facts.
it's like that's probably what it
But the
was.
CGI was phenomenal, bro. The world building and how everything looked, like current time movies, low key. Some of them don't even beat that shit, which is insane with current technology. So, I think it is a phenomenal movie. The everything about it was peakness. You feel me? And I see a lot of kind of stories and stuff kind of take attributes from Star Wars,
Very much
low key.
so.
And I'm like, yo, the whole Anakin, Darth Vader shit, that shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, yo, this shit I've seen this a lot.
Right.
I've seen this a lot, but this came out first.
Have you
feel
seen
me?
4, 5, and 6 yet? New
The
Hope.
whole Anakin saga or no?
Luke saga.
Luke side, no, I haven't
You
seen
haven't
those
seen
yet.
Luke
No,
saga?
no, no.
Okay.
I've only seen the Anakin ones.
Right.
And honestly, those top tier,
Right.
bro. Those are fire as fuck. So, hey, Star Wars fans, I respect y'all. You know what I'm saying? Y'all wasn't lying. You know what I'm saying? Y'all wasn't lying.
They always talk about how 4, 5, and 6 as a whole is like one of the best trilogies.
Yeah.
Out like once it finishes, because I guess when people were first watching Star Wars when Empire Strikes Back came out, they thought it was one of the worst movies because of the way that it ended.
Oh, I hate when people do that.
Right.
Yeah, they just hate on the whole series because of the
then
ending.
when Return of the Jedi came out and it fleshed everything out, Empire Strikes Back is the best.
It's the best now. Oh, yeah.
Out of it.
People switch up. It's crazy.
Is Empire Strikes Back the whole Luke, I'm your... Is that one? Or
I
is that Return?
believe.
I thought
that was that's the last one, no?
No, because the last one is when he joins, when he was all black.
Yeah. Correct, right?
I think
Yeah, I ain't a
It's
Star
been a
Wars
minute
fan,
since
man.
I watched
Me
it exactly,
too.
so I get like the timeline messed up.
Yeah.
But yes, no, it is.
Okay.
Empire Strikes Back. The ending is that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because it's cliffhanger.
Because it's
People
the
are like,
cliffhanger, and they're like, "Yo, what the?" Hell? They were like, "Yo, what the hell?" And then after you watch the last one, they're like, "Yo, dude, that was like one of the best ones out the thing." And a lot of media today uses that structure where the first one kind of like builds a lot up, the second one kind of leaves you, like for instance, Spider-Verse.
Ooh,
Into the
you're
Spider-Verse.
spitting. Just now I know what
Yeah.
you're talking about.
Oh, yeah.
Now I know what
Oh,
you're talking
You get what
about.
I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah,
So
yeah.
it's like
yeah.
the
Builds
first
you
one.
up?
The first
Yeah.
one builds you up. The second one
Cliffhanger.
ends in a weird spot, right? Where a lot of
Cliffhanger.
people are like, "Dude, what? Like,
what the
what
fuck?
did
Yeah,
I just
yeah,
watch? Like, why did it end like that?"
Yeah.
When this last one comes out, this
Wrap it
second
up.
one might be the
Yeah.
best out of the three, just
I like
because
that.
of the way that everything that it explained and
Yeah.
it built up for the climax.
100%.
Oh,
And I agree.
I didn't think about that.
I always think, right? Because I said it, like, you guys can go back and watch the pod when we talked about Spider-Verse. I said this second one, you can't, like, how do you top this shit?
Right.
You literally can. The music, the story, the build-up, the character development, literally everything about the movie was perfection.
Right.
How do you top this?
Right.
And if they do, not gonna lie to you, this might be the greatest trilogy of all time. No bullshit.
No, but yes.
What's
yeah,
better?
yeah,
What's
yeah.
better? Star Wars?
You're legit. It's
Yeah.
The
the
first
blueprint.
movie was boring as fuck. I'm not gonna lie to you. That shit was.
All
It was a
right,
slow
you're-
build-up.
You're over your head.
All right,
That's
my
the
fault. Yeah,
point.
I'm doing
You're
it. Yo,
over
the
your
Star Wars
head.
fans about to get on my
You're in
ass.
over
now.
your head.
Yeah, I'm bullshitting because I don't like
Maybe the
agreeing
best
with you niggas.
animated trilogy.
You
Nah,
can, you can say that about like damn near almost anything.
We talking about
else.
Spider-Verse or Star Wars?
It's both.
Both?
I'm
Okay.
saying that when it's all said and done, if the third movie in the Spider-Verse trilogy is better than the second one, I think this might be the best trilogy to ever come out. No bull. Because I will say the Star Wars trilogy was tough. I will say that shit was hard as fuck.
Hey,
I gotta lie.
hey,
I'm like, you watched the end of the
Yeah,
trilogy,
nah,
right?
I
Like, so
did.
that's the
That-
end of the
that
trilogy.
shit was
So
hard.
that means Spider-Verse's last one has to be better than Revenge of the Sith. And
Whoa,
Revenge of the
whoa,
Sith.
whoa, whoa, whoa.
No, Revenge of the Sith literally peaked.
I'm talking as a whole. Because the first, I say the first Spider-Verse is better than the first Star Wars. I'm not from the Anakin.
Right.
saga,
But Revenge of the Sith
Yeah.
doesn't
That's
like
not.
Right, and the Revenge of the Sith was peak, right?
for you though. Like it doesn't light up the whole
No,
trilogy
it does.
for you.
It does. It
Oh,
does.
okay.
100%. And that's why I'm like, yo, this trilogy is top tier. You feel
Right.
me? And I can't think of any trilogies that low key like. Step,
If you match Star Wars 1 or Star Wars, right? Yeah, 1 and then Spider-Verse.
I'm giving
1.
Spider-Verse that.
No,
And then what about
the
2 and
second
2?
one? Ooh, that one was
No,
tough.
Attack of the Clones and-
What's different though is that you
tough.
already had context prior to what Spider-Man is.
Okay, fair.
Right,
I don't
you-
know the Star Wars
Yeah,
lore and world as
but
much.
that's the
I'll
thing
give
though.
you that.
You
I'll
did
give
not
that,
know
yeah.
anything about Star
That's true,
Wars,
that's true, that's
right?
true, that's true.
You watch the first one and you watch Revenge of the Sith. You like it, right?
I watched the first one and the second one.
Well,
and-
you watch first, second, and the Revenge of the Sith,
yeah.
and you like it,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. It's just fire.
But
If
you
I
had
knew-
no other.
Yeah,
You had
yeah.
no
Fair,
context.
fair, I get that.
It's like just brand new. You birthed into Star Wars.
Fair.
Spider-Man, you already loved superheroes.
Okay, but
Marvel,
to be
this and
fair,
that.
right? If I'm watching a movie and I don't need prior context or really more in depth to really understand it more, and it's still peak, I feel like that gives it points too. You feel me? But I will say, Star Wars, not knowing anything about Star Wars and still enjoying it to the level I did, it says something. That's actually fire. Like I don't know the world building and the lore as much as I need to, right? But I already enjoy it, and I say it's like one of the peakest trilogies I've ever seen. You
For
feel me?
sure.
So I'm giving
give
Star
both
Wars
sides.
its flowers.
I give both sides.
Yeah, I give Star Wars its flowers. I give it
But
that.
just saying that,
Yeah, no, it's blasphemy.
It's
I get
crazy.
it. I get it.
like you're brave.
Yeah.
You know,
You're
I'm
really
not
brave.
gonna lie.
like you're
Out
really
of
brave.
all fans, Star Wars fans, I'm afraid of the most. One of the
Okay.
most.
Ooh,
Yeah,
I was about
those
to
Star
say,
Wars
careful.
fans.
You're
They,
gonna have an
I think it's
army
easy
of,
to have hot takes when you're new to the medium, right?
Facts, yeah,
Low-key.
facts.
I was talking to the homie about that. I was like, dude, like hot takes are like you don't have to watch any
No,
of it
facts.
to have a hot take, bro.
Yeah, yeah,
like,
yeah. Anybody
someone
can
can
have
have
a
like the hottest take about Naruto, and they could have just watched like 5 episodes,
100%.
and somehow they were able to kind of get some points together and like, hey,
And then just say it.
You know?
Yeah. Anybody can
and they
have an
don't be
opinion.
scared of the meat. They don't be scared
Facts.
neither because they ain't, you know.
In
Not
the-
saying that that's what you're doing,
yeah,
but
yeah.
it's probably easier for you to
Say
have
it.
some critique in that form because you're so new to it.
True,
And so-
100%.
But there's nothing wrong with that. It's like,
And I don't know the
you're-
depth
but
of it.
also too, like it might be a more unbiased take. You know what I'm
Good point,
saying?
good point.
Because
Hey, brother.
he's looking
No,
on the
Now
outside.
you
Don't do that.
spitting. Now
No,
you
don't do
spitting,
that.
man.
Don't
Now
do
you
that.
spitting.
You're giving him too much credit.
No,
This-
you know what's great? I always
this
do it. No,
mother- He
I
probably
always speak from
genuinely
an
believes that
unbiased.
statement 100%.
I always speak from
without
an
a doubt.
unbiased
The
point of view.
bullshit.
Always.
Bullshit. What the
Always.
hell?
I always speak from an unbiased point of view every time.
Jack, is this true?
Don't bring me into this.
I just want to know your
see it.
opinion.
Most of the time, I'll say that.
There
And
we
if
go.
I
How did,
if I don't,
how did it go from all the time to most of the time?
because if I don't, because usually I will say it if it's coming from a biased point of view. Because whenever I talk about Naruto, I'll say it's coming from a biased point of view. Right? I'll try to say as
but then it
objective.
still won't be. Then it still it won't like you're lying all the time.
How?
If you're saying, oh, you said it was.
I said
oh,
it would be a biased point
No,
of view.
My bad. My
See,
bad.
look at you.
I'm just against
jumping.
him. I'm a
No,
hater.
you jumping
I'm a
to
hater.
conclusions.
No,
What
because he
you
gets
do,
me worked
nigga.
up by saying some shit like crazy, right? And I'm like, all right, I'm already up there.
There you go.
No, you're right. My bad.
I'll be working you
I'm sorry.
up.
I'm sorry.
Relax.
I'm sorry.
I appreciate it. Thank
Sorry.
you.
My bad.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Do you watch the Star Wars
Accountability. I
TV
respect
shows?
it. Ooh.
TV shows.
Star
Like
Wars
Mando?
TV shows. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Andor.
We watched. I've
Obi.
seen Mandalorian.
Okay.
I've seen Obi-Wan,
Okay.
which I thought was underwhelming.
Okay.
Oh, the fight with Darth Vader though. Did you like that one?
It was cool, bro. It was just it seemed like every time Obi-Wan, I mean, spoiler alert for anybody that hasn't watched it, you plan on watching it. It seems like every time Obi-Wan ran into Darth Vader,
Yeah.
they found a way for them not to fight.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Valid.
You know,
Valid.
and then by the time they were fighting, it was just kind of like this whole like, oh damn, like Anakin, why, like da, 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 da. But
right.
I mean, granted, that's Star Wars, and I can't say that
underplayed the
because
fuck
some of, like
out of
the
that.
Darth Maul fight and like General Grievous, like those are some lit fights, and to see and the fact that they try to sell us and they sold me on it, like Obi-Wan versus Darth Vader in this time right before Obi-Wan kind of starts turning,
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah.
Eh.
Yeah. And you talk about the TV show here.
TV show.
Okay, fair,
Because,
fair.
I mean, damn, you haven't seen it, so I don't want to spoil.
All right, no, brother.
But-
Listen, all I needed to watch was a 3.
Yeah.
Was the 3 the
Well,
Anakin
because
trilogy?
the
I was
actual
good.
fight
I was
that
good.
Obi-Wan versus Darth Vader have in 4, right? Is it
Yes,
4
yeah,
that they
yeah.
actually
Yeah,
fight?
yeah, yeah.
Bro, it's like the quickest shit ever, and you're like, and if you were like a super Obi-Wan fan and you hadn't seen that yet,
You pissed?
you'd be pissed, dude. You'd be pissed, bro. Like it's
Literally
not
one tap, like,
dog.
That's
It's like
crazy.
they run because they invade the is that when they invade the where would they pull up at?
I think they infiltrate.
Deaths?
I think they infiltrate the Death Star. If I'm not
Right?
mistaken.
Oh, really?
They
That soon? And then you said the fourth movie.
I mean, he said the
'cause
fight
that's
ends
when
that
Obi-Wan
quick, so
passes away.
Yes.
When does Obi-Wan die?
They
The
don't blow
fourth-
it up, but they
fourth-
infiltrate it, right?
Correct, right?
They infiltrate something.
No.
Obi-Wan-
Yeah. Because
he
Luke
uses-
is the one
Hey,
that
chat, let us
destroys.
know.
Yes.
Luke is the one that destroys the motherfucker. So yeah. So then that's. Yeah, I think that's what happened.
Because Obi-Wan uses the Force to like turn something off. Or
chat will let
something.
us know.
Correct. He turns off the force field,
Thank you.
and then he runs into Darth Vader's on the ship, like
Yeah.
walking his ass through. Like he's like, oh yeah, I'm about to. He's about to go fuck
his
people
doing his
up, bro.
rounds.
Yeah. He's just walking through,
Yeah.
dog, and then him and Obi-Wan end up running into each other in the hallway.
Yeah.
And it's like a quick like they say some shit.
Damn.
And it's like a.
on
and-
Obi-Wan?
That's it.
Obi-Wan
Obi-Wan
just,
gets
and he just disappears out of his gown, out of his
Yeah.
cloak,
Yeah.
and the cloak
Houdini.
just falls in the floor, bro.
That's,
And
that's
it's
how
like,
people die back then.
yeah,
so
No, but
I think
Obi-Wan-
that just goes to show Darth Vader's him now.
No.
right? After the turn.
Obi-Wan actually won that fight though, because when you think about it, right?
Come on,
he didn't give Darth Vader the satisfaction of actually killing him because he joined the. Oh, sorry, never mind. Spoilers.
Don't feed
No,
into
no,
this
no,
shit.
no,
nigga.
because if I remember right, Darth Vader was frustrated that he didn't like.
he's still mad at Obi-Wan.
Yeah.
he's
Oh,
still
okay.
mad at him
Okay.
for
So he didn't give Darth Vader that satisfaction,
Yeah,
really.
because he
you
said,
know what I'm saying?
and then
And
faded
I'm
out
out.
of existence.
Yeah, okay.
But then they all don't really die. They got the Force ghosts.
You know what's crazy, right? I don't know what that is, but I said that. I'm like, yo, why does nobody fucking die in this series, bro? Everybody just comes back.
The Force,
you feel
bro.
me?
It's a living.
Oh, it's
like,
because
He
the
gets
Force,
it.
you know?
No, he gets it.
Yeah, well, I don't. That's
Yeah,
why
I know you
I'm
don't.
asking.
Smooth brain.
It's like you guys ever play like Final Fantasy 7?
Ooh,
Not
Final Fantasy
really.
games are a little too,
I
little
wish.
too much for
A
me
little
at
too
the
much.
time.
I
I was
wish.
gonna reference something like that.
I
They
mean,
have
you
something
can
called
go
like the
ahead.
live stream.
They'll
Nah,
probably
it's
understand
It's
it.
probably a little too convoluted. Just if you haven't, it's
Fair.
a lot to
Fair.
explain.
My brother played Final
But
Fantasy.
they have something called a live stream, and basically like people within the live stream kind of just don't like, you know, it's
Okay.
kind of like kind of like the Force.
Gotcha.
Like, you
And
know.
it helps them kind of
It-
survive and shit like that. in certain
Yeah, it's
instances.
kind of they like it's more. It's like just like a
Spiritual realm, ghost plane.
bigger picture of energy. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
and then basically like, you know, even though you pass on, you kind of still go into
Got
the
you.
live stream, and
Got
through
you.
that you live on internally.
Have you watched Magi?
I was thinking.
Yeah,
I was
the roof.
low-key-
Is
Yeah.
that kind of what
low-key
is that?
think-
Is that kind of?
I'm not
I've been
s-
told to
I'm not
watch
too sure.
Magi.
Oh, brother.
I've been told to watch Magi.
good. I'm gonna go I can't.
It's just one of those I haven't gone around to. But
Hey,
I heard
it's
that
only
he's
been
tough.
an hour, right? No. Let me ask you. It's only been an hour, and I told you, do you want to pee? I hate this nigga so much, bro.
But just like everything, Magi, everything. I'm not saying Force. The Force. Star Wars didn't come up with the Force.
Right.
I know they pull knowledge from like what is it, Hinduism or like
Mm-hmm.
Buddhism. So they just pull concepts. But it's cool that the Force is the Force.
Exactly that type
And like
of stuff.
Yu
yeah.
Hakusho, what is it? Energy.
Yeah.
Spiritual. What Yu Hakusho basically is like the afterlife, like over, like, you know, when you pass away and there's like the little medium, like you can kind of go
Okay.
to, like, you know, I don't want to call it hell because it wasn't really hell, but
Yeah.
it's just like, you know, the afterlife.
Yeah.
Got you.
With Magi, I'm not gonna lie to you. When I speak about Magi, one of the most underappreciated or underrated shows, in my opinion, I've ever watched.
Yeah.
Magi is a top tier show, and it has, like, you watch JJK, right? It has a Gojo-esque character,
Okay.
right? And this Gojo-esque character, imagine if Gojo got his own spin-off series. He has his own series on how he came up.
Oh,
right?
okay.
And got to the.
And that's the main character in Magi? Or
No, exactly. That's like a
different
Gojo character,
Oh,
it's a side
so they have
character.
a side series
Exactly.
about him?
Of him and how he from his birth all the way to how he got to how
Who's
he
his
was.
character? Who's the, what's his name?
Sinbad.
Sinbad. Oh,
Sinbad,
okay. And this
yeah.
is the guy they compare to Jin Woo, right? I've heard that. I've heard,
yeah,
I've
yeah,
heard
with-
fighting
Really?
comparisons about them too.
With like aura and shit like that.
Oh,
The,
okay. Oh, that's what that is
Sinbad
about?
is
Okay.
Sinbad is him in all that aspects.
I need
But
to watch it too.
but Sinbad has his own spin-off series of how he became how he was born. Right when this man, I don't want to spoil.
That's
Spoil
fine.
it.
Can I watch the Sinbad series and not have to watch the Magi, or do I gotta watch Magi first and then watch Sinbad?
It all depends on how you want to watch it, but I personally would say watch Magi first, right? And then when you already know, like, okay, it's like as if it's the same way JJK did it. You already know Gojo and how like he's strong as shit. Aura.
But the Sinbad one is just what he before he gets to Magi.
exactly.
Okay,
Yeah,
that's what's up.
and then it was his upbringing, right? And then
Which
how
one is better?
Ooh, fuck, that's hard because it's like imagine a whole show on Gojo. You know, in Hidden Inventory, the first 5 episodes
yeah.
of season 2, and how it was like a backstory of Gojo. Imagine just that. You know how peak that was,
But you
right?
know how the season 1 of JJK prior to like when they like right before Yuji kind of comes back to life when
Yeah.
they find out he's not.
Yeah.
That compared to the Hidden Inventory
Yeah.
arc and all of what Gojo does, 'cause that Gojo arc is
And it's only 5
is
eps.
better.
Yeah,
It's better in my opinion.
Exactly.
Than the first season. So
Valid.
now,
Yeah.
is the Sinbad series better than Magi, or would you still prefer to watch Magi as a whole versus the Sinbad?
I
series?
personally would prefer to watch Magi as a whole because it also includes
Okay.
Sinbad,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Sinbad is a pivotal part
Right.
in Magi. So I think the Magi as a whole from season 1 to 3, amazing watching
I get
experience. But then the Adventures of Sinbad goes into Sinbad even more, like the character you already love, and it's like imagine the Hidden Inventory 5 episodes, but in a whole season.
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
That's how
lit.
it is. So Magi is such a beautiful anime, and it's low key underappreciated in my opinion. And that's one that I'll always, every time anybody's like, okay, I don't have anything else to watch.
Yeah.
Magi, 100%,
There you go.
100%. And you'll be like, yo, how did I miss this show? You feel me? Because it was on Netflix for a while. It might still be on Netflix right
it
now.
is.
Yeah, I think it's still on Netflix. I see it all the time.
But-
I have to check it out.
Yeah, but 100% I would recommend it. God damn, Magi's a good show, bro.
Yeah,
Magi's a great
I'll
show.
put it on the list.
Oh, but whatchamacallit? So sorry, Star Wars been a little too long. But Star Wars, tough, you feel me? I respect it. I respect the medium. And I
Yeah.
respect that it came out at that time and a lot of
Some
things.
great quotes in there too,
Yeah.
man.
Thank
Oh my
you.
God.
Great
I was about
quotes.
to bring up Yoda, low key, right? Is
The GOAT.
the GOAT, right? He was Master Oogway before Master Oogway. He was Jiraiya before Jiraiya. He was give me an old sage. Roshi. Actually, no, Roshi came out before, huh? Or no, which one came out first? The comics.
Pretty
Which comics
sure-
came out first?
I'm pretty
I
sure
think they
Yoda.
came out. I think Yoda is.
I think Yoda's
older.
before.
I think there was like
Damn.
actual like books written.
That's crazy.
I wanted
Shit, I guess.
Star Wars came out like.
It's
Hella
cool.
long.
He's
bro, yeah.
he's Yoda's what Iroh. Wait, Uncle Iroh basically.
Oh yeah, Yoda before Iroh. You know, he was the Iroh before Iroh. So it's like, bro, Yoda, he was the original spitter. That nigga was spitting.
Original
like,
master,
yeah,
bro.
he was
Master
spitting.
Yoda. Like,
And I respect
they,
it.
they don't call him Yoda.
Yeah,
It's Master
no,
Yoda.
fair,
Like,
fair. And one thing that kind of is funny to me, the nigga walks around with a cane, and then when it's time to lock up, he throws that bitch out.
away, bro. And he started using
Yeah.
that lightsaber,
And I'm
balancing on that motherfucker.
Nigga, you
like,
don't even need the cane for real,
nah,
bro.
you don't.
He
It's
don't.
just to throw people off.
Yeah,
bro.
yeah.
Keep
I
his
respect-
back,
yeah,
keep his
he's-
back right until he's ready to do them flips.
And I respect that. I give him that. But I respect the medium and the fact that it came out at that time, and I still found it peak. That it says something, you know what I'm saying? It's because older shit, it's kind of hard to really, because when you compare to newer things, everything's more innovative. The storytelling, the CGI, the everything, you know what I'm saying? The character development, everything's just better. But Star Wars is one of the few things that came out at that time where I'm like, yo, everything here already surpasses the shit that we have now currently.
Right,
so
bro.
so that's why I'm saying if it was here now and it did the shit it did back then, now. But better, I'm like, yo, this shit, yeah.
Right,
good-
right.
Hands down. You know what I'm saying? Some of the best shit I've ever seen, if not the best. But yeah, shout out to Star Wars, man. I can't believe I missed out on this for so long.
I have the high ground. Like,
Mhm.
I
And
hate
it-
you. I hate you.
I hate you. Oh my God, when he
Acting
said
is
that.
pure, bro.
Yeah.
Acting was acting.
Yeah. The first movie, right? The first Anakin movie, the dialogue was a little wonky. But by the third movie, peak dialogue. I'm like,
Man,
yo.
that whole
you an
that
angel?
whole monologue they have when they first get to when Obi-Wan lands on
The lava planet. I don't know the name of it.
Yeah. And they start going back and forth, bro. And Anakin's-
Beautiful dialogue.
Yeah, and he's like, bro, what Obi-Wan? He's like, only the Sith dealing absolutes,
Yeah.
bro.
Ooh,
Yeah.
that was tough.
And he's like, well, if
That
you're
was
not
tough.
with me,
You're
then you're
against
against
me.
me.
Yeah,
And he just
100%.
takes off
Yeah.
on, bro. Oh, man. And he
100%.
tried to tell me, he's like, have the high ground, bro. Don't do
Yeah,
it.
don't do it. Yeah, and then
Bro, just
He's like, you
did
don't
it.
underestimate my power.
Don't underestimate my power.
Chopped off an arm and two legs.
Yeah.
Come on now.
I hate you.
And that's when I was like,
Ugh.
when he survived, that's when I was like, okay, bro, nobody dies in this fucking show.
Nah,
That
bro.
nigga got 3 limbs cut off,
Nah, but his
was
makes-
on fire next to lava, and still survived. Yeah,
Yes,
you
he's
got it.
that
You got it,
strong.
bro.
No,
Right.
keep
got
in
it, bro.
mind. Keep in mind.
What am I keeping in mind? The man is dead,
when
bro.
he lost his limbs, they're instantly what's it called?
Cauterized.
Cauterized?
Yeah, so he's not
Good
losing
word,
no
good
blood.
word.
Yeah, so he's
Oh,
not
okay.
losing no
Good
blood,
point,
and he's
good
just
point.
burning there
Yeah,
right
yeah.
now. And
But
then
keep in-
Palpatine pulls up literally like right after Obi-Wan dips. Like it's like I think he pulls
Okay,
up
true,
before
true, true,
Obi-Wan
true,
even gets to the ship.
Really?
I remember Palpatine can mess with the Force
Oh,
enough
okay.
to maybe keep him alive.
Yeah, 'cause
I
I
give you
thought
that.
he like
I give
put
you
him
that.
to sleep
And
or
then
something real quick.
once he stuck him on that bed,
Mm-hmm.
that was
Raps.
pretty much it, bro. Start getting to work on his ass, and that's
I give you
because he can't even breathe
That's
correctly
valid.
neither. Like he's fucked up though. Like
He had the oxygen
He
thing
had
on his
yeah,
face,
like
too, and
that's it.
everything,
Ain't
yeah.
just like he just fucking heavy breed depressed.
No,
Like
bro.
bro, like actually is like
No.
fucked. Like
Yeah,
his
that
lungs
is-
is
yeah.
fucked. Like
100%. So shout out to Star Wars, man.
No, but like, don't forget the music too. It's all live
yeah.
instruments.
Shout out
It's
to
a real
George
orchestra.
Lucas, man. The
George
score,
Lucas.
the score is amazing,
Bro,
bro.
it's tough.
And then
And just-
Mark
go ahead.
Hamill, Joker, Lord Ozai. He does a lot of voice actors too.
That's
Bro,
fire.
Yeah.
That's fire. That's the kind of how they started, how their debut and shit.
A little
That's
fun
tough.
fact, real quick, just before we move on. Like,
Talk to me.
They were talking about how, or George Lucas was having a conversation with Ryan Coogler about like,
Ooh.
about like how like what was going on around that time,
Uh-huh.
and yeah, George Lucas was telling him like, bro, it was luck, and basically because around that time, like Scorsese, George Lucas, all them, they were all coming up out of the same film school, right? Film, whatever.
Really?
Yeah, I believe
Damn.
so. Yeah, they were in.
need to
I
go to
forget,
that
they were
school.
called. It was like the film brats or something like that.
Yeah.
Something, one of those. Film school brats, something like that. But they got lucky because all the people before them were already basically dying off. Like they were already old. So there wasn't really any filmmakers at that time. So it was like he told them like it wasn't that our movies were great. It was just
Yeah.
like there was nobody else in the medium.
Right.
So we were the people making the movies, and that's just kind of how like
It's crazy because it's funny how he says that those movies ended up being the greats. You feel me?
Bro.
So it's funny how like there's nobody there, but then the only people that were there ended up making the greats of all time.
everybody get
It's
a
ironic.
shot, bro. You just gotta
Yeah.
be prepared. You gotta be prepared for
Be
it.
ready to
Be
seize
ready.
it.
Everybody,
Stay ready
yeah,
so you don't have to get ready.
exactly.
100%. I respect that. That's fire.
That's cool. I did not know. Thank you.
Mhm. No, that was yeah. When I found it out, I was like, oh, that's fire.
That's a fire fun fact. I'm not gonna lie to you. And shout out to all the directors, and filmmakers. Honestly, it's hard to do what you guys do. No, and some of them don't get enough credit.
Nah, not at all, bro. They need more.
Yeah. All right. Next super chat. Chevon Brown with the $5 super chat goes. Question: if you have to choose between two lives to live, which would it be? Itachi Uchiha or Shao Tucker? Oh,
Wait, what?
If you had to choose between two lives to live, which would it be? Itachi Uchiha or Shao Tucker?
I mean, at least Itachi had at least one of his loved ones still around, bro. Like,
Fair?
you know.
I'm not gonna lie to you, right? What Shao Tucker did was fucked up. You feel me?
You don't tell me you.
But his life was easy, bruh. His life was smooth. You feel me? As Itachi, you have to be branded as a villain, kill all of your clan members, genocide. I just want to throw that out there, and then live the rest of your life knowing you were the one that killed your parents.
So who are you picking?
Yeah, good. Go ahead, let us know.
Finish.
Hey, yo, this made me look bad, but if you think about it, this is what I don't like. You feel me? The Itachi agenda goes too far. This is fucking ridiculous, bro. We're talking about mass genocide, okay? And we're acting like it's like, yeah, but it's Itachi.
Forced upon his will, bro.
It was not. He had his own decision. He chose that path.
Did he
Chose that
though?
path. Yes, he
No,
did. 100% did.
was
He
like-
could have chose to revolt with his family, right? To revolt with his
They
dad.
would have killed him. They would have. Then
Who
he
would've
would have
killed him?
got died. Then
Who'da
he
killed
would have
him?
died.
Oh.
Sarutobi? You telling me Sarutobi at that time and whoever else that he could
Donzo?
Yeah,
Yeah.
they couldn't have killed a young Itachi.
The Uchiha's plan
Donzo
was
could
to
try.
Donzo can try.
Yeah, right.
The plan was for Fugaku, right? Itachi's dad to take over the Kurama, right,
Yeah.
and use him to take over the village.
Right.
I'm saying they could have done it. That's all I'm saying. But I'm saying Itachi had his path. He could choose.
They both bad, bro. We talking about two sins.
Yeah, 100%.
We talking about
100%.
two sins.
But we acted like Itachi ain't do nothing wrong. And I don't like that.
Oh,
shit.
I mean-
That Itachi agenda is crazy.
Shao Tucker did it to his wife first.
Okay.
And then his
Hey,
daughter.
but at least
Okay, two
Itachi.
against the whole
But at
village.
least Itachi's a human at heart, bro. Like, he's
okay.
crying.
Yeah,
He's
fair,
crying.
fair,
He's
fair.
crying and
For the
shedding
greater
tears
good.
during all this shit. Like, he wasn't like killing them like just
get
like,
that.
oh, I don't give a damn.
I get that.
Shao Tucker was like, I need money, and I'm gonna.
I need my
Like, I
alchemist,
can't. I need to pay
state
my
alchemist.
bills,
Yeah.
and I gotta like. I need something, bro. They're gonna
Fair.
fire me.
Very fair point. Homie did it for like money, or the other one did it for the greater good.
Hey,
And he
you know
left
what?
one of his loved ones alive, bro. At least he wasn't supposed to leave Sasuke alive.
I mean, to be fair,
They told him to kill everybody, and he left Sasuke alive. So he at least did something.
this sounds crazy, but to be fair, Nina was still alive. I mean, and the dog was still. You know what I'm saying?
Scar did that motherfucker a favor, bro.
Because technically, Shao Tucker left them niggas alive.
did that
Scar was the
motherfucker
one that
a
knocked
favor.
him off.
And in the original Full Metal Alchemist,
Oh, I need to watch that for real.
it's darker. That 3-episode
I need to watch that.
that 3-episode part is darker
That's
than
hard.
in Brotherhood.
That's hard.
It traumatized me as a kid, low key.
Loki?
Low key. I had the DVD. It was funny, bro. The one DVD I had of Full Metal Alchemist is that 3-episode part. And I like the first. I was like, it's darker, bro. Like in Brotherhood,
Yeah.
when Scar does whatever he does, I think it kind of just like shows some shit from the side, view, and you kind of whatever, bro. In
Yeah.
the original,
Yeah.
You see it?
dude, it's like a stain on the wall,
Damn.
bro. It's crazy,
Damn.
bro. In the original, what I would say to people that enjoy Full Metal, because I love both of them, they're both dope. The original has more slice of life character development, where Brotherhood just strictly ties into like the manga and
main
it ties into all the extra shit that's
Gotcha.
going on. But they're
Okay.
both dope, and they got two
Fair.
different endings too.
Really?
Yeah.
Because I heard the original one, the manga wasn't or they were caught up to the manga, so they had to make their
Correct.
own,
So I think
right?
they had to go their own
Yeah.
with the development studio, but it's pretty good.
I see
dude.
clips of the original. No, I need to watch that.
Bro,
Shit. That shit
Al,
was tough.
Al goes crazy
looks
in the
tough.
How did the
original.
Word?
Al goes crazy
That's
in the
fire.
original.
Because Al doesn't go as crazy in the new
Brotherhood,
one.
right?
Yeah, so
but in original, dude, it's
seeing
dope.
Al go
It's
crazy, I
fire.
need to see that.
Wait, how does the original end?
Oh yeah, chill out. I'm trying to watch it, bro.
Oh, cover your ears. I want to know.
All right, I don't know. Dave.
I think it's the same result, but like Al ends up like using the. Damn, are we spoiling right now on the pod for everybody?
Just say fair warning.
Spoiler
Fair warning for
alert.
spoiler,
Yeah, you can
spoiler
spoil it.
alert. I mean,
They
just pause
already
it for a
know
second
that.
or click the mute. But like, hey, I think Al ends up using like the Philosopher's Stone, and he ends up getting like wings and shit like that. I believe, like some like I forget. It's been a minute, but like he
So
does
it's
something
slight-
like that.
slight
It's
difference.
slight difference though. It's like it's the same result at the end of the day, but it's a slight difference. And I believe the movie for Full Metal Alchemist, that one ties into the original. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think that's yeah. Is that right?
I don't know.
Oh, okay.
No, I was asking. I genuinely did not know at all.
I believe so.
Okay.
I mean, you
Fair,
have to
fair,
fact
fair.
check me, but yeah.
But whatchamacallit, yeah, I do need to watch the original. But yeah, I would choose. I'm not gonna lie to you. 3 lives against the whole clan. Give me Shao Tucker. Sorry to say, I'm not.
No, you're weird.
I can't go with.
That says a lot about your
I'm
character.
weird, but
About your
Itachi killed a whole
personality.
clan, bro.
For the greater
This is the
good.
Itachi propaganda I'm talking
No,
about.
again, it's
He
not-
brought
I feel
up-
like you're just trying to be devil's advocate. Like you just don't want to choose Itachi.
I just don't want to choose him
That-
because he murdered his whole clan. You
That
feel me?
sounds
This
I
like-
other
think
dude murdered his wife and his daughter.
against the whole clan. My nigga, I'm taking the nigga that murdered less people.
He was twisted. Like he was like experimenting on his
Sure.
family.
Yeah, that's worse than killing.
100%.
Experimentation.
Killing could be
100%.
Who's
Itachi-
worse, Orochimaru or Itachi?
Orochimaru, 100%.
So
Itachi's the-
Shao Tucker
Yeah.
is worse
He's
than
a worse
Itachi.
person, 100%. But he did less worse.
So you would rather live the life as the worst person?
I would live as the person that did less bad.
Or you could live as the person that did the most good.
He also did the most bad. See, why are we just omitting
no,
the fact that he just killed a bunch of
got
people?
it. He got Sasuke up to the point to where he was able to tie in with Naruto and save.
Yes.
Yeah,
Save
with
the-
physical trauma. Yeah, he did that too.
okay.
he sacrificed himself for his
inadvertently
brother,
saved
bro.
the entire
Bro,
world.
I think the
You know
mental
what's crazy?
the mental
The entire
aspect of Shao
world.
Tucker is way worse
Sure,
too.
sure, 100%.
So you're
right.
living with all that like dementia and just
I
or not
would-
dem-
I
not
would-
dementia but just demented like thoughts like bro's like
He
doing
killed
his
less
intrusive
people.
thoughts,
You're
bro.
weird.
He killed less people.
But for what?
You know what's
at
crazy?
what
I
cost?
feel like all Itachi fans are under his Tsukuyomi. That nigga's good. He got y'all ass. I'm
Hey,
not gonna. He
question.
got every single one.
We talking about two bads and you picking.
I'm picking the less.
No.
That's the lesser. I feel like that's the
talking
lesser.
about bad, right? Like, oh, that
Yeah.
shit was fucked. You're talking about evil. That's like
That he is
like
evil.
twisted.
Like-
he is evil.
no,
100%.
Itachi was crying when he was killing those
Sure,
people,
but he
bro.
still did it.
He had to.
Shao Tucker's a monster.
have to. He had a
all
choice.
right? Shao Tucker's an actual monster.
Sure.
Itachi's just maybe considered
Shao
a bad
I'm not
guy.
living with the Itachi propaganda. Shao Tucker killed less people, and that's why I'm going with him.
So you would experiment on your wife and
No,
your daughter.
I'm not. See, that's
No,
the
I'm
thing.
asking-
That's what
I'm
I'm
asking
saying.
you.
No, I wouldn't.
I'm asking you.
I wouldn't.
You sure?
But
I
if,
wouldn't.
but if, but if,
But if I
but
had
if,
to choose
but
less-
if like a leader of the village, like a Hokage, told your ass that
He
you had to
didn't
go
tell
kill
him.
your family,
Danzo was the one that
You would do it.
Initiated the idea. Itachi had the choice: kill my peoples or go against the Leaf Village. He had the choice. He chose to kill his peoples. That was his choice. He had that choice and he chose
it was the right choice, was it not?
I'm not saying wrong or right. I'm just
It was
saying
the right
he
choice.
chose it. He killed more people. That's why I
You know
picked
what's
Shao
crazy?
Tucker. Sorry.
After the movie, he was like, low key, if I was Anakin, I listened to Palpatine too.
Okay, why the
See?
fuck are you
Yeah,
putting
bro.
words in my
See, there you
mouth?
go.
Why you putting words
There
in my
you go,
mouth?
see?
No, I said I understand where Anakin's coming from because he was getting played by both sides.
He was for sure.
Yeah, that's
But
why.
you're
Oh
like,
my
you're like,
God.
All right.
All right, let's move on, bro.
All right.
Who y'all picking, bro?
Itachi.
Itachi.
Yeah,
Itachi.
Itachi.
Yeah,
I wanna
y'all-
say Itachi.
I'm living life as the cool guy.
Yeah, thank you.
One-
You get to live broke and experiment on your wife and your kid and your daughter, bro. I'm
You
not-
know, I'd rather put that burden upon myself than kill more people. That's all
How
I'm
are you
saying.
trying to make it sound so like
Man,
honorable?
one
You're
sin ain't
weird.
greater than the other. You acting like killing
that's
more.
true. They're
You
both
killing.
sins, so why am
You
I the bad
killing.
guy at the
You
end of the
killing
day?
regardless.
Yeah,
Because
but I
the
kill less.
emotional attachment between the wife and the
Fair.
daughter
No,
is
fair.
bad.
No, that is bad.
Like, and Itachi's parents knew what was going on. They was like, all right, it's all good, son.
That's true. That was hard for him.
Yeah.
just because they're okay with it does not
They
make
gave
it
him the
okay.
green. They gave him the green.
Yeah, kill us. It's cool though.
It's good. We already
But
know.
the
We knew this was
greater
coming.
good.
I'm not having.
We
that,
knew this
bro.
was happening.
Let's move on, bro.
The daughter didn't do anything.
Full
Poor
Metal
girl.
Brotherhood with the $2 super chat. He said Ninja Scroll is OG and super good. Watch it. Oh no, I already read all these. Full Metal Brotherhood $2 super chat. He says Lord of the Rings is the best trilogy, no contest. I still need to watch Lord of
You
the
know,
Rings.
in my personal opinion,
You watch Lord of the Rings?
That's how. That's too long for
Yeah.
me.
No,
I'm
facts.
not into it.
I've tried. I
need to
tried.
watch
I
it
think
too.
it's cool, right? But it just doesn't catch my eye the
Okay.
same way Star Wars did. Or
Fair.
maybe it's because I watched Star Wars 1st, and there's already this agenda of Star Wars and Lord of the Rings.
And then you know
Ca-
Darth Vader, P characters.
Kind of like Seven Deadly Sins. You have elves, you have giants, you have
Yeah.
dwarves,
It-
wizards.
it-
Come on, cool
right.
concept.
It's
cool
cool.
world.
It's definitely dope, right? But
Poor execution, like you said. huh?
maybe it's like the ring concept for me. Like
Okay.
the rings
I
are
just
like
don't
the
know anything
power.
about
You
it,
want
so.
the rings.
It
you
is
can
a
take control of
good
everything.
universe, though.
It is.
I need to watch it.
because they got some games too, like Shadow of War, that take place in the Lord of the Rings universe, as far as like the ring and stuff like that. And that's some
You know what's
dope-
crazy?
that's some
Elden
dope
Ring
shit.
would sound like if they did an Elden Ring
I
kind of
thought- I
game
low-key
with the Lord of the
thought-
Rings. I feel like that would go crazy.
You know, George R. R. Martin did the lore for
way.
Elden Ring. Yeah,
Who's that?
he's the guy that wrote Game of Thrones.
What?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
See,
George R. R. Yeah, the dude that did Game of Thrones did the lore for Elden Ring.
that would go crazy.
Yeah.
I think that would go crazy if,
Yeah.
if Lord of the Rings had that kind of,
Right.
game and shit like that.
You seen Game of Thrones?
Huh?
You seen Game of Thrones?
Yeah.
Fully?
I need to watch
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
I need to watch that
I need to watch
shit.
it.
too.
You haven't watched it?
dog.
You've
Oh,
seen
it's
it,
a
right?
good
That's
watch.
because I've been
did
holding
the-
on
did
for
the
so
ending
long.
Bother you?
So if I would have watched it when it first came out and that was what they ended up going with at the end, I would have been like, oh, dude, what the hell? I mean, granted, yeah, watching it as a whole, I mean, it wasn't the best ending, but I mean, Game of Thrones, it's kind of like, it was like if One Piece ending was ass.
Camera 2, Ben.
If One Piece ending was ass,
Right.
but the entire journey all the way through is just fire, that's Game of Thrones.
Damn, that's a lot of pressure on One Piece,
you
by the
laughing
way.
about?
I see. I'm laughing
Game of
because
Thrones-
AOT got a peek at it,
Hey,
nigga.
I understand that. That's amazing.
Game of
Okay.
Thrones ending is
Yeah.
but watching Game of Thrones
Got
the
you.
entire all the way through is just it's fire,
Okay,
bro. It's
fair.
peak.
Obviously,
Yeah.
not gonna happen because Goda
Yeah,
is
you're-
the best
You're
writer.
coping like shit. It's cool though. But let's move on. Life with
Shout out
Anime
One Piece, man.
Podcast, bro. Joe Preston with the $25 super chat.
Shout out to the guys.
Shout out to the boys, man. They said, dang, Celebrity Germaine make the podcast rounds. First Walker, now Big Sean. Sheesh.
These-
All love,
damn.
fellas. Hope y'all had a great weekend. Stay up.
Shout out to my
bless you.
boys,
Love
man.
them, man.
Shout-
Love them
yeah,
boys,
no, those
man.
are great guys. I met
Great
Preston
you did?
at DreamCon.
DreamCon?
Yeah, I met Preston at DreamCon.
That's
That's a
very
great
cool
guy.
stuff.
That's a great guy.
Where was DreamCon?
DreamCon was in Austin last year, Texas.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so
How was that?
it was dope.
That's fire.
It was dope, bro. I mean,
Was it hot?
hot. It was muggy. It was muggy.
Okay, fair.
Yeah. It's a lot of
Fair.
it's a lot of peoples though. It's
Oh,
a
bodies
lot
be
of
pulled
folks.
up? Okay.
It's a lot of black folks.
Mm.
It's very cultured.
Brothers and sisters.
Very cultured.
Okay.
Yes.
Respect
And
it.
we from the West. Yeah.
Yeah. It's lit, bro. It's a lit time.
And did Joe end up going or no?
Nah,
Was it just
Joe
us?
ass ain't end up going, man. If you watching this, nah, he ain't end up going, and they ain't going this year neither.
Damn.
And I ain't get the memo about Momo, so
Right.
hey, man.
So you ain't going to Momo.
I ain't seen them
Okay,
boys for
okay.
about a year. It seemed like,
Damn, okay,
but nah,
fair.
shout out to them, man.
Fair.
Shout out to them.
Oh yeah, they always be showing love, man. I rock with them heavy,
Shout to-
bro.
but-
Sorry, we getting through the super chats kind of slow.
Bro, but yeah, no. Yesterday I got a Big Sean commented on a video. That shit. kinda
Word.
tripped me out.
That is
Really?
hard.
Yeah.
That's hard. An anime video?
Yes.
Word,
bro.
he watch anime like that?
I guess so,
That's
bro.
tough.
Yeah, right.
That's tough.
Yeah.
Big Sean?
Crazy,
That's
bro.
cool.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Hey.
Yeah, that was low-key crazy. I still don't believe it. I'm just like,
And
what?
you did an interview with Waka Flocka.
Yeah.
Really?
Hard,
She
bro.
the one that got me the interview for him.
Really?
Yeah.
That's
we were
tough.
posted up and she like chased him down. Was like, yo, like, can we get an interview?
At the convention?
I respect that. I
Huh?
respect
At the
that.
convention or?
It was at a Collecticon. Shout out to Dr. Applesauce. He's the one that got me in there.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah.
shout out
Yeah.
to
Ask
him, man.
Flock.
Bro,
Flocka-
Flocka. He's a
Flocka rock
big.
with-
He's a big Pokemon guy.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Is that the one where he's like dressed in like the?
He's got like a Boba shirt
I saw that
on.
one.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
I saw that clip when he's performing. I saw
And he
that.
performed,
He was
right?
performing. He performed. Yeah, he performed first, and then he was like making some rounds at some spots, and then
That's so cool.
she walked up to him. She was like, "Oh, like, can we do a video?" And he was
Yeah.
like, "Y'all gotta walk with me."
Oh,
And
word?
so we just, I grabbed it. She texted me. I
Yeah,
pulled
yeah.
my, like, took the tripod, camera still on it, bro. I'm running through the spot. I'm running through the spot. I'm like, oh, what's up, bro? Da, da, da. Like, told him, I was like, bro, I used to listen to, like, all that stuff when I was on the bus going to my games, bro, in high school. Like,
That's
da, da,
so
da.
hard. That's
And then,
so hard.
yeah, and then like, we just posted up at a spot, bro. I had already had the, because I already knew. Like
Yeah.
when he was there, I was like, bro, like,
wanna get-
so I had already like jotted up the question, like the
Ooh,
thing
hard,
for him.
Hard.
So once we stopped and we got it on camera, it was just straight go.
That's tough.
Yeah.
That's tough.
amazing.
Oh my god, bro.
That's duty.
Hey, that's seize the opportunity we was talking about.
Hey,
I
be ready
respect
for
that.
the bro.
Shout
Be
out-
ready
shout
for
out
the
to
shot,
y'all,
bro. Yeah, like
That's tough.
you don't never know when your time's gonna come, but you got to make sure you're ready for it.
But yeah,
You
shout
know?
out to Live with Anime Podcast. Appreciate the
Shout out
super
them
chat,
guys,
bro.
man.
Yeah,
Facts.
showing love, mad love
Facts.
at all times. As a matter of fact, I didn't get to do it this time, right? I don't know if you would rock with it too, but you know Hot Ones. You know what Hot Ones is?
Yeah, yeah.
The show where they do wings and stuff like that with sauces and stuff. I just got my wisdom teeth out so I couldn't do the wings. And
Oh,
shit like
okay.
that. But I was gonna ask you if you wanted to do wings and then like questions while we do those wings, because I ended up doing one with them with the boys that
Right.
Bill and Preston, and I bought my.
You
whole,
got the wings right now.
No, I don't have that.
Oh,
now,
this is
no,
another
no.
time.
Yeah,
You want to do
another
it? Yeah,
time.
no, we
Yeah,
can
would be
for sure.
fire?
Yeah, let me know. I'll pull up.
Okay, because I did it with them. We bought this whole thing
I'm like,
from Amazon, right? And they were like, "Yo, you trying to be in it?" And
Right,
they were
right.
Like, yeah, just
Let's do that on a Saturday, so I ain't got to go to work the next day in case my stomach is messed up or something.
Fair. I got you.
If y'all do it on Saturdays, yeah?
We can.
Oh,
We can
that's
make it
a
work.
bet. Hell yeah.
But yeah, they was like, "Yo, we're doing it. You want to join?" I'm like, "Hell yeah, bro.
Right.
So I got the sauces and we did it. And honestly, fire experience.
Right.
But that one of them, hot as fuck, bro. One of them shits had me like
Man.
questioning everything. I'm not gonna. I'm like, why
How
am I
was
doing
Joe?
this
How was
shit?
Joe impressed on that? Was it,
Yo, Preston was wilding, bro. I'm not gonna lie. And he was like, you know what? Let's do more. And then he like the hot one. He'll put.
But
he
he
put
from
more.
the south, bro.
Yeah,
he from
he
the
was
south.
wild. He
He
was
probably
wild.
used
He
to
was
that
wild.
hot
Yeah,
ass
he was
shit.
wild.
Like,
And Joe was chilling too with it too. Like,
bro, Joe built
yeah,
different though.
Yeah,
You see,
he
him?
is.
He's a specimen, bro.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's a specimen,
bro.
yeah,
Like
he's a
that, bro.
specimen. He
He,
played
that
for
was not
Titans, you know what
phasing
I'm
him.
saying? Yeah, he
That was not phasing him, bro. I bet.
But people said Joe would tap out first. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Yeah.
I
That's what they
was
were
so
saying.
close to tapping out, brother. I was so close. I'm like, I don't even want to do this now. Like, fuck you niggas for this.
That's tight.
But it was a fire
Yeah.
experience and
Those
fire
dope.
content.
Those are
idea.
my guys. Yeah, those are my
shout out
guys,
to them
man.
for
Shout out
that,
to
bro.
them.
That's dope.
But yeah, if you're trying to do that next time,
Yeah,
we
let me
could-
know, bro. I'm
we could
here.
do that
I'll
as
pull
well.
up. You
That'd
know,
be fire.
I'm down the street.
That's tough. That's tough. Next super chat, Full Metal Brotherhood. If you can guess my profile icon, I will paint you guys an anime figure for the set.
Roy Mustang.
Your choice of who? Let's see. Damn, I can't see his name fully, right? But I'll let you go ahead if you want to check it out. I'm assuming, right, that you had a good point right there, but I think he might have fucked up.
Is that the pentagram?
I think he might have fucked up. I think this is the fire pentagram specifically
On
for
Roy Mustang's glove?
Exactly, specifically for
So
Roy
then
Mustang.
we got it? So I said Roy Mustang.
Yeah. I think.
that gotta.
You was already there. You know what I'm saying? You was already there.
Hey.
But I did my research. We used to do Anime Jeopardy. I think, if I'm not mistaken, this might be the fire pentagram, right? That was given to him by his lieutenant. I forgot her name. Her dad.
Oh, okay.
He engraved it on her back.
Oh,
you feel me?
lit.
So that whenever Roy Mustang was ready to take up the mantle, he would have it already on her
Already
back and
hot.
shit like
That's
that.
hard.
So
That's-
if
oh,
I'm
that's
not
tough.
mistaken, that's it. Let me know, Full Metal Brotherhood, if that's right.
Got it.
We got it?
It was.
Nice.
Good shit. Look, he was already on it.
You
Hey,
guys-
man.
you
He was
guys like
already
that.
on it. He was already
Hey,
on it.
with a name, Full Metal Brotherhood, bro,
It gotta
you
be.
gotta have
Yeah.
the GOAT.
Yeah.
You gotta have
It
the
gotta
GOAT
be.
on
I
there.
like how he
Life
has
of
that.
Anime Podcast with another 5. Give me back this super chat and the last one. My fault. I know we get through the super chat slow, bro. My fault.
What did he say? He want the last
Yeah,
super chat back?
he said
He
this
want
one
the-
and the last one.
He want the refund. He like, hey, give me the.
He sent this one. He said, "Give me this one." And the
Oh,
last one, man.
bro.
My fault, Joe and Preston. My fault, bro. Oh, but shout out to
Oh,
you
he
guys,
just-
bro. Always
He just
showing
text
back,
me right
bro.
now.
Hey,
Don't be
we
calling
do
me
it.
out like that.
But shout out to them, man.
All love, man. All love.
Always
Shout out to the
love.
guys. Joe like, oh, damn. Yeah, that's my guy.
No,
That's
legit,
my guy.
bro. But yeah,
Oh, you
their
put-
content ideas, man. Wish nothing for the best.
Oh, yeah.
'cause they be going crazy.
All y'all boys killing it,
Yeah,
man.
with,
All y'all
with,
boys
with
killing
jobs
it in
and shit
space.
like that. Y'all got to maneuver through everything y'all got going on.
It's
So
a lot, bro.
it's still-
This
it's-
is a whole direction thing, whole
Like I
directive
was
thing,
telling
bro.
him, I literally told him last
Shout out
time.
to you guys for this, bro. For real, it's not easy to keep, to have a team and keep everything so structured and
Thank you, man. Thank you,
so
man.
clean and have it, have the process be as smooth as it is. Like
Appreciate
this
it.
is smooth, bro.
You know-
It's not easy.
You know, it's
So-
crazy. This is the only day where shit has been going smooth. Bro.
Yeah.
Every no bullshit. Tell me I'm not wrong, bro. I swear to God, every other time it's like we have a problem with the stream, problem with the TV, the monitors, the PC,
right.
power going off here and there, and I'm like, fuck, bro. I gotta always figure something out.
Do so,
Yeah, but this is the first time where like everything's smooth.
Bless,
true.
bro.
Ain't gotta worry
Bless.
about
Low-key,
nothing.
that's
You know,
right.
everything
Nah, that's
is
dope.
gold. Okay, yeah.
There we
So-
go.
So hey man, your touch, right?
Hey,
Yo,
hey,
man,
there
your
we go.
touch,
Hey, there we
crazy.
go.
So I appreciate it, bro. But yeah, like I was saying, right, you got to be the producer, the director, the storyboarder.
Takes a village, bro. Takes a
Legit,
village to do
legit.
this type of shit, and it's dope.
And I respect even people, the people that do it solo dolo even more. It's like, bro, you got to do that shit without a team. You got to do that shit all by yourself. So it's like insane. The editing as well, like everything
Man.
post-production wise, pre-production, during production.
If anybody want to edit, man, hit my line, bro. I'm trying to find an editor.
Let them know. You know what I'm saying? Let them know.
I'm trying to find an editor.
You heard him.
Yeah.
Young, inexperienced. You ain't got to know it all, bro.
Okay.
Like we can.
We'll figure it out together
We'll
type
figure
shit.
it out. Yeah,
I respect
facts.
it. I respect it. Yeah. But that's all the super chats for now. Let's
Okay.
get into the nitty gritties. You feel me? My
Let
apologies.
me step up real quick.
No, you good. You good.
Bathroom.
Straight to the right.
Wait, dog him.
Straight.
Dog him.
He's a guest.
Left.
Fuck you.
Straight.
Yes.
Right. There you go.
You do this every pod though.
I need to pee frequently.
You got a tiny bladder having
Got
ass
tiny-
nigga.
If it gets cold and
Yeah.
it gets hot, then I
Yeah.
have to pee. If it gets hot and then it gets cold, I have to
So
pee.
if you live
if I
and
drink
breathe,
water, I have to pee.
do you have to pee when you just breathe?
Yeah. You know what's so weird? Like I'll be working and shit, and like I won't pee for fucking hours. I'll be drinking water. I'll be fine, right?
What the fuck?
But I'm sitting down here and shit, and like my body's just
Maybe
like,
it's
you know
because you're
what?
sitting.
It's detoxing.
You know what it
everything.
is? He's
Just
comfortable.
detoxing.
No, actually, yeah.
Yeah, you're comfortable.
Yeah.
You're welcome, by the way.
Probably.
I feed you. I give you drinks. You know what I'm saying? I treat you like a little baby.
Maybe it's the food too.
Huh?
What if it's like I eat the
It's not
food,
the food, bro.
and the food is so nutritious, it's filtering all the bad
Nutritious is crazy.
properties out of my bodies.
Fair. I give you that. I give you that.
Scientology.
That one, Scientology is crazy. That one, the one you ate today, actually had a lot more protein than usual. I kind of tempered some eggs in there. You feel me? It was a little
Is
more.
that why I feel all this power coursing through my body?
Yeah.
Keywords, you said eggs and protein.
All right.
Oh,
let's see.
spitting
In your food.
I was spitting in your food. Shmeem, look under the $25 super chat. You'll see why they want a refund. Let me see.
You being Shao Tucker.
What?
Show?
Where?
Show?
Just in case, maybe.
Hey, give me back my super chat after Shmeem tripping and being shot talking. Yo. I'm telling you, every single one of y'all, infinite Tsukiyomi. I'm not gonna lie to you. All you niggas, Itachi got ya. Itachi even got the creator. The creator, that's his favorite character. How the fuck did you create a character and that character got you too? That's insane. That's like a Deadpool situation. Broke the fourth wall on
I
y'all
just
ass.
want infinite Tsukuyomi, and I want to shut it
I
down.
get it. He's the cooler guy. He's the better person. He's like morally, he's the better
He's
person.
the child
as well.
that solved human problems. Like,
Sure,
come on.
but at the end of the day, he killed more people. He killed a whole race
Hey,
of people.
I like how you said that.
What are we talking about?
So Aaron.
100%. I didn't say I want to be Aaron, but I rock with his ideals. You know what I'm saying?
Horrible.
The world against you.
How does that make sense?
You know,
The
you're
world
like
is
Anakin.
against you.
You're Anakin. You just choose and pick when it's convenient for you.
Nah.
Thank you.
No,
welcome.
no, no,
Thank
no,
you.
no, 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 no.
Thank you.
Heavens no. Heavens no.
Hella Anakin vibes.
That's his.
Oh, you do?
Oh, that's tough. That's tough. That's tough.
I know, but I was like, you want a waterfall?
If you want a water, you can go in the fridge and get whatever you want as well. No problem. No, you good. But yeah, he infinite Tsukiyomi though. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie to you. All right.
Right.
Joe told me that he said he wanted the refund back because you was on show.
So talking. I just read that right there.
Bugging.
I'm telling you, bro.
Hey, let them know, man. Hey, if y'all in the chat right now, bro, can we get a poll? Put a poll in the
yeah,
chat. Can we
yo,
get a poll in the chat real quick?
Ben probably doesn't know how to do. Or actually, Scorpio, you're a mod. You can put it in chat. You feel me? I'll teach you how to do polls next time, Ben.
Oh, you can figure it out, Ben.
He said,
No,
And the poll isn't gonna say Itachi or Shout Tucker. It's like, is Shmeem tripping or is he not tripping?
That's a
Yeah,
good
am I
question.
tripping or not? And if more people say I'm tripping, they got infinite Tsukiyomi too. I'm not gonna lie to you. All you niggas got Tsukiyomi. No bullshit. So,
And if you're not the only one, I think it might be you.
no, it's Tsukiyomi. I got Tsukiyomi. No bull. I'm just mentally strong enough to get out of it.
Tight.
Yeah. Genjus don't
You
work
might
on
be.
me.
You might be the one in
I'm the
Tsukiyomi. The
Genjutsu.
only one.
The only one.
Right.
You
Got
know,
him thinking that.
You know, Thriller Bark when Usopp was fighting, what's her name? Peroda?
Yeah.
He's like, it won't affect me because I'm purely negative.
I'm already
Bro,
negative. Yeah.
Man, that was tough. Didn't he use the fake 1 ton hammer
That,
against her?
Did he? I thought that was Alabasta. He used the fake one.
no, he
I think he used it
Yeah,
again.
he used it again.
Use it again. Oh, use it. Yeah.
That thing is so funny. I
That's
love
tough,
it.
bro.
That's crazy.
I
They
thought
made
was a
that
tough
pole
moment.
fast as shit. That's wild.
Hey, man.
They made that pole fast as shit. Who did you make the pole, Ben? You made damn. Okay, you already on it. My fault.
disrespectful.
Shout out to Ben.
Shout out to Ben.
Okay, 80 to 20. 83 to 70.
Hey,
Shit.
he took what you said as a fucking
He
challenge.
did.
Challenge. I respect
He
it.
said, "Who can't even?"
Appreciate the poll, man. Thank you. Which not text means search history. Crazy work.
Type.
Crazy work. Relax. Full Metal Brotherhood with another $2. Yo, we love you. You ain't got to send. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate it. Just if you want us to read the message, you can just spam it in the chat. We'll read it. Scorpio, don't ban them, or any of the mods don't ban them for spamming it, because I know we don't read the chat as often. I apologize. He says, "What character do you guys want me to make?" And send me a PO box. Yo. You ain't got to. We appreciate it. We just took it as a challenge, and Germaine got it off rip. You feel me? We appreciate the appreciate the challenge. You challenging us. You feel me? Test our knowledge and shit like that. But you ain't gotta send it. You're good, bro. Because we always feel bad taking gifts from you guys. But whatchamacallit, now we can get into the actual questions I have for us in the pod.
Bet.
Yeah. Real quick though, I do want to say to tie Star Wars to anime real quick. Why the fuck does Jar Jar Binks Usopp?
The goat.
Why is that nigga Usopp but better? Tell me that. Why is this nigga Usopp better? I just want to throw that out there. You feel me? Because Jar Jar Binks actually was in charge of that whole platoon in Revenge of the Sith and actually went stupid. You feel me? Yeah, she went crazy.
Wait, what?
Revenge of the Sith? Or,
Yeah.
Attack of
Attack
the
of
Clones?
the Clones.
Oh, sorry, Attack of the Clones. My fault. Attack of the
I was
Clones.
like-
I'm like,
and he
Jar
was
Jar
like,
Binks don't do shit.
yeah. No. And then he was like,
But I get you.
Yeah, making calling shots and shit
Is
like
he
that. I was
better
like, yeah,
than
Jar Jar
Sith,
Binks is my
man?
nigga, bro.
You know what's funny? There's a theory that he's a Sith Lord.
That's like Usopp having
Observation.
crazy
God
observation.
Usopp?
Yeah, God
Yeah,
Usopp. And shit. Yeah, makes sense. Yeah, that'd be funny. But yeah, Jar Jar Binks is just a better Usopp because fuck Usopp and all the Usopp. You know what's crazy? Every time we talk shit on Usopp,
Yeah.
everybody in the comments, but Usopp is. Shut up, bro. I ain't hear that shit. Bro. I'm not hearing that shit.
I like Jar Jar.
He ain't doing
I like
much.
Jar Jar. I fuck with Jar Jar.
Jar Jar Binks.
Usopp? Nah, after what he did to Luffy, I'm
Give
not
me your
rocking with
best Jar
that.
Jar Binks impression.
Nah, dude. That I had to watch more of the movies to really get it.
I don't know. Jermaine got it.
But I think Yoda.
I'm like, bro, I don't even remember.
I think I
what
could
he
do a
be-
Yoda one. I
Oh,
think I
yeah.
could do it, yeah, but I won't.
Oh my!
All right.
Questions?
Yes. Let's go into it straight up. So off rip, I want to ask you this question. You
Yeah.
feel me? What is your top 3 anime all time? Right, your personal top 3, and also the top 3 best watching experiencing anime. So like top 3 you watch and you're like, yo, this anime wise, nothing beats this watching experience. So let me know.
That's
So-
a great question.
Wait, two
So
different
start
questions,
with,
all right?
yeah, two different questions.
Two
Start
different
with your
questions.
your personal top 3.
Those are some great questions.
Appreciate it, man. Thank you.
Top 3, bro. Honestly, top 3 for me is always so fluid.
Okay, fair.
Well, yeah, it can get fluid, bro. Like it changes. Like I don't
Got
really
you.
know. Like as an anime watcher over time, like I don't know if I've ever been it like for real, like ever really been able to like stamp something as number 1 and keep
Fair.
it there and don't ever like have something
Change
top
it.
it. But like if I was to just try and give you one right now, whatever I thought of, probably Full Metal Alchemist,
Ooh, okay, good.
Attack
one.
on Titan,
Ooh,
and then I know Kate's in here. Fuck,
yeah, Kane is fuming.
right now.
Oh
Fuming,
god, that
bro,
nigga fuming. Yep.
And then 3, bro, I don't know. 3, like as of right now, when I'm thinking of just like what I like, and as a complete series, probably Mob Psycho 100.
Ooh, okay, I like that.
different.
That's a
Yeah.
little different
Yeah.
one.
I
like
Okay,
that. I like
respect
that.
it. Throw it in there. Okay, okay.
Best experience watching
Yeah.
Naruto.
Okay.
Naruto for sure. Just watching that as a whole, like, but I think that it's because, watching it week by week,
Fair.
like seeing it come out,
Fair.
like just everything that was going on, like getting revealed, and that was before spoilers, right? So like,
Tight.
so I think honestly, like it'd have to be a couple of things probably before like the spoiler era came in. But Naruto's a good watch, a good at watching experience.
Yeah.
I think One Piece for the first time though too. I'm not gonna, throw
Throw him a bone.
I think One Piece, One Piece for the first time watching it,
Yeah.
the experience of watching One Piece for the first time,
Valid.
it is very good. It's
magical.
a very
It's
good
magical.
experience.
One Piece.
Now, obviously, that comes with
There's a but.
that comes with watching it now because back in the day you couldn't skip the spoilers,
True.
or not spoilers, but you couldn't skip
Filler.
the fillers. So take out the fillers. It's a good watch. I think the net top 3, like whatever the third one would be. It's a good question, bro. I had to really
You had to
sit
think
there and
about
try
that
to
one?
Think about it. Yeah, I don't think
Fair.
I don't think I thought of a third one.
Okay. Honestly,
You know what?
yeah.
Death Note.
Woo!
Great
Now
choice,
I like
great
that.
choice.
I like that
Death
pick.
Note was a good
I like that
watch.
pick.
The very
100%.
first time.
The first watch of Death Note for me, I think Death Note is my most rewatched
Yeah.
show. 100%. 100%. That's
Yeah.
another question we got coming up.
Right,
But
right.
yeah, the Death Note 100% from beginning to end.
I know
Magical, bro.
I know those are like the generic
No,
like
you good.
mainstream
They're
ones.
mainstream and
but
generic for a reason.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
They hit the mark.
Those are some good experiences.
Yeah, 100%. And all you fucking I got you, bro.
Yeah,
Sit
and that's
back, I got you.
outside of all the
Yeah,
takes, right? Because
yeah,
we know,
yeah.
Death Note kind of get a little whatever
Right,
toward
yeah,
the,
yeah,
But, bro, first watching it, first watching experience.
Yeah, top tier.
Top tier,
And,
for
and
sure.
all you niggas, right, that sit here and say, oh, they're so mainstream. And then you want to pull out some fucking shit no one heard about, you feel me?
Super niche.
Yeah,
Right.
super niche out the hole. That's
Right.
not even good, but they just saying it just
Just
to,
saying it just to throw it out
shut
there.
up. I'm not having
Tokyo
it, bro.
Ghoul's a good first watch.
Ooh, good
Tokyo
one.
Ghoul's a first
Good
good
one.
watch.
Good
Great
one.
great one.
But yeah, I'm not having it. So I don't want to hear no comments about like him not having it like a crazy shut
Oh,
up.
man.
Shut up.
If they want to go there with
Yeah.
me, we can go there.
Oh yeah.
I got
'Cause
the
you got a
niche-
bag.
I got the
you got a
niche stuff.
bag.
Yeah, I got the bag of stuff. Yeah,
So
so
it's, you know what I'm saying. So I'm
y'all
not
let
having
me
that.
know.
Yeah,
Y'all let me know. No,
But whatchamacallit? Yeah, no, that's a fire list. I'm not gonna lie to you. In all of those, I'm not gonna lie to you. And I'm actually surprised you didn't say Yu Yu Hakusho. That's actually, you know what I'm saying? That's a good one.
Yeah, it was a good watching experience, but I think.
No, I'm glad you didn't say it. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate that.
What about you, Jog? What first top 3 watching experience?
Jack?
Watching?
Talk to me.
Experiences?
Yeah.
No, I like Loki. I didn't think about the One Piece one because I was thinking about the filler and the pacing of it. But you're not wrong. First time watching it, just like just wanting more. One Piece is definitely up there.
Especially pre-time skip.
Yes. What did I say?
The emotions you get from One Piece,
Leading up to Marineford.
it's ridiculous.
That's
crazy,
a movie.
bro.
And it gave me feelings of Naruto, and I've never like nostalgia.
It does. It has that like
Yeah.
okay, you know, there's power, there's transformations,
Yeah.
there's power ups, there's like there's like the rescue arcs
Yeah.
and stuff going on.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That
And
makes
it's crazy
good-
because I've never watched it. And it gives me like nostalgic feelings. It's wild.
Watching? You said great watching experience?
Or it
Damn.
could be your personal top 3. It don't really matter. You know what I'm saying? It's up to you for real.
Nah. I think I said I love Full Metal. I think Full Metal was just a great
Can't go wrong with that one.
just want to see how that unfolded. And then last but not least, I'll just throw in I can't even think.
Full Metal is definitely one. I just didn't want to
I-
double up.
I think cuz Erased, because he put me on and I watched it in one night. So just like I've never binged something in one short sitting. So just watching that
Very
one
good
go, I was like,
watch.
wow, it's
That was a good first watch.
Well, I was we were chopping it up off camera about that.
That's
So,
fire. Okay, talk to me.
One Piece.
One piece, one piece. Yeah, we know.
Yeah. One
outside
Piece.
of One Piece.
Outside
we
of One
both said
Piece?
One Piece. So
Yeah.
I
what
was
you got?
thinking some that really had like a fucking chokehold on me. Sword Art Online.
Hey,
Fair.
hires.
Like
First watch through for Sword Art was
I
was
loved
tough.
it. I was like, I had downloaded the Android app to change how my phone works,
Ooh.
make it work
The
like
link
the Sword Art
starts up?
Online.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, that's lit. Okay, yeah, you just dived in.
I think too when Seven Deadly Sins came out, that
Ooh,
I
yes.
I was like, holy shit, I really like this.
That
I-
first season of Seven Deadly
Dude.
Sins. Oh my
Dude,
God.
right
He's like-
before it got bad, I wanted to get like a
A tattoo?
tattoo,
Nah.
the Sin of Wrath tattoo. But
Oh,
I'm low key glad that I didn't.
Yeah, because that shit fell off a fucking cliff.
Yeah.
It was already off the cliff.
Oh, you know
You
what I
don't
was Seven
like
Deadly?
it, sadly.
Not a fan.
Alright.
Cyberpunk.
Fair.
Ooh,
Cyberpunk
good
was
point.
really good.
Yeah.
I don't know
Okay.
if you've seen this
That
one
was
either.
that was a good one.
But To Your Eternity, to me one of the most emotional animes I've seen.
Okay.
That
Fair.
one was like really like wow, like this is really good, so random, like you would not care about the genre in general. Watching it, you become invested, just like sad. You're like, wow, this is really good.
Fair. Okay. I need to watch because I'm not really. I've been putting off all those sad ones for a while. You feel me? All the Your Lie in April is To Your Eternity.
Your Line April, Your Name,
Yeah,
bro.
Your Name.
What
Those-
was the other one
So
aside
good.
from you? Weathering with You?
Yeah,
Heard
those I've
about
been
that
putting off because
Weathering
I'm
with
like,
You
you
is
know what?
fire,
Time and
bro.
place.
Did
Time and place.
you guys ever watch To Every You I've Loved Before and To Every?
I haven't watched it. We're supposed to.
Yeah?
Me and her are supposed to. Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
you
That's
guys-
the one where you can watch it
different-
either way,
Yeah,
right? And
yeah,
it's a
yeah.
different.
But I would
ending depending on how you
recommend-
watch it.
You watched it how? Because I made a clip on it. I don't remember which one we watched, but I would recommend because me and Jack watched a certain one.
Yeah.
And then them two started with a certain one, so we started with the opposites.
I was gonna say,
of
are
each
you
other.
gues planning to watch like one side
I
of
don't
it?
know. We haven't figured it out
Yeah, I
yet.
was
We
like,
don't know. I don't know if I'm gonna have her watch one
Ooh.
side and I'm
Why
gonna
do
watch
you
one
watch the other
side.
and then talk about it?
Yeah,
That's
and then
how-
talk
that'd be
about
tough.
it,
That'd
or
be
if
tough.
we
That'd be
just
tough.
Watch
or
it
do we
together.
like like so we're still trying to figure it
I
out.
would say if you guys do watch it together, watch the one we watched first. I think it was blue than pink.
Blue
I
than
think
red.
blue than-
Yeah,
Blue,
or
yeah,
blue,
blue,
than pink, whatever
blue,
it is.
red,
Uh-huh.
and blue than pink because that makes the most sense, like chronologically.
Chronologically,
from the
okay,
story.
and then maybe and then on the backside do it the
Yeah,
opposite
because
That's
you watched
what's
the
up.
other
That's kind
side,
of like
right?
a Star Wars thing. Like depending on how you watch it in order.
Kind of got a different
Yeah,
perception
yeah,
on what
yeah.
it is. Yeah.
And it's deep, bro. I ain't
it's
gonna lie
good.
to you.
Yeah,
It's
most
fire.
of those are
solid.
pretty good, bro. If you like, if you haven't watched Your Name, I would watch Your Name.
Your
too.
Name? I
Yeah.
need to watch
And
it.
Weathering with You.
I need to watch
Those
Weathering
I
with
think
You.
are made by the same person.
Yeah.
Because there's cameos from people in Your
Ooh,
Name
really?
in Weathering
That's
with
tough.
You.
That's tough.
Yeah.
Yeah. Some of those sad ones, I got this time and place. I can't watch them shits. It gets too emotional for me. I get
watch
too
it, bro.
invested.
Have you seen
I'm not gonna lie to
Oshinoko?
Yeah, I seen the first season.
Yeah.
Well, first episode, some of the hardest shit I've ever watched.
First episode
I'm not
is
gonna
legit.
that
you haven't
first
seen
episode.
first episode is like an hour.
Yeah, it's like
50,
a-
hour
yeah.
30 or something like that,
the
right?
music one, right? The
It's
It's
not
like
about
a prologue. It's like it shows
if-
everything.
It's about
entertainment. yeah.
it's about a pop star.
That's what I'm
and
talking
like some of the stuff that kind of has to deal with like stardom.
Yeah.
And then it kind of just dives into like it's kind of like a revenge
story.
Are you caught up?
Yeah.
I heard it gets weird.
I hear in the manga that shit gets weird as fuck.
Yeah, like,
Really?
Yes, that
weird
shit gets
in
weird as-
like
it's
what
some
type of
brother
weird?
sister.
Oh,
shit.
really?
Yeah,
Yeah, it gets
Really?
weird.
Is that what they end up
Yeah,
doing with them?
Yeah, I don't know, but I hope
No,
not.
no.
No, that's what
It's
I
a-
heard too.
That's what I
the same
heard,
thing.
yeah.
It's a real good watch though, like from whatever the anime is, because then
Yeah.
they start getting into these. They get older and then they start getting into the entertainment industry.
Yeah.
Because their mom was, and so there's like a whole like the second season is like a whole like play, like a screenplay.
I personally didn't like that part.
You didn't
it
like
got
that?
it got into as soon as it got into the reality TV part. That's what I
Yeah,
kind of fell
kinda
off.
fell
of it.
off of
Yeah, I
it.
was like, I'm not.
I feel like I don't know. I just doing whatever I like. That type of stuff was interesting to me.
I
So I was
fair.
just like, yeah.
How the depths they get into with the entertainment industry, I
And
definitely-
how they're like
definitely could see that.
evolving as actors and what they're willing and what they have to do to be able to reach like the certain heights and
Yeah.
how they're like, oh, I gotta outact this person. They're gonna carry me and I'm not gonna,
Maybe I just fell off of it early.
Yeah.
Maybe I just didn't get into it fully because I fell off. I think as soon as like the first episode or the second episode they got into like the
In the
acting
sec-
thing.
oh,
yeah.
bro, no.
So that's why I was like,
dude,
yeah, I'm not having
because
that.
at the end, it gets you're like, oh damn.
Really?
Because
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
probably true because in my eyes I was like, okay, he's really hardcore on finding out who the dad
It's
is
still, bro.
immediately. But then when it got into the entertainment side, I was like, oh, they don't. It
Because
doesn't
you gotta
seem like
remember, he's doing all this stuff
To find-
find out who this guy
yes.
is, and as he's going through this screenplay with these
Yeah.
people,
Yeah.
he's running into
Yeah.
people that have ties, and it's
And I like that.
you get closer
concept,
you get
yes.
closer at the end of this season
Yeah.
than you thought you probably would.
Okay, yeah, because
Oh.
I personally fell off on it because I got to the part where in that first one where it was like when it was raining and shit like
it was
that.
like the abandoned warehouse, right?
Yes, that one. I was
And
like, yo, this shit is hard.
They tried to like brought him in as like a rant,
Yes.
like he wasn't supposed to be in that role at first, but he kind of like improvs it.
And then with the
Yeah.
cigarette and stuff like that, and the
Yeah.
DNA trying to get the. That's when I was like, yo,
He
this
starts-
shit is.
yeah, bro, it's good.
But then after that, I think they got into like the other actors. That, you know what I'm saying?
other people pull up, and then the screenplay starts popping off.
That's when
yeah.
I was like, I don't know if I feel it right there. Yeah, and that's why I dropped it immediately after that. So maybe if I
Okay.
kept watching it,
Just
it would
throw
have
it
got
on.
better.
Yeah, I think it's just a couple episodes, and then the next episode it pulls you back in, right?
But the concept was fire, and the first episode was one of the only episodes that surpassed Full Metal Alchemist on my anime list for briefly, and
Man,
then it fell back down.
I think my anime list is so subjective. But.
It is 100% is 100% is.
Crazy because you use it like crazy.
No, I just do it to quote Freerun because Freerun is the only thing that has passed Full Metal Alchemist.
Do you know who the killer is for the
Yet?
Oshinoko?
Do you?
You
I don't.
Oh, are you asking me if
Yeah,
I do,
yeah.
or you want?
No,
me
no,
to tell you?
I'm
Oh.
saying like, do they already show that in the?
They start getting closer. Like you at the end of season 1, you're like you just have no idea.
Yeah.
The end of season 2, you kind of like stuff
Piece
starts
stuff
to
together.
kind of piece
So-
up, and they start to include some shit like to where you're like, whoa, like I had no idea like this type of stuff was happening.
Yeah.
Like I don't know how to say it without spoiling it.
Yeah.
but it's like. You'd be like, you're like,
Nickelodeon.
You should be
like,
surprised.
oh damn, this isn't just no acting anime
Yeah.
where it's like, it's like some stuff going on.
Really?
The
Like
storytelling's fire.
it starts to feel like erased, bro. It starts to feel like
No,
erased. ID
facts.
invaded. It starts to. It's
Oh, you
like.
watched that one?
Yeah, I told him. Yeah, I told him.
shit.
I told him
It
to watch ID
invaded
invaded.
itself,
Yeah,
bro.
is
It
it invaded? Is that how
The
they?
ID,
yeah,
whatever
whatever
it
it
is.
is, bro.
Because like this,
I get
it
cooked
has
for
to do with
names all the
psychology.
time.
It's like the I forgot the names for it, but it is like a type of self.
Oh,
something in
okay,
self-
and that's
psychology.
because he's diving into
ego,
the
super
ego,
id.
super ego,
Yeah.
ID. Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
is that what that is?
yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Oh,
It has
so
to
it
do
is.
with that.
It
I learned
invaded.
about that. Like,
Ego, super
a month
ego,
ago.
and
Oh, for real? That's
in
lit.
psychology. It has to do with
Have you
psychology.
seen? Have you seen It Invaded?
No,
You should watch
it
it, bro.
is
It's
kind of like
lit.
the was it? No, that's your ego. I think it's like the in between ego and super ego.
Really?
It's kind of
Okay.
what regulates what you want to do instinctively as a person, and how you kind of are able to
makes-
do it in a way where it's socially acceptable.
And that makes a lot of sense
From the
tying
show,
back to
right?
what the anime is. Yeah.
Are you studying psychology right now?
I am a psychologist.
Physiology?
Physiology.
No, but like when I was learning psychology, they went through that
Yeah.
the super
Yeah.
ego, and
Exactly.
it's actually based on the show, which is I found fire.
You mean psychology is based on?
Oh, sorry. Yeah, the psychology based on the show. Yeah. Face ass.
How many episodes?
of
Short,
It
right?
Invaded. I think it's
13?
like 1 season. Yeah, like
Yeah,
13.
13
Yeah, like a
episodes.
13.
Oh, shit,
Yeah,
okay,
it's just
short.
like a race, bro. It's
Yeah.
a quick. Like you watch it and in it. I would say like it's in that genre, like a race, Steins Gate.
Steins Gate is a mind
It Invaded.
bender.
Summertime Rendering. Have y'all
Ooh,
seen Summertime
Summertime
Rendering?
Rendering.
Summertime
Yo,
Rendering
he's
is
in his
fire.
bag.
I was like,
That
Baywatch.
nigga in
Yeah,
his bag.
Summertime. You seen Summertime?
Yo.
No?
Honestly, I don't watch that much.
Nah,
anymore.
nah.
I guess it's just.
I'm the only person that be
That be
going
kinda
out
diving
into like
in. Yeah.
crazy territories. Yeah. But like we've all watched a good amount.
Good amount.
But it's like I'll be getting into those niche crevices. Like, yo, what is
Right.
this shit? Yeah.
Right,
It's like,
right.
It Invaded. Crazy
Invaded
pull
is-
by you. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm
It
surprised.
Invaded
There's not a lot of people that I hear talking about It Invaded.
Right.
Yeah, It Invaded
Yeah,
is
I
a crazy
haven't really
pull.
heard too many people talk about It Invaded.
Yeah, so I
neither.
respect that. That's
I
fine.
think it's on Hulu or something like that. You gotta check it
That's
out.
fire.
Check it out.
But the fact that you brought up Erased, right?
Yeah.
That first episode of Oshinoko, Erased vibes heavy.
Yeah.
You feel me? But I feel like
It's lit.
It's a race, but wait, like, they did it better.
Yeah, it's just more drawn out, and there's a lot more backstory, and
Depth.
they flesh out the mom.
Okay.
oh,
I was
got
asking
you.
about who the killer was because you don't know who the dad is either.
no.
But that is the plot of season 2. Is like, who the fuck is the
It's the
dad?
dad,
Like,
yeah.
who is the dad? Who's the dad of I? Like, what
I'm
the hell is
calling it.
going on?
I'm calling it. The dad is the killer. I'm saying.
What? No, the killer that killed the mom.
Yeah.
No, you already know who killed the mom,
Oh.
right? It's like a just random.
know
nigga.
who the-
But
you
somebody
know-
orchestrated that, which is
correct. I
the
believe.
dad, I'm
yeah,
assuming, right?
and yes, because I think. Yeah, I think mid season 2 you find out who the person is.
Yeah.
But then it's like, it's layered.
Yeah,
it's
it's
a layered
layered.
issue.
Like an onion.
yeah.
Yeah. There you
Yeah,
go.
there
Like
you
an
go.
ogre.
There
Huh?
you go.
Ogre?
I follow you on that.
Thank you.
I appreciate
Yeah, I
it.
know. I'm sorry. I'm
Shrek,
uneducated.
Shrek. Ogres are like onions. They have layers.
Layers. No. No.
Fair.
I
Cake.
Fire.
Like,
Thank
yeah,
you.
Thank you. Thank you.
I'm
Thank
sorry.
you.
I'm a novice. I
Thank
apologize.
you.
I apologize. But yeah, with Oshinoko, you already know who like actually killed her, but who orchestrated it. I'm assuming it's the dad,
and
but
it's
we
about,
don't know
and it's
that.
about like who
He's trying to
they
find
don't know who gave they don't know who she gave, like who was the baby daddy either.
Yes.
Like that's a lot of it too.
You make it sound like interesting to like.
Is
you
it
know?
not interesting?
Because before when I would hear about it, I'm like like it just sounds fucking weird. And
Did
then
you
my
watch it?
friend, Huh? No.
Oh,
No,
I
no.
mean, you
I
gotta
never-
give it a
I never
watch. It's
watched it.
tough. It's tough.
But like I was hearing like discouraging things about it, but
Mm-hmm.
you kind of bring it to light in a way
Oh,
like
very true. Yes, yes.
I'm under the assumption that they're replicating real life problems that people in like the industry or like
Yeah.
actors will have to deal with.
Mhm.
And I think like the real life part of it is like the gruesome. If I'm right, is there a difference between the guy and the girl?
There is.
And,
Yeah.
and what they have
it's
to deal
and
with?
it's what they want to do in the industry, because
Facts.
one at the end. So they all kind of, without spoiling, if I'm spoiling, blah blah. Their paths diverge in the beginning, and then they end up getting on the same page, but they don't know that they're both on the same page.
Type.
I wants to be, or I forget what the sister's name is.
Yeah,
I think it's
I don't remember her name.
Ruby.
Oh,
and
yeah.
Aqua.
Hey, Aqua. Oh,
Right? Is
Oh,
it
yeah.
Ruby?
Ruby and
Ruby and
Aqua.
Aqua?
Yeah, good
Yeah.
pull.
So
Good pull.
Ruby.
Pokemon ass name.
No,
So,
honestly.
yeah, facts.
Yeah.
So because of like their eye colors.
colors,
Yeah, their
yeah.
eye colors. So Ruby ends up becoming the pop star, and Aqua
Aqua.
ends up becoming the actor.
Yeah.
And they're both trying to, or one at the time is trying to figure out what the hell's going on,
The other girl.
versus the other one.
I don't want to
No.
spoil
Yeah.
like why her motivations are like that, but she's
Yeah.
always wanted
and
to
it's
be
kind of like
in
an
that field.
isekai almost.
Yeah, look,
I guess you can kind of say it's
What
like
the-
that. Yeah.
Y'all just
I
throwing a
heard
lot
they
at
like
me now.
You know
What the
what?
fuck?
I'm telling you.
They're both like. So this is not really a spoiler because it's just the beginning of the
It's the
thing.
first episode.
But it's like the first episode.
Yeah.
But
It's a
one's
fire
a
first
doctor
episode, bro.
that's taking care of like a terminal patient, but they both bond because they mess with
The pop
which
star.
is the pop star.
The idol.
And
The idol.
they're both reborn as the kids.
And they
What?
so happens
Bro.
that they're both they both, and because they both die
Yeah, some
at
way.
the same around the same, to where it just kind of ends up like that.
Wow.
I'm
okay.
telling
Then
you.
they don't know, like, and that's the thing too, they don't know.
That
They
first
don't know.
ep.
They there's times where they'll talk about
like their past.
their because like the terminal patient, she loves the doctor
Yeah,
in a sense, like she loves him. She's like,
That's
oh,
probably
man,
why
he
it
was-
gets freaky later on.
they were both. He was the doctor
Possibly.
for both. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah,
For
he
both
was the
patients,
doctor
yeah.
for both patients, correct? And then, so he
I,
always
the
looked
pop
up to
star.
I too, and so yeah, but they have a connection outside of being brother and sister, and they don't know about
Yeah,
it.
yeah, yeah.
And so maybe that's where it kind of gets a little odd.
And but honestly, that first episode is some of the best storytelling. Like honestly, in terms of like an isekai kind of
It's
that
pretty
genre,
good.
it's amazing,
It's
bro.
pretty
That
good.
first episode was beautiful.
Like I said, when I was telling Jack, I was like, I think as I got older, I'm starting to like more slice of life, more realistic type of stuff. Like Psychopath season 1 is very good. I don't know if you've seen Psychopath.
Spitting, brother. You're
Yeah,
spitting.
Psychopath is very good, and that kind of ties into one of my answers for later.
I got you.
Yeah,
I got
yeah.
you. We can keep it moving. Another super chat from Mr. Music Major Preston. A $50 super chat. Yo, they got money like that.
damn.
They got money
Them
like that.
big, them the ballers,
They're
bro.
ballers, man.
LWAP, they be
ballers,
balling
man.
over at LWAP. I'm still a
Yeah,
hey,
we're still
man.
working on that.
I'm still an intern over there, man. I'm trying to get hired on. Like,
Oh, but the $50 super chat by Preston, he said, sheesh, it's the GOATs. Hope y'all fellas had a great weekend, bro.
hey, man. Shout out to Press. God
Always
bless,
showing
bro.
love, bro.
Yeah,
God
Press
bless
is a
you, bro,
great person.
honestly.
Preston D. Go.
Honestly, Preston always be showing love. All
Great,
the time,
great
bro.
person, man. Great person. Great guy.
Hope nothing for the best for the boys, for real.
Check them both out, man. You know,
100%, yeah. Check out Life with Anime
Check out
podcast,
LWAP.
bro. Their podcast goes crazy. A lot of insightful takes. Preston likes you.
Preston likes to crash out. Preston likes to crash
He do
out.
like to crash out. He be wild.
he likes to crash
I'm
out.
not gonna lie to you.
respect that.
And he also likes Yu Yu Hakusho. So what can you expect?
Right. His top 5 fluid as hell too, though. Shit,
Yo, no, he
man.
be wildin', bro.
That boy.
He be wildin' out with his top 5 too. That'd be crazy, bro. But yeah, shout out to Preston, bro. Always showing mad love. But right now we talking about Oshinoko, but we can keep it pushing. Whatchamacallit? Let's go into the next question, right? Which anime do you think has the best rewatchability? So which one can you put on, right? You watch it, wait a few months, a year, put it back on. It's exactly the same, bro. That shit's just fire, regardless of how many times you watch it.
It's exactly the same.
No,
And now
maybe
what
not
it be?
exactly the
like
same.
what type of? I could probably give you like 2 different answers though.
But
like,
it always hits. Like you watch it and you always enjoy the rewatch. Which anime would you get that to? Because personally, I got 2. For
there's
me,
a couple. It just depends on what type of rewatch I'm going through.
For
Like, are we
me,
talking about like put it
fair,
on,
actually, yes.
rewatch it, or
Yeah.
are we? I'm like, do I got to sit down and rewatch the whole thing and get the full experience again?
Valid. That's a great.
okay, fair.
Thinking
fair,
like
fair.
that.
However you want to phrase the question, however you want to see it.
Because
give it
like,
that.
let me see. So, in one aspect of the question,
Mm-hmm.
I'd probably go with Psyche K.
Oh, okay.
Love is War.
Okay.
Kaguya-sama, Love is War.
I respect that.
And probably Mob Psycho. Those are some. They're very.
Mob Psycho
They're
does.
very easy. It's not. I wouldn't say it's simple, but it's a smooth watch. You put it on, and Psyche K is more episodic too,
Yeah.
and it's very funny.
Yeah.
Psyche K is stupid funny. I've watched season 1 probably like
That's
100
crazy.
times or something.
I
like that.
haven't watched that one. My little brother loves
Psyche
that.
K.
Oh,
Psyche
this
K,
one?
bro.
Yeah,
Psyche
that-
K is
I've seen
hilarious.
this a
Yeah.
lot.
I need to watch
I
that
didn't
one.
watch it, but
If we're talking like just full on rewatch, like
Yeah.
get the experience again, Full Metal Alchemist and Attack on Titan. That's probably biased because they're in my top
Okay.
3.
Gotcha.
But those
Yeah.
those rewatching them, like you get the like when you watch Full Metal Alchemist over again, bro. It's like oh damn, like okay, like now you start to really
That
same thing
high.
with Attack on Titan. You
Yeah.
you start to understand the morals and stuff like that more. I know Kate over here.
You
signing.
said, no, you already feel it. You ain't even gotta look over there.
I
Yeah,
gotta look over it, yeah.
You already feel that
Right.
shit.
But
But
you're
you know,
right,
you
you're
start to peep shit in AOT the second time around, third
Very
time
much.
around. You're
Second
like,
watch
God
is the
damn.
best watch.
Yeah.
The second watch of AOT is better than
I
the first.
personally don't agree with that, but I understand. Like, there's a lot of people
yeah.
that do agree with that, and I see where you guys are coming from. But for me, that first experience of just, yo, what the fuck? Oh, what the fuck? Oh, what the fuck? That
Right.
shock factor of the first experience always.
Yeah,
hits.
no, I get that.
What
for
shock
sure.
factor?
No, nigga,
Predictable.
You can't. Yeah, that's
No.
crazy. No, you know that's crazy. You know,
Yeah, that's
you even
crazy.
know.
I wrote that
There's a lot of
crazy.
people that be saying that online, and I'm like, nigga, there's no way
Bro,
you sat here and predicted.
No one in the
that shit.
beginning, when I first watched,
No.
no one in the beginning, you don't
Tell 'em,
ever,
Jack.
you don't ever start to think that
Oh, wait,
the inside of the walls, like the royal family,
Yeah.
has anything to do with what's going on outside of Paradise.
Yes.
come on now.
Yeah.
No, yeah, no, literally.
Come on.
What?
No,
No, 'cause
dude, there's
episode
no way.
one-
Sitting here and telling
There's
me
no
that.
No, no.
way.
We already had
Episode
this
1
conversation. All
timestamp
you
9
niggas-
point. No, I'm just playing.
Yeah, no. That nigga's just fucking around. But no way you
Did
actually
you know that the royal family has something to do with what's happening outside the walls?
Oh, you're telling me in general you think it was predictable?
That's yes. You have
That's
a
fucking insane.
hunch.
No, that's
yes.
fucking insane.
Most things, it's like the royal
a hunch
capital.
of what? What
It's
do you have
like
a hunch of?
royals and nobles are always messing with the lower class. It's always a thing. And
But they
any-
never
Spit.
depicted. They
Spit.
never
nigga.
showed it like the royals
Correct.
were actually like. Yeah, it's coming off like okay, the royals are pushing everybody else out to
Yeah.
deal with the. But it was deeper than that.
Yeah,
it wasn't
yeah,
just
yeah,
they didn't give a damn about the lower class. It was like yo, these dudes knew about the Titans the entire time.
Facts.
Like and some of them were Titan shifters. Like you know what
Yes.
I'm saying? Like
And you're sitting here and telling me that the plot of AOT was predictable?
I didn't say that.
Well, that's what I was talking about. Is that what you're talking about?
No, I said some aspects of it was predictable. Yes.
Like, okay, do you
Not
think?
gonna lie, and
do you think?
you're not gonna believe me. The ending with him waking up at the tree. I like saw that coming. On God.
Okay, no, that's fucking insane.
Respectfully.
You can't sit
Respectfully.
here. No.
Respectfully.
You
you
can't sit
knew
here
it was
and tell
gonna go
me.
back into a loop.
Yeah.
You can't.
Yes.
Yo,
Ready,
you
ready?
bullshit,
Have you
bro.
seen,
You're bullshit.
Project Alchemy or whatever.
Project Out. No, I've never seen.
It's like a time travel one where they find a time
Movie?
It's like they find a time machine. Oh no, recorder, and it's like
Oh
a
my
birthday
God,
party,
yes,
and he
yes.
sees himself in the reflection. So it reminds
with
me
the
of
with the kids, right?
Thank
There's a
you.
group of teenagers.
Yes.
Oh,
Okay. Like,
no,
like,
I agree with
question,
him.
you
No,
like
I
superheroes?
think him. I think
is it?
he might be telling the truth. He might have.
How you say
actually-
I agree with them then, nigga?
No. I'm saying like if he's using that as
believe
a
him?
reference, then I think that he's telling the truth. I don't think he's.
So you
bullshitting.
believe him?
I believe him. Yeah.
Now you don't agree with
No,
him.
I agree with him.
Do you like
Okay,
superheroes?
man, shut the fuck.
I agree with
Yeah.
his belief.
DC or Marvel? So like to me, before anime, I'm more of like a superhero person. So I've seen time travel. I've seen like Flash time travel. I've
yeah.
seen paradoxes and stuff.
Flash,
so like
Breakpoint or Flashpoint.
Flashpoint?
yeah, so like for someone who's haven't seen that, first time seeing
I've seen
time,
Flashpoint.
Smooth brain.
AOT or Flashpoint first. AOT.
Ooh.
Like I haven't.
dumbass.
It depends on the ending. Like you talking about the ending of AOT? Like, cause I don't know if I saw. Cause
That part, the whole like reveal, like
I don't know.
guess.
I've watched the reveal. I watched the Flashpoint before I saw the reveal of AOT, the ending. The actual
Okay,
ending.
because like I've known time travel stuff, so like I've always in my mind I'm thinking time travel stuff.
Okay, but you're telling me episode 1.
He
when
wrote
he
it.
woke
No,
up,
I said at the end. I said at that.
that you saw that he.
Like I know it's gonna come back to that beginning. That's what I said. I didn't say at the very beginning. I knew.
Imagine like first.
yeah, that's
you're
like.
like.
I thought
"Nah,
that's
yeah,
what
I
you were
know
talking
that."
about. Like when you
Nah.
saw him waking up. Oh yeah, it's gonna be a loop.
Nah.
But I will say those are some of the biggest twists, though.
No, 100%. Okay, did you
didn't like the
predict
twist?
that he
when
was
I
the one?
read, When I read the
what?
panel, yeah, that's crazy.
That's
when I
fucking
read
nuts.
the panel, because like I told you, I was reading in high school. When I read
Yeah.
the panel, the exact panel that Aaron's sitting there talking in his dad's
I was
ear,
about to ask that.
that
was
is
pretty
I was
that
gonna
is
ask
one of
you,
the
did you-
craziest
that was crazy.
twists
That was
in
crazy.
anime, bro.
Would
Like I
you-
don't think I've seen any. Like I don't know, maybe it's just because the time travel
No,
shit is pretty
no,
crazy.
no,
to me,
100%.
But
Let me ask you: or did you see that coming? Where he was gonna
No,
talk
that
to
one-
his dad?
that one I said no.
Okay,
That
that
one I
was
said
about
no.
to.
Yeah,
If you
yeah,
said
yeah.
you saw that, because
Nah,
I saw
I
some
wasn't
niggas
that.
online saying
Nah.
that,
Right.
right? The majority
No,
consensus
bro,
is
there's
that
no
shit was
way,
fire.
bro.
Yeah,
'Cause-
but there's no way you predicted Aaron was the nigga that made his no. There's
and
no
then, like I
fucking
said,
way.
I like
There's
how
no
when
way.
you go back and watch it, you see Aaron in some of these spots. Like you see his ass sitting next to his
You're right.
himself on
Yeah.
the boat when
Yeah.
they're when they finally take the boat into the
Really?
bro. He's there because they in the whatever when they start doing the flashbacks, like he's
there on
he's
the
on the
shit.
boat. Yeah, because he hears he's like listening to himself. Like because when he's on that boat, that's when he gives out his little like he's like I'm about to hunt down all the Titans. Like that's what. So he was standing there for that. The conversation between his dad when his dad leaves. If you go back and watch it, like
Yeah.
he's not looking at
this
kid Aaron when
Looking
he's
at that
talking,
Aaron.
like legit, like so, like when you go back and watch, you're like, oh, bro, like he's sitting there looking at him, like he's looking at
That's
older
the one.
Aaron right in
Yeah,
the
yeah,
spot. Yeah, bro, that's why to me
No, you good. Yeah.
that yeah.
When he talks about watching OT for the second time, that's how I feel about watching Star Wars again. It's like you know what's gonna come.
Yeah.
So hearing everything unfold is like it's so
Fair.
so
Yeah.
wow Shaw factor. So
Fair.
I know what you mean. I haven't watched AOT again for a second time. I can't wait for
And because when Aaron when Aaron actually sees the future
Yeah.
after holding Historia's hand, when you watch it the second time, you see how he moves, bro. You like
Oh,
you start
yeah.
to see
Really?
like how
He
he's
starts
actually
moving different.
moving. Yeah, like you
That shit's
see,
fire.
like you see now, like because at first you just watch, you're like I don't know what the hell he's just tripping now.
Wait, hold on. Oh, I guess I get what you're saying, right? Whenever you at the end, you knew he was gonna come back to the beginning or whatever the case is, because when he started talking to his dad, right, and then they explain like the Attack Titan could see the future and the past of all the Attack Titans. That makes a little more sense, right? But I thought you were talking about the beginning. You know what I'm saying? Before they revealed anything about the past and the future, and that's when you knew. Oh yeah, it's gonna loop around.
Oh, the beginning when he's like, it's a dream, where it's like,
Yeah, right. Or even before season 3, right? Before they explained the power of the Attack Titan and all that. If you knew at that point, I'm calling bullshit. But if niggas
you just hate on me to hate on me. That's cool.
if before they explained anything about time, if you knew at that point, that's there's no way.
No, so but the thing is like, I feel like that wasn't the first time it was done.
What?
Let's say Aaron wakes up, right? And he's like, "Oh, I just felt like what did he say?
It's like it feels like a dream or like
Yeah. And then he was crying or something. No.
Yeah. He's like, oh, she said, Aaron, why are you crying? He didn't realize
That
he was
was
crying.
when he held his story in his hand.
Yeah.
Right?
No, at the beginning of the show when he
when he first wakes up.
Oh, when he first wakes up.
when
Yeah,
he
yeah,
Costa
yeah.
says
he's
you're
like, this
crying.
was like a dream.
You telling me from right there?
No,
You
no,
knew?
not me. No, heaven.
No.
Yeah, he got mad. What?
I was like,
Yeah,
oh,
he's like,
dog.
oh, shit,
Oh,
Go ahead.
little more vibrato in his
Yeah.
voice. Like I scared.
My fault. I was just like, oh, bro, what? Like, that's crazy
No,
from
that's
the
wild.
first scene.
No, but
like-
I was gonna say, depending on somebody's experience with that kind of niche of
I get you though.
movies,
I get what you're saying.
they could have
Yeah,
very
no,
much been
Yeah,
like,
if
oh,
you love that kind of
Yeah, yeah.
concept and shit like that.
Yeah.
first scene is like, oh, that is something very important, like some time travel.
Fair.
off
If you're
rip.
breaking it down,
I get what you're
right?
saying, yeah.
But the story never really pointed towards time travel at any point, right? Until they brought up the fact that the Attack Titan can see the future memories and the past memories of other Attack Titans.
Yeah.
At that point, then if you started speculating shit like that, okay, it makes sense because they gave you evidence, right? But anything before that, it's like, okay, there's nothing that points to anything that has to do with time or time travel or whatever. So how do you know what I'm saying? Like maybe you can
time travel. I get right.
Yeah.
If the argument is like, oh, were you able to tell this idea of the show?
Yeah.
But other factors.
Yeah, other factors understandable.
Yeah.
Understandable.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you know,
100%.
the reason why I just hate on it, back in high school, he used to gas this thing up.
Who, me?
Yes. And then he'd be like, the first three.
Bro, what else was coming out around
No, wait.
that time?
That was
seasons,
that gas?
The first 3 seasons.
My
like,
Hero Academia.
Bro, it was good. And then he's like, but like,
watch.
it doesn't really get into it
Nah,
until
but
the
that didn't
4th
come out
season.
till
100%.
Probably like a
2 years.
My
later.
Hero
something like
came
that.
out in
Yeah.
2016-ish.
Crazy.
My Hero also, that was the first good watch.
My Hero?
First
You know, crazy.
experience.
Fair.
Yeah,
No,
the first
fair.
season, the
No,
entry
fair.
exam and everything,
Solid.
wild.
We
First
can't
few
lie. We
seasons?
can't lie and act like My Hero didn't have everybody in a chokehold.
No,
bro.
100%. 100%.
But like, just like I was talking to him
Yeah.
off camera,
Yeah.
I read it and then I end up falling off of it.
Really?
Fair.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I did the same
bro,
thing.
It's 7 seasons
Yeah.
deep. Like, it's
And it
dragged
just
out
kind
for
of,
a
and it
while.
just kind of.
The
some
flame
of the
of it.
things, yeah, it wasn't as, at first you're just like, oh, dude, this
Yeah.
might be raw, but then
Yeah.
some of the arcs after like, after Airy and Overhaul, it just
Oh,
kinda,
yeah,
it just
it
kind of
starts to-
felt like, all right, like where are we getting
Yeah,
towards?
where are we
Granted, they're
going?
trying to build up the war,
Yeah.
but it just,
It's not really. Yeah.
it just didn't
Has its
really,
highs and
yeah.
lows.
Because season 1 is just the entry exam, right? Like,
Yeah, but that's you see, that's like pure shonen, right? Like
Yeah.
tournament training arcs,
Training.
like
Love
yeah,
that.
like
Love that.
like
Even
you know,
character development with the Todorokis.
rescue arc. They had the rescue arc for Bakugo,
Yes.
so it has all the
Shonen
like
esque
the
stuff.
shonen, yeah, the
Oh, you're
shonen
right.
tropes.
it does.
Yeah,
I didn't think about that.
It
Yeah,
does.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
crazy.
It does.
Mhm.
That's tough. That's tough.
Rescue arcs are always the best. That's what I say.
No, 100%.
I like that.
100%.
Yeah, yeah.
Rescue
Rescue
slash training
Enies
arcs,
Lobby,
fire.
Sasuke,
Retrieval.
Sasuke retrieval
Soul
arc,
Society.
Soul Society.
Always tough.
Hey, you fuck with Bleach like that?
Bleach is fire, bro.
Oh, really?
Okay,
Bleach
I
is
respect it.
fire.
Respect it.
Y'all don't like
No, no,
Bleach?
I fuck with
haven't
Bleach. I
watched it.
fuck with
Haven't
Bleach.
You haven't
They
watched
haven't
Bleach?
I'm trying to
really-
read it or watch
Just
it.
take out the fillers, bro.
Soul Society?
He's having a hard time, like diving deep
Is it because
into
of
it.
the animation or what?
No. I think Soul Society was it was fine. I think when the show first starts off, that's when it was kind of like a little slow. Soul Society I like, but knowing information that I shouldn't know, like Kenpachi being like OP strong and still
It's
losing
true.
to Ichigo
That's awesome.
that early on, I'm kind of like, okay, that is
Yeah,
a huge.
but that's
That was
before
kinda
that's
some
before,
bullshit, I ain't gonna lie.
yeah, I get it.
But I
Okay,
do
but
understand
only-
also,
why.
I
while
know
watching it
this
too,
stuff.
it's just like it's like
I almost took
Can't
myself
control
out.
his
Oh
lens.
my
You can't
shit.
control his
Hey.
lens, right? Nigga, yeah.
No, I get you though.
Yeah.
Kenpachi is crazy strong. You're like, damn, how did Ichigo win that?
But
I
I
think
do
that's before
understand it.
Kenpachi is like an evolving character. Like he
Yes.
doesn't even get to that point that we see in Thousand Year Blood War because of
No, but
the accumulation of what's going on with the actual.
but it, like from your perspectives, it still doesn't make sense.
It's
does
half
it?
and half. It does make sense from a story point of view,
'Cause-
but I still call Cap because of his strength of that time. Still should have been enough to
So
take
Ichigo
care
has
of.
But
been
that's
in
like-
society
yeah.
for how long?
But that's also
Barely
yeah.
any time.
You know what I'm saying? And then
Anytime.
you have
but
Kenpachi.
knowing who Ichigo is now, when you have you watched Thousand Year Blood War?
No.
So there's like things about Ichigo that we
Yeah.
learn to
Yeah, like
where
his bloodlines and his
to where like, and dude, his sword is that big because his
spiritual pressure.
spiritual pressure.
It's so
So
yeah.
like it's, you know what I'm saying?
For a
So it ain't
reason.
like for a reason. It ain't like he just got this big ass sword. No, bro.
Everyone has like a sword.
Yeah, like
your Shikai.
he's
is
like a prodigy almost. Aside
Yeah.
from oh boy, I forget Ice Dragon, the other project.
Oh, number 5.
Yeah, I know. I know.
I forget his name. I
Yeah,
always forget his name, but he's tough.
I also forget. His name
But
too.
yeah, like bro, he's got reasons why he's that
Killy
strong,
Will.
right? No,
Yeah,
no,
Killer will look at
yeah.
it. But yeah, your Shikai is a direct correlation to how much spiritual pressure you have. I think they kind of threw that out like
Yeah.
later on, but
Oh.
For
but
the jump, he had a big old.
But they explained it. Yo, your shit is that
They
big
tie it
because
back in because
yeah.
there's reasons why he's like that.
Because
yeah.
you're him, you
Uh-huh.
feel me? But I understand, like the story point of view from why he lost makes sense. I just don't like how they did it because I feel like at that time he still should have been strong enough to beat Ichigo, in my opinion.
Right.
But you know what I'm saying.
But then you know, then we
Semantics.
go into like, damn, like how's the story even progressed then? Like,
Fair.
how can you add a like, what are you supposed to do? Like, add in this badass character and then just have Ichigo take the L, and then
Fair.
now what? He ain't getting into the Soul Society.
That's
now.
true.
You know,
that is true.
so it's like,
A lot of stakes on
There-
you know,
yeah, you know.
at that point, 100%. But we'll move on to the next question. What are some anime, right, that aren't as popular as like mainstream, but still deserves recognition?
I got some good ones, but I gotta take it.
Take it a leak.
Thank you.
You're good,
Thank
you're
you.
good.
Because
He's
you
a
know what's
guest.
funny?
He's a
You know what's
guest.
funny? I have
It's
to
okay.
pee too, but since he went first, I don't feel as guilty now.
Okay, that's fine.
My
That's
third
fine.
time.
But you go every pod though. That's the thing.
I have to pee all the
Tradition.
fucking time. My bad, bro.
Tradition is crazy.
I'm clearing out my toxins.
You
Alright,
got a
bro?
lot of toxins
I got
in
hella
you?
toxins, bro.
My fault, bit off.
Fuck.
Let's read another
I'm
super
an old
chat.
man. What do you
Yeah,
mean?
Old man is crazy. Let's read another super chat by Cyborg Frankie. He with the $2 super chat. He said, "Top 3 One Piece characters outside the Straw Hats."
Easy.
That's easy. I got you.
Easy.
Number 1, Barto. Number 2, Barto. Number 3, Barto. Shout out my nigga Bartolomeo,
Damn.
bro.
No Boncle.
Oh, my fault. You're right. Barto, Bon Clay, and then I want to say T-Law, but they be hoeing T-Law all the time.
I like
feel me?
T-Law.
I
but
do like T-Law, but I don't like how they treat T-Law. You feel me?
I like T-Law, but I think there are a lot of fuck. You know what's weird? I like his backstory a lot though. It's really good backstory.
Okay, I got you. Barto, Bon Clay, and
Is
Corazon.
Barto like for real?
Bro, Barto is
No,
my...
no backstory. Just the fact that he's right or die.
because
Yo,
he's
ride
a
or
writer.
die, bro.
I love those
He put
characters,
up
bro.
Wait, never mind. No spoilers. Go ahead. What?
Yeah, no spoilers.
Yeah, I can't say.
Manga?
No, like for them too.
Oh, okay. Fair.
But
But Barto as a character himself, just a ride or die dog. He's a dog,
Oh,
bro.
Mr. Luffy.
He reminds me of Mr. Luffy. Yeah, he reminds me of Bon Clay a little bit. You feel me?
Yeah,
With
he's
that
cool.
kind
I
of,
like him.
it's so tough.
Rooster.
Yeah, bro. And it's that kind of love that he has for the Straw Hats. It's just come on, like he's like an honorary member. You feel me? So I fuck with Barto heavy.
said-
And that's not a joke. I'm like dead ass.
how
I
about
fuck
you?
with
Out of
Barto.
the Straw Hats.
No Straw Hats, right?
Yeah, no Straw Hats.
Blah, blah, blah. I really like. Who is it? I was thinking someone very fucking specific right now too. Oh, I forgot. I can't get Bartol out of my head.
Because
Mine's
he's a dog, nigga. Because he's a
I
dog.
Mine
can't
are
get
always
him out of my
cracked
head
people.
anymore. I have pigeon brain.
Huh?
I have pigeon brain.
That's
like
fine.
that.
Go to the
I
bathroom,
mean,
nigga. Maybe you gotta pee. Maybe that's why.
L bladder. I'm like,
Hell bladder. Oh fuck. But some Cyber Frankie $2 super chat. He said top 3 One Piece characters outside of the Straw Hats.
outside of the Straw Hats, Ace.
Ooh, okay, respect.
Okay, fine.
Ace. Ace is fire.
Cap ass death. I ain't gonna lie to you, hoe ass death. But I'll fuck with Ace heavy.
Yeah, that,
Yeah, I'll fuck with Ace heavy.
I mean, I get it, bro. You want to stand on it, you gonna stand on
Respect
it.
though. But you losing your life over it. It's crazy.
Yeah,
It's crazy.
facts.
But I said Barto, Bon Clay.
Also on that's Luffy's fault too, though. Low key.
100%.
Thank you.
Come on,
Nigga
bro.
went
Get
for
the
a Viva card.
Get up, bro. Get up.
Mid-fight. Yeah,
Get
mid-fight.
up. Stop.
Why did he need the Viva
I mean,
card?
but
Yeah.
then
Oh,
also
Ace's
too-
Viva card.
But then that kind of talks about like I mess with Ace so heavy, and then it just talks about his character, and he kind of was always like that. It's like
100%.
he you can easily talk him into like
That's true, 'cause
like
that
you
is-
Hot-headed.
start talking that shit to him, and he kind of get a little and he was
Yeah.
already rowdy because
Yeah.
Whitebeard told his ass not to go after Blackbeard,
100%.
and he did it anyways.
Yeah.
And that's kind of the same thing. It's like, dude, he was supposed to dip, and they told him like, Ace, come on, let's go. I can't even start talking that shit, bro. And he was like,
Daddy
nah,
jokes.
you're not finna
Yeah.
let this go down.
He said, "Fuck you and your pops."
Right,
Yeah.
bro. Like what? Like did Whitebeard already pass before he? No, right?
No,
Whitebeard
no, he
watched
saw
Ace
that
die,
happen,
right?
yeah.
Yeah,
Damn, that's
exactly.
right.
Right. Yeah.
And that's why Whitebeard stayed.
stayed
He
and
was
just was like, bro, I'm about to go.
Last
And that
stand.
Whitebeard tough.
Tough.
Actually, he might be on there.
Yo, I
Yes, right
forgot
there. I
about
was like,
that.
it's-
yeah, bro. Yeah,
you're right,
Ace,
right.
Whitebeard.
Yeah.
I mean, just, and then
That last stand was hard. Because I said Bon Clay, Bartolomeo, and Corazon. Those are my 3.
Oh, that's a good one. That's a good one.
Yeah.
Cortisone is tough.
Yeah,
I'm trying to
fuck with
think.
cortisone.
I want
I would have said T-Law, but they be hoeing T-Law too much, bro. I fuck with him heavy though.
I can't think of the third one
Mm-hmm.
right now. It'll come to me.
You said Whitebeard Ace.
Whitebeard Ace.
That's a good too.
I don't do like no strong strong characters are always amazing, but
Fair.
like
You want to do Shanks?
You want to do?
I was gonna do Rayleigh.
Ooh, Rayleigh's a
gonna
tough
say
one.
Rayleigh.
Rayleigh's
The
a
moment
tough
I knew
one.
he was him, he swam through the waters, bro.
He
Why?
swam through the
like
through
damn,
the
how'd
calm
you pull
belt.
up to here, bro? Like what? Like
Mind
yeah,
you,
he's
the
crazy.
niggas don't go through
No
the calm
devil
belt.
fruit, too.
No devil fruit.
Just hockey.
Niggas don't
Rayleigh.
go through the
Yeah.
calm belt because there are sea monsters and there's no current or waves or air to get you wind to get you past the
there's
calm
just-
belt.
yeah, you
So
can't,
this
like-
nigga swam through sea monsters just to get to Amazon Lily. Him.
What are they
Cold,
called? What are
nigga.
they called?
Dark
beasts?
King.
Was Rayleigh?
Yeah.
Dark
No.
King?
What are the beasts called? The actual sea monsters though. They're called like it's not just.
Not just sea monsters, really.
They got it. There's a name for them.
yeah,
I'm being extra.
No, Sea Kings. Yeah, Sea
Kings.
Kings.
Yeah,
I
Sea
guess so, I
Kings.
guess
I
so.
thought it was.
Did,
yeah.
did I say sea monsters?
I said sea monsters.
I think it's the same shit.
me
I think it's the
too.
same shit.
yeah,
I was just trying to.
No, fair.
Sometimes I be
Because
trying
I
to
thought I
remember
said
some
that
shit.
shit. I was like, what?
But
yeah,
Rayleigh.
mm-hmm.
Shout out my nigga Kuma. And
Kuma.
then-
Okay.
Kuma's
I just
awesome.
haven't seen his backstory.
You have.
yet,
It's
bro.
all good though.
Oh, Crocodile's dope.
Ooh.
Crocodile's
Hey,
dope.
who's one to
Three?
go toe to toe with Whitebeard?
Crocodile's dope. I'm just
Actually-
a crocodile.
Wait, I
He
said
can move this mic back.
I know you can.
Rayleigh, Kuma, Mihawk.
Fair? Mihawk, I
I'm
get
What?
it.
I'm not
Okay.
a Mihawk's whatever.
Hey,
He's cool.
yo, you, cause
Cool.
you one of those niggas that
I'm
think
not.
Mihawk
I'm
is a
not.
cat-ass
I'm
nigga?
not. I mean,
Wait. Oh, you're caught up.
I'm not caught up though, so I
Right.
haven't seen
Okay,
everything
fair,
yet.
fair,
So
fair.
granted, but from what I've seen, like yeah, he
He
not
do look
really.
cap. He do look cap.
But he
I
is.
ain't gonna
I
lie
mean, but he is. He's
Hey,
strong.
in Marine
but-
4, he said, when he was talking to like some regular Navy soldiers, he said, I was willing to go to Marine Ford because
Right.
we're fighting Whitebeard.
Fair.
But you
He
never
didn't
said
say anything about Shanks. He ain't say anything about Shanks pulling up.
That's you, yeah.
And Shanks shut that shit down.
Yeah, he said I didn't
Shut it
sign
all
up for
down.
Shanks. I didn't sign up for
Blackbeard thought he
redheads.
was finna start running shit. Shanks pulled up and cut it all off.
He stopped the war
The
on
red hair
both
pirates
fronts.
cut it all off,
Yeah, he
bro.
said if you niggas still want to fight,
and
I
the
got my
military
crew.
And the
and
military.
the, not just
Yeah.
military.
Yeah.
The Whitebeard pirates and the Blackbeard pirates,
What was
bro.
it?
Shut it all down.
He should have said, ooh, Ben Beckman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He, no devil fruit, just a blick. And he said,
Hey,
all right, my fault. I stopped.
right. That's Usopp's daddy, right? Or no? Who is that?
No, that's his right hand.
Oh, that's his-
Shanks'
yeah.
right hand.
But
Yeah.
then even in the first episode, what's the guy with the eats a lot? The yam chop? Like the
See, now it's funny because the fact that you said that, I don't remember his name because I love him.
the gluttony looking motherfucker.
Yes.
right?
Yes. Oh my God, I know his name too. Lucky Roo. Woo!
Lucky Roo, there you go.
Good pull,
But
good pull.
he when Shanks is trying to get back Luffy,
Yeah.
that one pirate like points a gun and then Shanks
Episode
is like
3, I think, right?
episode 3 and he's like, don't point guns. They aren't made for threats. They're made
Yeah.
for action.
Action.
And then pow.
Pow.
Oh, yeah,
While
tough,
he's eating
bro.
the lamb chop
Chop,
too.
right.
Yeah.
See, OG One Piece is lit. Yeah,
Yeah,
OG,
so-
I mean,
so-
it's still lit.
100%.
I can't wait for you to catch up. Oh my goodness.
I'm trying to, bro. I'm gonna make it a
Oh, you
habit.
almost there for real,
Man,
So
I
you're
thought I was
almost
gonna be able to catch up during the hiatus. That shit ain't.
That shit
ain't
happen.
happening. I got a life.
I
Oh
love
my
Yeah,
that.
yeah,
it's
bro.
a lot
it
to
didn't-
watch.
It didn't.
lot to
Yeah.
All right, Kuma.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Kuma, easy,
Mhm.
easy. I was thinking Rayleigh too. I
Uh-huh.
like Rayleigh,
Yeah.
and then,
And now?
Ooh,
Oh,
good
okay.
one.
That's
He
a good
doesn't-
pull. That's a good pull.
I was gonna say Dofi if I didn't pick Kuma.
yeah, I was
Dofi's
thinking
a good one.
But he
Yeah.
cracked.
I
like that.
but
I
I
like
didn't
that.
want it too many villains.
Too many villains.
Too many villains.
Fair, I give you that. All right, I'm gonna get these last few questions out of the way. No, we don't have to rapid fire it, but you know what I'm saying. We'll
we
speed it
good.
up a little bit.
3, 4, and 7. Trust me.
Trust you. I got you.
We were on that anime that are underrated, right? Or anime that
Oh
don't get
yes,
recognition?
sorry.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, I forgot. I forgot. To
And then,
finish that.
go ahead.
What are some anime that aren't popular anime but deserve the recognition? So underrated anime type thing.
Project K.
Oh, okay. K Project K.
Have you
I
seen
got it.
K? Yeah,
I
yeah.
seen it. It's funny because like I don't know that one just for me. I hear a lot of praise about it.
Yeah.
But it's like I don't know. Every time I watch it, because I try to rewatch it like 3-4 times,
Yeah.
and I just couldn't finish it. But it wasn't because
Okay.
it was bad, just because I didn't really attach to the story, and
To
I
the
wasn't really
story.
following the story as
Yeah,
good as I
yeah.
should have been. You feel me?
I think when you watch it all the way through, and then you watch the 3 Last Kings or 3 Kings movie or whatever,
Oh, there's
it
a
is, where
movie
they
with
talk
it
about
too?
more. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. And then it is a whole. Plus the cinematography, the animation,
It
and,
does look
and the
beautiful.
music.
Oh,
Yeah.
the music. You know what's crazy? Fun fact about the soundtrack for K Project. One of the songs or instrumentals, Juice WRLD actually used it for
No
one of his
way.
songs.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh,
And
yeah,
it's one of the. I don't know if it's an actual song
didn't
that's
know
out
that.
or like a leak song,
Uh-huh.
but it's the song called Rental.
Okay.
Something like it goes like she ride it like a rental, something like that,
Right.
and then he used that beat. The background
The
of that
bass
beat.
line or the sample in there.
The sample is the K Project
K
sound.
Project?
Yeah.
Oh, that's lit,
he
bro.
had Juice WRLD rocked with Anime Heavy, and he used
Right.
it as the sample. So
Damn.
yeah, so that's
R.I.P.
so when I R.I.P. for real. And when I watched it, I'm like, yo, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? And watching it, it's a vibe. That show is a whole vibe,
That's lit, bro.
and it's a good show.
Talking about aura.
And
Really?
it's just because the world is so deep, and I just feel like they didn't cover the characters as much, or the power system or whatever,
Yeah.
as much as they should have. In my
Right,
opinion.
correct,
Because
yeah.
I love the whole.
It's one of those to where it might not be like you can't really give it like a 10 out
Mm-hmm.
of 10, but if you watch it and you're an anime head, you want like some niche good.
It's heavy.
It's good.
heavy.
Yeah,
Because the whole concept is like there's different kings, right, in different like groups, right, and each group has like their own king, and
It's like a turf war.
It's like a
thing.
turf
Okay,
war,
okay.
yeah. And the
Yeah.
cops have their own king, right? The gangsters got their own king. You feel me? And there's like different, feel
And
me?
then
And
the
there's
main character is the White King. And
Yes!
he's like got some whole thing going
yes,
on.
bro. And it's like color coded.
yeah, and it's cinematic, bro. It's
Okay,
very
it's
cinematic.
beautiful. Yeah, it's
dope.
very
What's it
saturated.
called again?
Project K.
Project K.
or K Project.
K Project,
whatever. It's
yeah.
really just
Or just K, yeah.
It's K, but I
K.
think if you
Okay.
like if you try to type
You're
in
Search it
K,
up.
right.
Yeah.
It's just K.
yeah. yeah.
One season, 2012. 13 episodes. Damn. Okay,
Yeah.
you
And then a
short.
movie.
13
And
episodes.
then a movie.
In a movie?
Yeah.
Some of these 13 episode
I'm
shows,
glad.
Good, bro.
hit, bro.
What does
So that's
K
a good
mean?
pull. I like that, huh?
What does K mean?
I don't
King,
know.
I think it stands for
King.
King.
Oh. Makes sense.
Yeah,
Makes
Kings,
sense.
Or
yeah.
Kane.
Kane.
I'm sorry.
Okay, there you go.
But
Okay.
yeah, the whole concept of kings, I love that shit so much.
Yeah.
Because even the Red King at first didn't really, he didn't really see himself as a king. He didn't really want to be a king. He was kind of like a nonchalant nigga, and he kind of stepped up to that role
Oh,
and
so like
became
this
the
dude-
He's
king.
dope, Jack. He's
Yes,
dope.
that nigga
Fire.
is tough as
He's tough.
fuck, bro.
That's what I talk about aura. Like he's tough.
Yes,
He
bro.
I think he smokes cigs too. And every character that smokes cigs is
Always
tough.
hard.
I don't smoke
Always
cigs,
hard,
but
yeah.
every anime
Yeah.
character that smokes cigs
Always
is tough.
hard. Yeah,
Okay, okay, okay.
But yeah, he kind of like took up the mantle of being king, and it's like a family thing, right? Everybody under that family of the Red King, they treat him as like, you know, the leader and shit like they always
But they
back
respect
him.
him.
Respect
Yeah.
him. It's like a
Uh-huh.
respect factor, and it's like they see him as, you know how like people kind of respect Mikey in Tokyo Revengers?
I was
Kind
about
of like
to say
that.
the same
Yeah,
thing.
kind of
They
like
got
that
their
thing.
own little group.
They-
They got their, you know, and they respect who their leader is.
Yeah.
They ride for him.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it's
Really?
so
And
fire.
They're
And
all
that,
willing to die for them. Yeah. Mhm.
Okay.
that concept is so fire, and I respect K Project for that. I wish the power system and the king aspect. I wish they played into that a lot more,
Fire, bro.
because that shit was so fire.
Great colors, anime, like it's
Very saturated.
good.
Yes.
I'm glad to watch
Go pull.
finally new
Go
stuff.
Go pull. You want to say another one, or are you good?
I don't know
Because
if
you
I
don't
got-
have to. You don't have
right.
to.
I mean, I had that one. Let me see.
Because that's a good pull already.
Right.
Yeah. You
I've
said
never
it
heard that in
invaded.
my life.
Yeah,
I'm
It
not gonna lie to
Invaded,
you. It invaded is a
It invaded
fucking
was-
pull,
Psychopaths
bro.
needs
Wait,
more.
what?
Psychopaths needs more.
It
Oh,
invaded.
it invaded.
Yeah, they-
You said what?
Psychopaths.
That's a good one. That's a good.
Psychopaths
That's one
means-
that I also say between Magi and Psychopaths. Those two, 100% I always recommend.
Yeah,
Every day of the
Psychopath
week.
season 1 is goaded. Season 2 kind of like falls a little
Yeah,
off because they
yeah.
kind of one of the characters kind of he
Yes.
goes
Yeah,
he's
yeah,
not
yeah.
in the plot anymore for whatever reason and
You watch season 3?
dude that's what I'm trying to get to.
I'm not gonna lie to you.
Does it get better?
Season 3.
Progressive, right?
They're
Is
40
that
minutes.
progressive?
What you mean by?
I could have sworn it was like Psychopath season 3 like it's called Progressive. Or
I think there's a
something like
movie that
Yeah.
might be
That's
called
probably
that.
the
There's a
movie,
few
Progr-
movies as
yeah,
well.
yeah.
Progressive.
But season 3, they're like 40-minute episodes, so they're like double the time frame.
That's good for me.
And
though.
it's
Yeah.
only there's no dub. I don't think there's no English
That's
dub.
fine.
So it's only Japanese. So it's kind of hard to follow for 40 minutes straight to just kind of watch it.
Yeah.
But I do like the main characters in that the two protagonists in that one.
in that one?
Tough.
Okay,
Right, because
see.
the main detective guy that we have now.
Yeah.
He kind of uses psychology to jump in the brain of
Right.
the attacker or the
Yeah. And that's what I like about
the criminal.
And that's what I like about the villain Makishima. He's dope.
Makishima's hell,
That's
bro.
that's my answer
Yes.
for
Villain.
Oh yeah, I got you.
Yeah,
We're gonna get to
yeah,
that. But Psychopaths, the season 3, that season, the two protagonists gave me the same love I had for the for
first
Akane.
two? Oh,
for
Akane.
in the
Akane,
first
yeah,
season.
yeah, okay.
Right?
Also, it's different
That-
people?
Yeah. So the
Yeah.
protagonist kind of
Yeah,
changed
yeah.
throughout the season.
I think
It's so
season
tough.
1 and season 2
Same.
are the same people
But season
plus
3 is
the
you.
movie
Okay.
ties in those two protagonists, and it's kind of like a duo.
Yeah.
It's kind of like like duo-tagonist plus like the side characters are pretty prominent.
Yes,
as well.
and then they kind of switch side
Yeah.
characters throughout the season as well.
Right.
The protagonists, they kind of switch throughout different ones, and they always
The
hit.
characters are dope.
They always hit.
They got
The
like the old.
season-
They got the old Cap in there. That's like
Yeah.
he's
The
tenured
old
and
dog.
shit. Yeah,
Yeah.
but he lit.
The
It's fire.
vet type of thing.
I like
Right.
the vets.
But
always.
season 3, how the main, and it was like it's like a dual cast, but in
Right.
season 3, it's like mainly these two. Like these two
Oh,
are like
okay.
they both get the same kind of
At the
love.
thing, right.
Yeah, in season
That's
3,
fire.
and the main nigga jumps into the mind.
Of
The main nigga jumps
Of
into the
these-
mind of
of
the
these serial
assailant.
killers? Oh,
Yeah, the
okay,
serial
of this-
killer. Yeah, and he kind of just portrays the what's the crime scene. He kind of
Yeah.
gets into it and sees how the crime scene happened from their point of view.
Oh,
And
okay.
it's so
That's
fucking
fire.
tough, bro.
That's fire.
like
But
a
season-
Sherlock Holmes. Like
yeah,
Ranking Man.
Sherlock
you
Holmes
haven't
type
seen
shit.
Jack? You haven't seen
No.
Psychopaths
It's
is
good, bro.
I'm
It's a
about to
good
watch the ones you recommended because they're short, they're easy.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, other than Psychopaths, but
And like I said, they're not
Oh,
heavy.
you got it. Okay, you're good. You're
It's
good.
not heavy. Not
Yeah.
heavy powers or anything like that. Like, but it's dope.
bats.
Yeah.
Deals in really like detective kind of things,
Corruption
yeah.
and like psychologic, like just
Would you say like
Psychological, definitely heavy on the
So
psychological.
if I like Death Note, I like.
Easily. Oh my god.
I've been
Yeah.
meaning to finally switch it up. Like
I said, in that
Realm.
Erase,
Yeah.
ID Invaded, Steins Gate, Psychopaths.
Death Note.
It's all
Steins Gate.
about like the psyche and everything.
You're not gonna sit there and talk from the fucking. You know what I'm saying? Is he in frame, Ben? He jacket? Oh, his cane is?
Well, because this one, right, the big wide camera.
No, it's because of this. You can see him in this one, right?
You see my face?
Can you see his face? He's just gonna be in frame sitting there, bro.
He's being studious.
Whatever.
Let him be.
All
I'm
right.
just kidding.
But whatchamacallit, that's a
Steins
good
Gate,
recommendation.
Steins Gate, okay.
Yeah, Steins Gate is also a good one. Honestly, that one.
Damn.
That's a little longer.
Yeah, that
but
one's longer,
it's
and that
good.
one's low key.
Wait, why is it longer? It's only one season.
2 seasons.
2 seasons. It should be.
The Steins Gate
Should
is
be
Steins
like
Gate
20
Zero.
some.
or
Oh,
some
I
shit.
see that. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah,
You're right.
26 episodes or something like that. Then
Or-
they got Steins Gate Zero.
Yeah, which is a
which you got to watch
Yeah.
too, and I think that's a little
timeline-ish
bit,
kind of shit.
it's like some,
That one is one of the most confusing animes I've watched, but it's a really good
So
one.
it's kind of with like a ReZero.
no.
No.
Oh.
Definitely.
Not complicated.
It's
No, I
weird.
mean, like, not complicated like ReZero.
It is
complicated.
complicated.
Okay, yeah,
It's one of
It's
the most
more
complicated.
complicated than
What?
ReZero.
Way
Because
more.
with
Way
ReZero,
more.
he just dies, he restarts.
Yeah.
This shit is not him. It's a
Storyline.
lot.
It's
a
like
lot.
storylines.
And then something happens,
Yeah.
like a divergence happens, and then that's where Steins Gate Zero is.
It takes place in that
and
kind
then
of divergence.
in the divergence of timelines without having to spoil too
Yeah.
much.
Okay. Heard you. Thank
So-
you for these recommendations.
No,
on
fire.
God.
Man.
These shows are fire.
I'm about to
100%.
be enjoying
Yeah,
stuff
yeah.
finally.
But
Finally.
Hey man, I'm glad, bro.
all right, let's move on. Excuse me. What is? You gonna hit me for this one? What is one anime you just could not finish?
I know
You
you're
just
asking
kidding?
that shit,
You already know what
He
I'm
was
gonna
waiting.
say.
He's like,
Nah,
man, I'm cooking this answer up for
Nigga, I
Germaine,
swear
bro.
to
What?
God. I'm sitting on this answer right here.
I couldn't think of one, bro. For real.
You
I couldn't
finished
think-
all the animes that you watch, bro? Or at least
I
most
mean,
of them?
I guess it's a weird question because, like, are you asking me if I didn't finish it because it was bad?
Yeah,
Are
in
so
that
like
sense.
I don't.
You finished stuff.
Or at least you can't remember which,
Yeah.
the bad
That's what
ones.
came
At
with
Right.
least, you
Like
know?
I was telling him, like I watched
Yeah.
a couple episodes of 70 Cents. I couldn't do it, bro. I ain't with that
Valid.
one.
Really?
So yeah, like I just can't.
Fair.
You
70
said that in
Cents.
season 1. I was like,
Damn.
Yeah, I don't
why?
like it.
Why?
I
Why
just
is
don't
it?
like it. I don't like the characters.
you
I
don't
don't
like
like.
the-
I don't like the. I don't like what the
shut that shit
what the
down.
plot
Like,
is about.
yeah.
Yeah, just like
Really?
the satire, the
Uh-huh.
jokes and stuff. in
Okay,
there is just
fair.
not-
Yeah, no.
like,
They be OD with that shit. The fan service and shit like that.
Yeah,
Crazy.
and nothing wrong with fan service, right? When it's used correctly, but like also, I ain't trying to get into all
Get
that.
it
But I
fair.
heard also he's kind of
Fair.
weird. So
Fair.
Meliodas?
Yeah, nah, something.
yeah.
he's like,
Yeah.
yeah. So
You know what's crazy? If you watch the
Nah.
new kind of spin-off, that not even spin-off, the continuation, I forgot what it was called, like Seven Deadly Sins, something apocalypse or some shit. Four Nights of the Apocalypse
man.
with their kids, right? In the future,
Mm-hmm.
that shit gets even
Even
weirder,
weirder.
bro. Than the, like it's crazy. It gets
So,
even weirder.
Just the whole series, you just can it, bro. Fuck, can the whole series,
Can
dog.
that shit. Yeah, but I get you. I see what you're saying. I'll go next. Don't worry, I got you. Yu Yu Hakusho, that shit, goddamn shit, man, goddamn. I'm like, what, 40, 50
Crazy,
episodes
bro.
into that shit?
Where are you even at?
Dark Tournament, bro.
Did you even get to the part where did you get to the Toguro? Is it
Toguro fight?
Toguro, yeah. Did you get
With
to the Toguro
Yusuke?
fight? Yeah.
No. No.
Dog.
Yeah, I'm
Get
not
there, bro.
Bro, I'm halfway through the Dark Tournament. It's not, and it's still not like, you know. What I'm saying?
Did Yusuke break off the spirit cuffs?
Yeah, which is tough. I get it.
Tough,
That was
bro.
tough. That was tough.
Bro, there's
Yeah,
a part coming up. It's tough.
Okay, but like
It's
I feel
tough.
like the storytelling.
And I'm not just talking about like fighting tough. Like
Right.
what happens plot wise and as to how it gets there in the tournament is tough, bro.
Listen,
I had to think about it for a second because I was it's that what I wanted to say spins into the other question that we had as far as friends. I think it was right. What was
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You have a friend's question. You do.
like a
do
friends
I?
question? or
Really? It
something
ties
like
it all
that.
together?
One of the
this
aspects
thing
I'm
with
talking
friendship.
about
Okay.
from the Dark Tournament made me think of those
got
two.
you. Okay,
Yeah.
fair.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I like it.
But yeah, to me, it's just like the storytelling, like the motivations isn't really like, you know, I don't feel connected to their motivations at all for the most part. And some of them, they don't even dive deep into that much, right? With, what's his name?
Hiei?
Cool. Hiei, thank you. Yeah.
Why
He
you
didn't
know?
do
Why you
already.
know?
I didn't
Yeah,
do already.
Hiei.
Hiei's motivations of like with his sister and shit like that. They don't really dive too deep into it. And that's kind of his whole point of going through that whole, you know, journey with Yusuke in the Dark
I
Tournament.
mean, they
and
talk
shit
about
like that.
Kurama's like, you know, his whole like reasoning with his mom and stuff like that.
Right,
and
but
not
all that
having
is
to,
kind of like brief, and I
Yeah.
don't feel like any of that is strong enough in the viewer's eyes to be like, yo, I fuck with that kind of, you know, ideology. So that kind of depth for me isn't really there, but it has the potential. But I just feel like the storytelling isn't really there to give me like the whole full grasp. But I do like the characters. Characters are hard as fuck, and then because it follows Yusuke for the most part. You
Yeah.
feel me? And Yusuke's motivations are just like, nah, the nigga dead. You feel me? You just
Right.
got to pick up the mantle of.
I mean,
what's
it's
the name?
narrated though. It's a narrated story.
Yeah, and he has to
Yeah.
pick up the mantle of what's Genkai.
Yeah.
Right? And that shit. You know, I love that plot line, by the way. Genkai, Yusuke, and Seguro. That shit was hard as fuck.
Right.
Other than that, I'm not really, you know, everything else is like on an episode basis. It's like, it's cool. Yeah,
I get you.
It's
I get you.
alright. It's cool. You feel me? But yeah, that's just me. I couldn't finish. You Hakushi,
You
bro.
should
And
finish
I'm
it.
sitting there, bro, and I'm watching. I'm like, I can't. I can't.
Nah,
and I'll
man.
finish everything. I'm like every other anime that even was ass. I'm like, yeah.
The characters that get
I'll finish it.
introduced like midway through the Dark Tournament are tough too. Did you get to the Kurama fight?
Yeah, I watched the Kurama with all the Seguros
yeah.
niggas, right?
Yeah,
Those them
right.
niggas are cool, right?
Yeah.
Other than that, everybody else that has been introduced, any villains, ass, bro. Every single other villain was just like a throwaway
Did Kurobara
character.
get his?
Kuwabara?
What's going on with Kurobara?
I
Where
think
you're at?
did Kuwabara fight? I remember seeing Kurama fight, and I remember seeing Hiei fight.
Okay.
And that's it.
Oh yeah.
I don't know if
you got to get to the
Kuwabara
Kurobara, and
fight.
then after what leads up into that, it's like a whole. It's good.
Okay,
It's good.
okay. Maybe I
At least
shot through
try,
the wrong
maybe
part.
like try to streamline it or something. Maybe just
It's
watch it on
hard,
like
man.
YouTube or
I tried.
TikTok. See if they can cut out all the filler shit, but see if you can
Yeah.
get the main parts from that those
It's
couple.
so hard to get through, bro. I try. You don't know how hard, because when I watch something, even Dragon Ball, I was like, I'm gonna see this through to the end. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
And I actually ended up liking Dragon Ball a lot. Right? The OG Dragon Ball, I didn't really enjoy that much. You feel me? But I still finished it. Dragon Ball Z was when I was like, yo, this shit
But
is
the
gas,
thing
nigga.
is like Dragon Ball Z is kind of the same. Like what depth is there in Dragon? Like, and I love Dragon Ball Z, but I'm
The
just
emotions
saying,
hit harder. It felt like there was a higher stakes.
Keep watching Yu Yu Hakusho, bro. Keep watching Yu Yu Hakusho, man.
Yo, the
Keep watching.
emotions.
You talking about emotions? Keep watching. You haven't got to the
I
emotions
haven't
yet.
got to
You
the
haven't got to
emotions.
the emotions.
I do
yet.
fuck. I'm telling you this.
You got a little bit of the
Genkai,
emotions with the Genkai
Yeah,
stuff, but
that
it get,
shit was
but a
hard.
little bit of it get a little bit
More?
Get a little
I
bit
need
more. Yeah.
But I'm telling you, 50 episodes in, and I need to wait. Oh, come on, bro. You jagging it. You know, I'm not jagging it. It's kind of crazy. But,
feel you.
But Dragon
I
Ball
feel
Z,
you.
though, with the whole Cell shit, you feel me? Frieza side, you know, all that shit, I was like, yo, this shit hitting. Like, that Cell saga had me in a chokehold, bro.
Tournament.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah,
Tournament
that shit
arc,
was
man.
hard as fuck. You feel me? And Gohan utilizing his potential for the first time. It's
Anger.
Like, that shit, yeah, and that shit was so emotional. Shit, like, shit hit, bro. But yeah, I ain't get that shit with you. My fault.
You
I
ain't
dragged
even
it.
get to that part yet.
Yeah, I ain't
man.
get it.
You
I
talking-
ain't get it yet.
You
I
talking
ain't
about
get to
you
that part
like
yet.
Cell
My fault.
Games got all like Dark Tournament got the same stuff the Cell Games got.
Okay.
Without me trying to spoil it to you.
Okay.
I'm halfway through it, I feel like. But, you know what I'm saying? I still ain't got
Man,
that shit. You know
I mean,
what I'm
halfway through the Cell Games really ain't shit. Ain't really.
Okay,
If you're
fair,
talking about
fair,
Cell
fair, fair,
Games,
fair.
not including the Android saga. If you're talking about just strictly Cell Games, like
true,
what?
true,
ain't
true.
really-
It's because also, for me, Dragon Ball Z villains also, and low-key, the Dragon Ball Z villains might be better than the main protagonist. But with Yu Yu Hakusho, the only nigga I really give a fuck about is Toguro. That
feel you.
nigga's the only nigga that I'm like, yo, okay. I
Right.
feel like
I mean,
he could
he
be
is
better
kind of like the
than
main.
protagonist.
Yeah, for
So,
sure.
that's
No, I
just
get
me,
what you're
though.
coming
My
from.
fault,
For sure.
You Hakusho fans. I ain't scared of y'all niggas. Star Wars fans, I'm scared of, but y'all niggas ain't.
Dang.
Go ahead, my fault.
Are you good? You good?
Yeah,
You calm
my fault.
down?
I had it. Yeah, I'm good. I just had to let it out.
No, for sure.
That's why I was holding that bitch in. Go ahead.
So where do I begin? There's a lot of actually. There's didn't finish my hero. Didn't
Damn.
finish Tokyo Revengers.
That
Didn't
was-
finish.
Okay.
I get that.
There's a lot of stuff. I think.
That might be one I didn't stop watching it because it was bad, but I
Yeah.
was getting irritated
Yeah.
by
Oh,
Takamichi.
which one?
Takamichi.
You're making me
You don't-
mad. Like, bro, just like, come on, dude.
Get right, bro.
I
Stop
had to
training
look it
and
up.
shit.
I had to look it up. Like, does this dude end up like fighting?
Yeah.
Like, does he end up ever fighting?
Does
They
he?
said he
That's actually a
does.
good
But they
question.
said he does, but it's
He does?
never to the peak of like Mikey or
Oh,
like
damn.
what's a boy's name? Draken
Heard of
Kun.
him.
Yeah, Draken Kun. Like, yeah. So
Interesting. Okay, fair. That's kind of
I
sad.
think Sword Art Online was one I couldn't finish.
I
There we
also
go.
could not finish.
I
Valid.
dropped it in the last season because they started getting weird.
Which one?
Oh, which one?
Alicization,
the newest one.
Alicization was cool
I-
at first.
I was
Then
at
it-
first.
Then,
I finished the
then-
first season, I
Yeah,
think.
then when he became a vegetable,
That
I
I
was
didn't
like-
know.
I was
I
like-
don't even know if I got to that part
he
at
becomes
all.
a vegetable.
Really? That's
dog.
fucking
Because he
great.
like lives there forever, right? Or like a minute.
He gets cut. I think like he like something happens
Uh-huh.
at the end of the whatever, and
Yeah.
he like something happened to where he's like brain dead.
Really?
And he's like he's like chilling in a wheelchair for like damn near the whole season. And outside of all that, it's a bunch of weird like SAO stuff going on. And so I was like, dude, I'm not
having
I
it.
just realized that Sword Art Online is probably one. Even when it got to like Alicizations, I just stopped. I realized I never really finished.
Yeah, me personally, it wasn't because I never got to that part. I think I finished the first season of Alicization. I just never started the second season when it came out. I think, if I'm not mistaken, and I was fucking with it. I was rocking with Alicization.
It was cool at first.
Yeah, it was
cool
right-
at first.
that
I like the
first
whole
season.
like the demons like intruding into the other land, and then some motherfuckers not knowing their where they come from and shit.
the side
or
characters were
them
tough, too.
them like like when people were starting to break out of the
Oh,
the
yeah,
simulation,
yeah, they didn't
it
know
would
they were
mess up.
simulation, yeah.
So that stuff was cool.
Yeah,
that stuff was pretty cool.
the
But
side characters were tough
once they
too.
got out of that
yeah,
and they got into the whole like
yeah. You wasn't rock with that.
Yeah,
Fair.
yeah.
It's always when they get out the world, Sword Art Online doesn't really.
Right.
True, it's only in the world.
It falls
Or
off
like they broke out
every
of
time.
the plot of
Yeah.
them like knowing they're in the simulation. So
Yeah.
now it was just like, oh, the demons versus us, and this is what we got going on. And then I was like, all right, bro, this.
I was some of the side characters were tough. I was rocking with that fight between the girl that used the
Alice.
ultra thin sword.
Oh, the like the general or like the
yeah,
colonel, the
and then
chick,
and
yeah,
then
yeah.
fighting the dude that just boxes.
Right,
that
right,
fight
right.
was hard. I'm not
Really?
gonna lie
They
to
do
you.
got
That
some tough-
fight
they
was
do got some tough
So
fights,
so
yeah.
I rock with that because her sword is like super thin, but like it doesn't break. You feel me? Yeah, and it's like she hella strong. She's hella strong as fuck. And then this other guy from the other side just uses his hands to fight. He's kind of like what's his name from Black Clover, Luck. And he's always trying to
Luck
fight
the
and shit
Scraps?
like that. Yeah. He's kind of like that. And I found that that little plot line tough as hell. So
No, that was
that
tight.
was mine. So I'll give you that. Sword Art Online. I never ended up finishing it either. So, but yeah. For me, yeah, I actually got down. I thought I just had to bring that up one more time.
Hater.
Okay, we got two more questions and then we'll wrap it up. What is the best anime friendship? In your guys' opinion, at least. Because in my opinion, you know what I'm saying, there's a lot.
You gonna say Gon and Kilo?
Yeah, I think Gon and Kilo
I
was
think
up
everybody
there
would probably say them,
for-
right? 'Cause
yeah.
those two just as a duo,
As
like,
a
they really
duo,
be looking out for each other. and
the
stuff.
whole
That's true.
story. And then Killua went back to his home, right, to get his sister that can grant any wish just to save his homie. That's
Right.
crazy. He went against his whole family, the
Right.
Zoldycks, a family of assassins, just to save his homie. That's some
Yeah.
other level of
And he rode
loyalty.
for him as soon as he met him.
Yeah.
He's like, bro, I'm rolling with you.
Yeah,
Fuck it.
no,
And whatever
facts.
you got going on, I'm rolling with
Yeah,
you.
I'll rock with you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And whatever you need me, I got you.
That's so
Like,
tough.
I like the whole was it Greed Island where it's the volleyball scene, how he Kilo keeps putting his hands in danger and he
Yeah.
conceals it in his pockets for
Yeah.
going. I was like, that's fine.
He's like, yeah, let's run it again. And what's her name? Biscuit goes, nah, your hands are ravaged. He's like, nah, I'm good. I can run it again. She's
Right.
like, let me see your hands.
Right.
And his hands just
Messed
bruised.
up,
Yeah,
yeah,
and it's
right.
bro, like,
and then my favorite part
That's
is
love,
And
bro.
then bro goes back and takes the test too to make sure he can still follow with his bro. Like,
yeah, and it
Yeah.
comes back into the game. It's crazy.
Right.
when they're before they raid the very end scene.
Yeah.
What's his name? Smoker, purple smoke.
The volleyball was that the volleyball dude?
Smoker.
No, the guy that's smoking ability with glasses, white hair.
Oh, I literally watched it. I know what you're talking about. Fuck,
Is
his
that
name
in
is
Greed
on.
Island? Is that in
No,
Greed
no,
Island?
towards the end.
Chimera Ant.
Oh, in Chimera
Yeah,
Ant.
what's his name, bro?
And he has a smoking ability.
He smokes.
Yeah,
He smokes?
he has glasses. Strong
White.
dude has a big
Purple
ass
smoke.
pipe. I forgot his name. I forgot his
Really?
name.
Must have
Yeah.
forgot,
But
Fuck. What is? I know.
I wanna
his
say it's
name.
like
It's been so long.
I know
It's
his
been
name,
a minute,
too.
bro.
But the scene is when he goes, Gon, I don't believe you're capable enough to come with me on this mission.
Yeah.
Prove to me right now. Pretend I am
Kite's killer.
Kite's
Pito.
killer.
Yeah.
And then Gon is like going through the motions of like, show me rock.
Oh
Yeah.
And then,
Oh boy, yep, he's tough.
Kilo goes, calms him down. I was like, oh,
He's
beautiful.
like,
bro.
that's enough.
Yeah,
He was
yeah,
like, oh
see?
shit, I got carried away.
Right.
I'm like,
Because Kilo
whoa.
knows what he was going through. I was like, oh, that's beautiful.
Yeah,
And
facts.
then when he turned into like adult Gon, right?
And he looks at him and he's
Oh.
Yeah,
yeah,
he's
he's like
crying.
Kilo. He's like, fuck.
And he
Bro.
already Kilo in his mind, he's like, he already knows.
He knew.
Yeah,
He
already
knew the
going
whole
through.
time. Yeah, when he first pulled up on him in the in the room too. He was
Yes.
like, oh, fuck,
He's
bro.
like, fuck, I
this
gotta
nigga's
let him
locked.
do
Yeah,
it.
he's like,
Yeah.
all right, let him do what he
Yeah.
does. And he pulled up on you. Yeah, bro.
Yo,
crying and shit. Yeah.
It's hard to beat that friendship. It's
hard.
hard to beat that
Yeah, I don't
friendship,
think.
bro.
Yeah.
Is there anything else that can rival that?
I do want
Not rival it, but I think there's
yeah.
other good ones probably, right?
Yeah, I do want to say the one between Kakashi and Guy is slept on because they don't really dive deep into it, but the subtle hints that they give you hard as fuck, right?
Rivals, but they rock with each other.
Yes, right. And then there was an instance where, for one, let's talk about the flashback, right? Sakamo, Kakashi's dad, goes to Kakashi. He's like, "Yo, watch out for this little nigga because one day he's gonna surpass you." You feel me? He's like, "This guy?"
Right.
He's like, "Yes, bro, this guy." So
Right.
lock in. So that's when Kakashi saw him as like a equal at that point. You feel
Right.
me? And then there was an instance in the Fourth Great Ninja War where he leaves. Kakashi leaves, right? And he leaves Naruto with Guy. And then as Kakashi's leaving, because Kakashi's not a sentimental nigga. Like, he doesn't get sentimental. But he goes to Guy. He says, yo, if I were to ever need help, like, you be there, right? He's like, without a doubt. Like, don't even
Right.
question that shit.
Yeah,
you know
yeah.
what I'm saying? And if you go throughout the series, every time Kakashi was in danger, Kakashi, exactly,
Right.
because Kakashi's a real nigga. He don't need help most of the time. But every time back against the wall he needs help, Guy's there.
Guy pulls up.
Guy always pulls up.
Right.
With Itachi and Kisame at the beginning, OG Naruto.
Yeah,
Guy pulled up.
helps out, right.
In
the war.
in the war.
Kakashi gets his eyes taken.
Yeah.
Guy pulls
Guy
up.
pulls up.
Slaps
You
on
feel me?
Madara.
Exactly.
Right.
When there's orbs were coming to get Kakashi,
Yeah.
he pulls up again.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's
Right,
like
right.
Kakashi's always there, as he said, but they don't like dive deep into that
Yeah,
shit.
it's just
you
one of
feel
those
me?
behind the curtain type of
Exactly.
thing.
So
yeah.
that's that friendship that I rock with heavy. I'm not gonna lie to you. They don't have to say it, right? But like,
Yeah,
you know
no,
it's there.
that's facts.
You know it's there.
That's facts.
I rock with that.
Can't think of anything else.
I kind of rock with Luffy and Zoro a little bit. No
Yeah?
bullshit. I kind of do.
I mean, I think he got a friendship with all of them.
He
That's
do.
what I was
Yeah.
like, that's what I was like.
He
It's kind
do.
of hard.
Because they all ride for Luffy.
Oh, but you
Zoro,
haven't watched Wano, huh?
I haven't seen Wano, but I know Zoro. Like he
Yeah.
he ride for his captain.
Loyalty, right?
Toro.
Like, you
Yeah.
pressed Usopp was like, you can let that nigga go.
Yeah.
Oh God,
Let his
bro.
ass go. I'm not. If
Yeah,
y'all
yeah,
if y'all
yeah.
take him, if you and he was Loki, he was like, Luffy, you take his ass back right now. I'm
Yeah.
leaving.
Yeah, he said he's grabbing. He's like,
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
I'm leaving.
Yes.
You will let this nigga come back into the crew without apologizing. I'm leaving. I don't stand for this shit.
Like that.
There was a
like
scene
that.
That shit was tough.
in
I fuck with
Wano.
that.
I like
You
without
can talk
spoiling.
about it, go ahead.
Yeah, I'm not
Go
gonna
ahead.
spoil it
I'm
now
not
for you.
tripping.
But the first time they link up again, right after they
okay.
split up,
Yeah,
right,
yeah.
and Zoe and all that,
Right,
and
right.
Dressrosa. The first time they link up, they see each other,
Fucking
right?
beautiful.
I don't think I've seen more joy in each of their faces
Right.
since that point.
Right.
You know
I
what
mean,
I'm
that
saying?
makes sense. He's the first
That's a
crewmate.
duo.
Yeah, that's the
a
first
dynamic
crewmate, man.
duo.
You know,
Mhm. So like when they saw each
saved
other,
his ass from getting this executed.
Exactly.
Like,
Yeah,
yeah,
he's
bro.
like, who are you? The son of the devil or
yeah,
something?
he's like, I
that's
guess I'll
tough.
join
That's
your
what I'm saying.
crusade. Yeah,
Right.
he's like, I guess I'll join your crusade.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So when he first saw him, right, when they first saw each other, I'd never seen Zoro smile that big.
Ever
the whole
since
show.
post time skip.
Yeah, ever post time skip, he's never smiled that big.
Right.
And then when they saw each other, they were like, Luffy, Zoro.
Right.
And then Luffy jumps on Zoro and like hugs
Right.
him and shit. I'm like, yo, this
Tough,
that bond,
yeah.
bro. That bond.
Nah, that bond is
To
strong,
me, it's
though.
like, yo, that's
It is.
hard. It's not not really like a crazy like, yo, it stands out
Nah,
as
it's
opposed
like
to
that's
other.
more behind the. It's more
Exactly.
like morals and feelings too, right? It's just like, dude, just know in the back of your
Yeah.
like in the back. If you ever have a doubt in your mind, bro, just know I'm there.
I'm there.
Like,
Yeah. You don't even have to say
Right.
it.
And
type of thing.
I stand for you more than you stand for yourself.
100%.
Yeah. Right.
And every time someone questions Luffy's intentions or if he's gonna become the king of the pirates, right?
Zoro's right there to
Zoro's
check
like,
him.
nigga, what?
Right
What
there
are you
to check
saying?
him. Right there to
You
check
know who
him.
my captain
Right,
is, bro?
like, bro,
Yeah,
don't
so-
play.
There's
Yeah.
a lot of scenes like that on
Yeah.
Wano.
Right.
A
It's
lot of
fucking
scenes
beautiful.
like
I mean, the
that.
whole I feel nothing.
Oh,
Yeah.
Which one?
Right? Is that's what he said? Right? I feel nothing.
nothing happened.
Nothing happened. Yeah. Nothing happened. Yeah. What? Yeah.
In
What
Thriller
happened?
Bark.
Yeah.
Right. Because
Kuma.
Sanji walks up to him. Right. He's like,
Yeah.
Yo,
What
nothing
Nothing
happened.
happened. So to
Nothing
ride for your nigga so hard.
I got that in a
is
pop. She got that for me on a pop, bro. That's one of my favorite scenes.
There's a pop like that with him doing
Yeah,
it?
with him with
That's
the blood.
tough.
Right?
That's
Isn't that
hard.
the- Yeah.
That's
There's
hard.
with the bubble in the background, right, or something? No, just.
No, I think it's just him with the blood on his
I
face.
might need
right?
that.
Is
I
what it
might
was?
I
Yeah.
might have to get that. That's hard. That's hard.
tough.
But
That's one of them ones, bro. You any because damn, Luffy might have died if he took that
100%, 100%. And
at the point that he was at, if he would have took all that from Kuma, I would have died.
See, ready? We talk about this. Zoro was hurting just as much,
Just
and
as
he took his
much.
captain's pain.
Well,
I'm not gonna lie,
and going through Sabaody Park,
He was already in
he's
pain.
hurt the
Yeah.
entire time,
He
and,
was hurt
and
from
he's still
Arlong.
doing.
He was
Yeah,
hurt
and
from
he had never
Arlong,
healed up, bro. So
Sabaody.
they're
Yeah.
getting chased by Kuma, and they're like, "Yo, what the Zoro? What the fuck's going on?" He's still bandaged up, damaged.
Yeah.
He hadn't even fully healed yet,
I
but
love
he's
how-
still rocking. You know, bro,
Oh my
hard.
goodness, freaking tank.
In my opinion, I think Zoro was more hurt than Luffy that entire time.
Oh,
Zoro
no,
had
he
been
was.
hurt. Everything pre-time skip, he been hurt the whole time. And then on top of that, he took Luffy's pain.
Right.
On top of that.
And
so,
then didn't heal.
And
Yeah.
still survived.
And you know, Luffy, bro, all you got to do is sleep for a
Yeah.
little bit. He's
And
kinda
eating
get a-
shit.
yeah,
and
he
fine.
kind
you know
of
what
get a
I'm saying?
recovery
But he
boost.
took both of their pain
Yeah.
and still had the audacity to not even tell another crew member what happened.
Didn't
Fire.
tell
So
nobody.
that's a real-
Had,
that's a
had,
riot,
had
bro.
Brook ass watching from the
Yeah.
back scenes and then told everybody else what happened. And I don't think Luffy still don't know.
Exactly.
Right,
You know
so-
what I mean? So, oh, that's
Yeah,
hard.
yeah.
So
Tough.
that kind of bond and friendship, I feel like just unwavering.
Yeah, no,
It's like
facts.
unshakable,
Yeah,
bro.
no, you ain't. You spitting with that.
So
one,
so
for
that
sure.
shit was hard. No bull. All right.
Last but not least.
Last but not least, right? And then we'll get to the last super chat. If you could help a villain succeed, which would you help and why?
And you said you were gonna bring up.
I was gonna bring up Makishima from
Nakashima
Psychopaths.
Psychopath. I
Because
like that.
his whole, I mean, granted, he was killing people. I think all villains have killed, though,
100%,
right? So we
yeah.
can't. I don't want to really dive
If
into.
you- if you
blah,
gotta
blah.
choose,
yeah.
yeah.
But his whole thing was just trying to, not to spoil it, but like, damn, like the
you over to
Wait,
say
you
it in
said-
a way that's not spoiling it.
I'm trying. He
Questions
was
of-
for the people.
Yeah.
and he was trying to make sure that these people would be free.
He questions in his mind a
He
flawed society.
questions- Yeah, he questions a flawed society, a corrupt government organization, and he doesn't like the idea of people not having their own free will.
Yeah. Because
Damn.
And he touches on ideologies, and
Yeah.
he brings up. He actually mentions. Forget the dude's name. It's like something E. Dick or something like that.
a philosopher or a poet.
It's an author. He's the
Yeah.
one that wrote. If it's called It's the original Blade Runner novel, and it's do androids dream of electric sheep?
Ooh.
But he brings that up to this
Ooh.
dude that pulls up on him, and he's
Yeah.
like, "Yo, what the hell's going on?" He's like, "Oh, bro, like," he's like, "You should read this book," and he's like, "Oh, okay, yeah, I'll probably grab like the ebook on." He's like, "Nah," he's like, "Go get the physical." He's like,
Nah,
He's like, yeah. He's like, go get the actual book, and he's like, he's like, it's a story about do androids dream of electric sheep, and
Yeah.
it's basically talking about are androids that much different from humans, and it kind of
Got you.
yeah,
it opens
kinda-
up that.
yeah.
I
But that's
love
an
those.
actual novel. Like it's
It's
an actual.
crazy.
Yeah, I think that's what Blade Runner the movie
Is
is
based
based
off
off of. Yeah, because I think the novel is called Blade Runner.
Yeah.
Do androids dream of electric sheep?
Oh,
Got
really?
you.
I
Yeah.
didn't know that actually. That's fire. And he references a few different like poets and philosophers.
That's cool. Like
The-
real life
with
stuff.
his ideal,
Yeah, bro.
ideology.
And I mess
yeah,
with
yeah.
like the super smart characters.
And
So-
he up there.
Yeah, he's
Damn.
a spitter,
That's a
bro.
good one,
he
though.
be spitting.
No,
he be
that's a
spitting
good
in that
Okay.
anime.
because
Psychopaths.
Psychopaths.
Yeah, it's for season 1. Because that society they claim for it to be a perfect society, and that society is built kind of it's supposed to be a perfect society, and it's supposed to stop crime before it even happens.
I like
But
these.
it's super flawed,
But
and they touch on it in the first episode, and
Yeah.
you find out how flawed
Yeah.
this
System
system
is.
is
Okay, okay.
because they structure like, oh, it's supposed to take care of everything, but it does not,
Which is
And
interesting.
it-
It's interesting. Very interesting how they kind of go about doing that. And him as a villain is even more interesting when you know the context of how the society works.
and how he works in tandem with this new society
Yeah,
and system.
yeah.
because he's one that they like without spoiling, but he
That
like they,
I think is a big
he,
aspect of the show.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't even
Are
know
you
how
good?
to. Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
But it's fire.
okay.
It's fire though. It's
He
fire.
rivals the system. That's all I can say.
Yeah, the way I'm thinking about this right now, Psychopaths, 3 seasons?
Yeah.
Season 1, and I'll probably watch like It Evaded, and then I'll watch we'll watch season 2. I'll watch another thing. I'll watch season 3.
Fair.
I want
There
to
you
stack
go.
it. I wanna stack
There
it.
you go.
No, Psychopaths
There
is
you
tough.
go.
It's a
Psychopaths
tough
is
watch.
tough,
That's a
bro.
good one. What's
It's a tough
the
watch.
villain's name?
Makishima.
Makishima.
That's a good one.
Makishima,
That's a
the
good one.
goat.
Um, Who would you pick? Like, if you had to choose a villain to help?
A villain succeed?
Yeah.
Aaron.
Aaron
Yeager.
Yeager.
Yeah, the villain.
Yeah, he don't need no help.
The
Nigga.
villain, right, Kane?
Try to lead him in the right path or what?
Nah, 100%. He didn't complete
he said,
the upload.
He said 80%. Nah, we
Yeah,
need 100% eradication. That's crazy. crazy. All right, man. To each their own. You feel me? You know what I'm saying?
We said villain. I'm going for the most like evilest person out there.
Hey.
His justification was he was justified. It's the way he went about it.
He went
You know
about
what's
it.
crazy?
Yeah.
Real quick, talking about Aaron. Sorry to touch back on the last question real quick. Would you say he's a ride or die for his friends and his friends were ride or die for him despite them not being on the
Yes.
same page? throughout the whole time?
100%.
Correct.
100%. Yeah.
He did it all for him.
For his
The whole
friends,
plot
yeah.
of the story is
For
that
his
he's
friends.
doing that
For his
shit for
friends.
his friends.
Yeah, which
So
is
would you
funny.
say that's not a great friendship there, let alone?
I think it is. I think
Yeah,
it's terrific.
it's just
But
it's
behind
not
the
as
scenes,
bad
Yeah, I
situation.
think when we were talking about yeah.
Okay.
I think the friendship aspect is like that one's more just like emotion, like bond wise, and like what length
Lengths
will they
you would go?
will they go to for each other. But it's I think as far as like a
What we were talking about earlier. is, like,
friendship
Gotcha.
and bond and the way how it's expressed and showed, I'd probably still go going to Kilo.
Yeah.
Fair, yeah, no, fair. I think the situation that they had in AOT was just a little.
They are
bit-
ride for each other though.
Yeah.
They do ride for each other.
It's a bad situation. It's like a
And
real
he
life
mentions
situation.
it multiple times in the show too, like how much he would do for them.
Fair.
Right.
I think, in my opinion, I know this is a flawed, whatchamacallit, ideology, but I really like L or Light. Sorry, I should say. I think Light is a good.
Mr. Yagami?
Yeah, he really stopped. I think because I don't think humans at the end of the day, yeah, free will is very important. Woo woo, but I think humans take advantage of that, right? And then when fear is used to make people straight, I think that's when, you know what I'm saying? Like everybody will act right if you know that if you
Yeah.
do something bad,
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So
Now you want to start.
yeah, exactly. So
right.
if you can get away with the crime without having to get punished for it, people would do
Right,
it. You feel
exactly.
me? And that's why I think what Light was doing really bettered humanity. Then they cut out
he
the
cut out-
crime
yeah,
rate
he
to
cut it,
fucking like
yeah.
99%. Like it went from 99.
People
to
just wouldn't do anything because
Yeah,
they thought
'cause
what
they
was
got
the
scared.
what was the nickname
Kira.
for Kira was
Yeah.
gonna come and get him, bro.
So I think that you know what I'm saying. The ideology is it's rooted in a great cause. I feel like, and I think that.
Stain the hero killer is a good one,
Great
too.
choice.
Stain.
Great choice. I
Yeah.
like that. Yes.
Hey, I get that.
Because he wasn't messing with how the hero society was turning into a business,
Business,
a cash
yeah.
cow,
Like the boys
and how-
type shit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Yeah,
Yeah.
He didn't stand for it as someone that was looking up to heroes as a kid.
Yeah.
and he didn't like
And we didn't say like I want a real hero. Like there needs
He's
to
like,
be
I want to, and that's why I think Deku showed him some, or I forget how it all tied up, but
Yeah.
yeah, basically he's just like these heroes nowadays, these heroes now with all these little like organizations and groups, and
Yeah.
like who's the number one hero? Go stand in front of a TV and do the whole press runs and stuff. He wasn't
Yeah.
messing with none of that, bro.
Yeah.
And I
Stan's
think,
a great
and
choice.
no facts.
I like that. I
Great
like
choice.
But let's get to the last super chat. Funny enough, super chat by Lucky Roo with the $2 super chat.
Who changed their name?
He goes, "Who's the certified worst father in One Piece?"
Oh, One Piece.
I wouldn't even be able
Worst
to tell
father,
you.
Dragon nigga, hands down. What the fuck? Nigga looks
Yeah.
due south, and that's all the screen time he gets. Nigga.
Gave his son a garb,
Garb.
and then just like, and
He hasn't
then-
even raised his son.
I mean, granted, he pulls up. Dragon
and saves
pulls
him?
up
Oh,
when he
yeah,
needs
okay,
to.
fair.
He pulls up when he needs to.
Yeah.
Because he saved Sabo's ass too. I mean,
did
Luffy
save
was already
Sabo's
solid,
ass.
yeah, but he
Yeah,
saved
yeah, yeah.
Sabo's ass.
Is that a great dad or is that a good person?
Because
Because like he is the leader of like.
I
a great,
mean, I think
yeah,
they
I
go
mean, if
hand
you
in
want to talk
hand,
about
no?
what a dad is supposed to do, I mean, he's not really a dad. He
Yeah,
didn't
he-
raise him. He
the
didn't
nigga
raise
suck-
him.
and that's why I said Minato.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah, the
great
only-
Hokage.
Minato died though, and he died saving his
son.
Sar- I'm just kidding.
Him and his mom. Yeah.
Yeah.
And he didn't just save his son; he saved the village.
And then he put
That's
chakra in
that's
his son
yeah,
to help
and
him
he- yeah,
tame.
That's
and
a
he-
Hokage though. That Hokage
Yeah.
responsibility.
But he put chakra
But
in
what
his
would
son
you-
to help
so
him
what would
tame
you, what
the
would you
Nine
say he
Tails.
should have did then?
not die. Be a real ass nigga.
Not
He
die.
does no. I mean, bro, he's
I
going
fucking
against Toby
I
and
know.
Nine Tails.
The way they talk about
Right.
Minato, bro. So
Yeah, I heard,
disrespectful,
right.
bro.
No,
So
no, but further, like,
disrespectful.
so is Dragon a good dad or is a good person?
I mean, he's a good person. He's not a great dad. He's not a
Yeah,
good
no,
dad.
yeah.
Then we talk about like if he ain't raised the kid, like can't
How,
really be
how
a
are your
good
dad? Yeah. But the funny thing is, he only saw like how he looked through Warner posters. So that's like, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
That nigga saw
Right.
him through Warner posters. Is crazy. You know, he saw him one time at what's that island? The first island that they were at.
Arlong Park.
No, the one with Dragon. Or no, the Roger got executed.
Lockdown?
Lockdown.
There you go.
Lockdown, yeah.
So you haven't got there yet? Ken, you can answer this. Kaido, a good father?
Kaido? Nigga, what?
Well, over like Dragon. Who'd you pick?
I'm picking Dragon, bro, because at least Dragon didn't throw his. No, let me chill.
No, but like,
Let me chill. Yeah, let me my fault.
so no, isn't the question the worst dad?
Yo, chill.
Stop. Wait, is the question?
Why do you think I stopped?
Question, is the question worst father or good father?
Good. No, what
Worst
was
father.
the question?
Kaido's not a good father.
Yeah. So
What's the
between
question?
Dragon and Kaido, who would you pick as the worst father?
Oh, sorry. What was the? It was a. Who's the worst father? Sorry. Yeah. Who's the worst father? Kaido. Yeah.
Okay.
My
Who's
fault,
other fathers?
Garp's
Gar's not a good father.
Nah, he's not a bad.
Oh, he's not bad.
Not a
Not
bad.
Not a bad, but he ain't the best. Nigga threw Luffy in a canyon. He said,
but I mean,
figure it
shit,
out.
it helped his ass out. I mean, he
got
was in the
stronger.
military too. He couldn't
Yeah.
be raising a little,
True.
whatever.
Nobody saw that?
Huh.
I was doing my homework and I caught a fly.
Nigga, why would we be looking
It's on,
at
camera,
you?
it's on the camera. It's on the camera.
Oh,
though.
it says the camera caught it. Yeah, the camera
Hey,
caught it.
time.
Is
But
Yasuo?
in terms of
I'm trying to name
worst-
fathers at this point.
Nah,
Worst
they're
fa-
all.
Damn, they're
I mean,
all- yeah,
they're all
they're not-
bad. But I think
yeah.
that's what happens. I think that's what you do when you're a pirate. You
Mhm.
kind of leave whatever the hell you got going on.
Yeah.
That's
Like,
true.
Damn, but yeah, I'll probably say Kaido as far as we know right now. Kaido's probably the worst.
Shout out greatest father, Whitebeard.
Facts.
Oh, shit, I don't know.
Yeah, a father that ain't even a father for real.
Man, should have went and got his son from Diamond.
He should have got his phone for
Right,
being
shoulda
murdered.
stopped that
yeah,
nigga
son.
from going after
Yeah,
Blackbeard.
nah,
But
facts.
I mean, that's a son that don't listen, right?
That's true.
So-
That's true.
That's true. But that was all we got right now. Is there anything you want to add? Anything you want to say? Anything you want to you've been
man.
fiending for? You know, what I'm
Nah,
saying?
man.
Just let
Just
out.
thank y'all for letting me in,
Thank you
man.
for coming on
having
board.
me.
I
You know what I'm
appreciate you
saying?
for coming through.
Nah, for
History
real,
in the
bro. It
making
was
and
dope.
drive.
You feel me?
It was dope.
Hey, if you want to record any videos, you have any video ideas or whatever, let me know. I'll pull up.
Oh,
Say the
yeah,
word,
for sure, bro. Now we running
Say the word.
some content up at
This
Expo.
is just the
Say
beginning.
no more.
Yeah.
This is the start.
Facts.
You know what I'm
Facts.
saying?
And I'll be back. We can
Yeah,
run that.
brother.
We'll run the hot wings. We'll
Hey,
run
yeah.
the hot ones.
If
for
you
sure.
if there's a week that you think you like, yo, this is a good idea, I want to talk about it.
Yeah.
Pull up, bro.
That's a
Any
bet,
week
bro.
you want to pull up to the pod, you know what I'm saying?
I
Family.
appreciate
you
y'all.
feel me?
Yeah,
you
nah,
come
facts,
through,
bro.
you feel me? So,
I wanted
love.
to. I wanted to ask this at the beginning.
Yeah.
What is like a message you want to say? Because you were talking about your whole content creation journey.
Mm-hmm.
What is something advice you have for people wanting to get into content creation? What's a
talk
little?
to him.
Turn that camera on, bro. Turn that camera
That's a good
on. Live in your fears,
Mm.
cause we're not. You can't get to where you want to be without kind of like overcoming those. We all got fears. We all got obstacles that we got to get through. But dude, just turn that camera on, bro, and just be yourself.
Yeah.
You'll get to where you want to be by being yourself, and that's the most. Just be authentic.
Facts.
I like that.
Be authentic. Just keep going, even if don't look at the views. Don't look at the.
Facts.
Don't look at the instant gratification, because it's all about the journey, bro. And on some One Piece stuff, but not for real though. Like content creation, like I think the best part of it is doing the things that you're not familiar with.
Right.
Like, being in the unknown and trying things out for the first time.
Yeah.
And doing all that type of stuff, because it gets to a point, bro, to where it becomes, it just becomes normal, and everything is kind of familiar to you, and now it's not as, it's just
daunting.
not as, or it just can't be as exciting sometimes.
True.
After a while, you kind of start doing, you're like, all right, this is what I'm doing,
Yeah.
and then, but when you do, like for me, like when I do stuff that I'm scared of, or like I'm like weary to do it, or it's unknown to me, it's when I have the most fun.
I like that.
Facts.
Okay.
Oh, yo, he's spitting gems right now, yo.
Oh,
Listen
for real,
up,
right.
bro. Listen up.
And then
That's
just
fire.
keep God in your life, man. God
Yeah.
got us, He gonna God's timing always works,
Always.
bro. And all glory to Him, bro, because I wouldn't be where I'm at without Him.
Yes,
so.
sir. Yes, sir. I love that. I
Yeah.
love that. That's beautiful, bro.
Hell yeah.
I'm not gonna lie to you. And I'll wrap it up with this quote that I heard. I don't remember which anime it was or which show it
I
was.
think it was Star Wars. He says,
Right?
"Do or do not."
But it was a quote that says, damn, I literally watched it like a few days ago or whatever. But it was like, enjoy the journey. Oh, it was Hunter. Fuck, this is hard. It was Jing, right? At the end of Hunter, he goes to Gon, right? Enjoy the journey. You feel me? Because some of the best moments are on the side of the road. The rocks on the side of the road. You feel me? Those are some of the best moments and the best journeys. So shout out to Jing, bro. That was when I heard.
Worst
I'm like,
father I know.
damn.
Oh. Sorry. Oh yeah.
You know what's
Yeah.
crazy? The nigga knew everything that was gonna happen. He knew Gon was gonna get better. He knew Parison was gonna win the elections. He knew all that shit before it even happened.
Facts.
That's a hunter. He said that the true mark of a hunter is when you can make your target succumb to your whims and do whatever you want them to do without them even
And that's
knowing
what you
it.
call it, Hunter. That's facts. That's fire, bro.
You feel me?
There you go.
So that's Gene. So enjoy the journey and enjoy the rocks on the side of the road. You feel me? Because those gonna be the best memories, the best moments, and
that's the stuff you get to look back on once you get to the result. You know?
Exactly.
And if
To
you,
end the
you
result.
know,
Yeah.
you always want to have stuff to look back on and enjoy.
So
I
that's
like
a beautiful
that.
message
Yeah.
you threw out there, man, and that's some beautiful wisdom.
No, for
Soak
real.
it in, use that, and heavy on the not looking at the views. You feel me? Because
Right,
it's
bro.
like, bro, it's not. You're not gonna have what you're seeking at the beginning. You know, it's a journey. You got to build it up. It's you know what I'm saying.
We're not defined by numbers. We're not defined by views. We're not defined by no's. You know, just because you get a no, don't
Exactly.
don't take it as you know, don't let it define yourself, and don't let yourself fall into desperation.
100%.
And then feel like you can't say no. You know what I'm saying?
That's facts.
Because sometimes you can get a bunch of no's and then you'll get a yes, and you feel like you have to take
Take
it.
the
You
yes.
have to say yes this time. But nah, bro. Like, you can say no.
Yeah.
You know, you can say no to certain things, and it's not the last time.
True.
You know,
You always get more if
Yeah.
you keep going.
And then, like, to touch on that thing again, like, bro, everybody gets a chance. Just make sure you prepared for it.
I like that one.
Like,
yeah,
for real, I
yeah.
really stand by that. Like,
Yeah.
man, like,
That's
like,
hard.
Like,
That's hard.
Up until, like, you feel like it's not time, like, bro, make sure you working. Make sure you working
That's
behind the scenes,
beautiful.
because when it's your time, it's gonna come, bro.
Yeah.
And the people that, like, succeed and being able to execute properly, like, they make sure they were prepared for it.
Right.
Don't get caught lacking when it's your time.
100%.
You know, because then that opportunity is gonna slip, and you're gonna
Yeah.
be upset.
Oh, beautiful. Producer Oracle Band, you could cue the music. But we appreciate you coming through. You feel me?
Appreciate y'all, man.
No, 100%.
I was like, I hope you didn't forget. Man.
Oh fuck! I didn't get to that. Fuck.
What is
Okay,
that?
real quick. Hey, turn the music off. I want to quiz you. You know, I want to get you
okay.
with the quiz real
Okay.
quick. Yeah. Just 10 questions. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? We can speed run this.
Yeah,
You
let's
feel
do
me?
it. Let's do it.
And it's a Naruto quiz.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And if you get a specific amount right, you get a prize. You get a
Oh,
prize.
damn. Okay. All right.
you
Let's
get a
go.
prize.
Let's
I
It
know.
starts.
Well,
What's up?
go.
It starts off easy.
Okay, and it gets a little progressively harder.
You feel me?
We'll
Yeah,
see.
yeah. So you got.
It's been
you
a
got-
minute, but we'll see.
No, you're good. You got multiple choice.
Oh, okay,
to help
multiple
you out.
choice. Okay,
Yes, sir.
all right.
All right. So starting off easy. What is Naruto's favorite food? You know what I'm saying? I'll run through the
Ichiraku
choices.
ramen.
I ain't even need to run through the choices.
Right.
I got
Specifically.
you. Yeah, it's specifically
Right.
Ichiraku, not just regular.
Right,
You know,
right,
I got you.
right,
I heard you. What is Naruto's catchphrase? You feel me?
Believe it.
Between these choices, though, right? Because he has two
Oh, okay.
catchphrases. That is one of them. Number one, these bitches wildin'.
That'd be my choice. No,
Yeah.
all right, go ahead.
Number two, I will stop the bad guys. Number three, I'm a trash man. And number four, that's my ninja way.
That's my ninja way.
Easy.
Really? I
Free.
like number one.
Free. Both of them. You know, they both.
Yeah.
I'll give you both. You know what I'm saying? Extra points for
I
that
think
one.
I think what the little thing. I think that's my ninja way is the Japanese.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
then
yeah.
the dub turned it
Believe
into
It.
Believe It, so that it'd be easier to like translate to people.
That makes
fair,
sense.
Yeah.
fair knowledge, nigga. Number three. I think it's not. Yeah, number three. What is the bridge from the Land of Waves arc called? The Great Naruto Bridge, the Great Inari Bridge, the Great Gato Bridge, and the Shrouded Mist Bridge.
Shrouded Mist Bridge.
Okay. Hold on.
Is that it?
I think at the end of it, they named it the Great Naruto Bridge.
The Great
It's
Naruto Bridge.
kind of a trick question. Yeah.
I thought
That's
At the beginning, it was-
that's the owner, right? The owner of it, and he names it after him. After
Yeah,
he
after-
goes in
after
there and
that arc.
saves him for all that from all that.
Missed one.
Yeah.
Because it was I don't think they had a name for it yet. They were still building the bridge during
Oh,
that
right,
arc.
correct,
And then when they
right.
finished it,
They-
that's when they
Oh,
named
Oh, that's
it.
what they named it.
right.
Okay.
Yeah. It was a little trick question. My
Right.
fault. I had
Nah,
to-
you good. I'm
did you
going
dirty.
off the mist. I thought it was already
Right,
yeah, yeah.
exactly. Yeah.
I looked at you. I was like, I think it's Miss.
What is Sasuke's main goal when he's first introduced? To destroy the Leaf Village, to become stronger than Naruto, to kill his older brother.
Kill his other brother.
Say no more.
Yeah.
Correct. Who tried to convince Naruto to steal the scroll in episode 1? Iruka, Hiruzen, Adachi, or Mizuki?
I think his name is Mizuki, right?
Correct.
Hey,
that was good.
okay.
That was good.
I thought it was it.
There we
How
go.
much? This is a hard one.
Okay.
This is a hard one. How much chakra did Itachi and Kisume's clones have when they fought Team Kakashi and Team Guy? So we have 50%, 30%, 25%, and 10%. So how much chakra do the clones have?
I think it was 10%.
Incorrect. Answer is 30.
30?
30.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was glazing them.
Concentrate.
I was
Yeah.
glazing them boys.
No, yeah. I didn't even know that one. I'm not
Me
gonna lie to you.
neither.
That shit was like, yo, that shit was hard. Shut up, nigga. Do your homework. What genjutsu did Obito use in his fight against Conan? Izanagi, Koro Matsukami, Izanami, or Tsukiyomi?
Kabuto?
Obito against Conan in
against
the Hidden
Conan
Rain.
in the Hidden Rain when they first met.
When Conan because what's his name already died, Pain already died, you know?
Right.
And they went back to the Rain Village, and Obito
Oh
came to get the Rinnegan.
yeah.
Which and then in the Conan split the cannon open with all the paper bombs. Which genjutsu did Obito use to get out of that?
And what were the options again?
Izanagi, Koro Matsukami, Izanami, or Tsukiyomi. Yeah, sorry.
I think it's Izanami.
Incorrect. It's Izanagi.
It's Izanagi.
Yeah. I always get the two confused. I never get it right.
They are different, but yeah.
Izanami, I think, is used against.
Izanami is Kabuto versus Itachi versus Kabuto,
and I think it's used against Itachi to
Izanagi,
counter.
correct.
But I honestly would have. I don't know if I would have got that right. That was hard. Who gave the legendary signing their name? We got Hanzo, Hiruzen, themselves, or the Great Toad Sage?
Hiruzen.
Incorrect.
Ooh.
It was Hanzo. It
Hanzo?
was
The guy with the mask, right?
yeah, the frog nigga from the Hidden Rain.
Oh,
He
okay.
was the ruler of the Hidden Rain
Yeah.
before. Yeah. What is Madara's brother's name? Indra, Hashirama, Tazuna, or Izuna?
What are the four again?
Indra,
Not that
right?
one.
Hashirama,
It's not that one.
Tazuna, or Izuna?
Tazuna?
Is that your final answer?
Yeah.
Incorrect. It's Izuna.
Is it Izuna? I
Izuna.
thought Izuna and Indra are the two. Oh, hey. I'm
Indra and
wrong.
Ashura.
Oh, it's Ashura. Okay, there you go.
Yeah. This was hard. This was hard. What is the six-tailed beast name? We have
Shukaku, Kurama.
Okay. This nigga.
That's it. That's all I got, bro.
I got you. Matatabi, Son Goku,
Son Goku,
Saikin.
the fourth.
Do you know it? Yeah, this nigga. Oh shit. I don't know. Fuck. Hold on. I actually don't know this. This
Son
fucking.
Goku's the fourth.
Son Goku's the fourth. Yeah.
Oh shit. Oh my god.
Oh no, this is sixth. Who's the sixth-tailed one?
Who is the Six Tails name?
The six-tailed
Beast's
beast
name?
Yeah.
Oh, and what were the options?
We have. Hold on. Let me go down to it real quick. We got Matatabi, Son Goku, Saikin, and Kwoko. My phone died.
Quoko?
Search it up. I don't even know the fucking answer. Nigga.
Let's go. Oh my goodness. I'm on the live stream too. Hold up. Let me close this out. All right.
Six-tailed beast.
Six-tailed beast name.
Saikin.
Saikin.
Is that what you said?
Yeah. No, I said Quoko.
Quoko.
Right.
Right.
I should have been
No,
I
I
said
did.
Saikin.
Yeah.
It's crazy. I didn't even know what that beast was.
Bro.
But
Man.
you got 50% right, so that's all you needed.
Hey,
That's
man,
what
you know,
Guys,
it's
grab you that
it's
real
kind of
quick.
it's a little dreamy, a little shaded.
Yes, sir.
Ah,
You're good. So
for
we
real?
got yes, sir.
Damn.
From the homies over at Jada Toys. You feel me? We
Yeah.
got the One Punch Saitama, a little collab.
Mazda.
The 1974
The
Mazda RX.
RX-3. Yeah, that's
sir.
dope.
So
Oh, man.
here you go, my
Hey.
brother. You feel
Shout out
me?
to you guys, bro.
Yeah.
No, this is amazing, bro.
We
For real.
appreciate you coming through, brother,
It's a
man.
great gift.
So, hey, cue the music. But thank you for coming through. You feel me? I hope you enjoy that.
Oh yeah, I love Jada.
And
Shit.
and you fuck with
Next
you
time,
fuck
slide me
with-
the Mega Man figures, dude.
The
The
Ve-
Jada Mega Man figures.
The Mega Man ones. Yeah, that's hard. And you rock with cars and shit too, right?
Yeah,
You
yeah,
rock
for
with cars
sure.
heavy,
Hell
so
yeah.
You get along with Zeke. That nigga's a car guy heavy.
Yeah, MF Ghost, Initial D.
Oh
Yeah.
shit, you fuck with Initial D?
Oh, yeah, Initial
Oh,
D.
that's
Oh, yeah.
Zeke's
MF
turf.
Yeah.
Ghost is the new one, right?
MF Ghost is the continuation, yeah, of
How is
Initial
it?
D.
Real quick, I
It's
know
pretty
it.
solid. I've messed with it. Yeah, if you like racing. Yeah.
I haven't gotten into Initial D. I'm not really a car guy like that, but I fuck with like car
Yeah.
shows and movies, like
Imports,
Fast and Furious
yeah,
and shit and
uh-huh.
stuff. So
Right.
I'm not really a car guy. Zeke is your guy though. Whenever,
Okay.
because each person here got their
Got
own
their own
like
little stuff. Right,
So
right. That's what's
so
up.
you know what I'm
Hell
saying? They
yeah.
got the Star Wars going. Zeke got the car shit going.
Right,
You know what I'm saying?
right.
So they got their own thing.
That's
so,
lit.
But yeah, shout out to you coming through.
Nah,
You feel me?
appreciate that, bro.
Nah, for real.
It was great
dog.
being on here, bro.
Yeah.
Thank you guys, man. For real.
Truly.
And if you guys want Jermaine back, let me know. You know what I'm saying? We get him
Yeah,
back.
man. Throw it in the
Yeah.
comments. If
Yeah.
I was bad, man, let me know. You know,
Yeah.
cook me. If I was
Yeah,
bad
yeah,
guest,
hey,
man. You know,
hey,
if I was
not too
great,
much,
man.
my
You know,
boy. Not
hey, let us know.
Nah, you did great, bro. We appreciate you
Man.
coming through, taking the drive to come here. Feel me? So,
Hell yeah, you already
there's
know.
that, and also all his socials down below. If you want to, follow him, subscribe to him, check him out. Germaine,
Appreciate
official
you.
Germaine on
Yeah, official Germaine, yep.
official Germaine on all platforms: Instagram, TikTok, YouTube. Check it out. You feel me? And show mad love to him. And Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Ring that bell notification when we, upload next.
Ding.
Yes, sir. Join the Discord. Top link in the description. 3 clicks. Let's chase my boys.
See.
You feel me? And it has been the man, the myth, Germaine. We got the whole homie Jack on my left. Brother Kane doing his homework on the floor, but he sits over there. And
Oracle in the background.
Oracle in the back. Shout out to Oracle. You feel me? This is
Yes,
the first
sir.
pod. You know what I'm saying? Tell me if he did well. If he didn't, he gets no food for a week.
And low key.
So,
whoa, wait.
So
Damn.
make sure you let me know how he did in the comment section below. So, and then we'll get him right. Is that what you were saying?
I was like, and this pod had no hiccups. This is actually like. meant to be,
Yeah.
like, fire.
I honestly didn't check if it was lagging or not, but hopefully it didn't
I think it
lag.
looked solid from
It
when I
looked
was
solid?
peeping it, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And the audio was good too, so hopefully, we'll see. I'll go back and watch it, because now I think I can upload this straight up and you guys can watch it after the fact.
Sick.
So yeah, so I don't have to edit it and go.
There you
through
go.
it, so
Workflow.
thank
super.
God. Yeah, thank God.
There
I
you
took
go.
a page out of the Life and Anime Podcast. That
Right.
One Piece talk. They do good work over there. So,
you go.
but yeah, thank you guys for coming out. We appreciate it. It's a little bit longer. I apologize for.
Nah,
keeping
you good,
extra,
bro.
you
It
know
was
what I'm
great.
saying?
It was great talking, man.
My
Great
fault, my
talking.
fault. But hopefully we're gonna have him back soon. You know what I'm saying? You might see me in some of his videos. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
We shall see.
Facts.
We shall see.
Hell
You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? So
And if not, Anime Podcast.
Yeah.
I mean,
Right,
Anime
and
Expo.
now we
Anime
for sure,
Expo.
we for sure cooking, bro.
catch
For
us
sure
on
cooking.
all of us at Anime Expo. You know what I'm saying? This year. So if you're coming, make sure you pop out and say what's up to us.
Yes, sir.
As well. Am I missing anything?
I don't think so.
Everything's good. But yeah, once again, make sure you check out Germaine on all socials. He's been going crazy recently, bro.
Yes, sir.
Honestly, the consistency is wild. It's insane.
Superb.
So I respect
Appreciate
that, bro.
that, bro.
Keep
For
putting in
real.
that work. And you getting places. You're going somewhere, bro.
Y'all too, man. We gonna be up there, bro.
We going up together, man. We going up
Grand line,
together.
you
already
You know what I'm saying? Look, we call ourselves the worst generation. I'm not
Hey,
gonna lie.
facts,
Yeah,
bro.
we going
Yeah.
crazy.
The world, bro.
We're all
Yeah,
going
exactly.
crazy right now. So hopefully, you know what I'm saying? We go out together. You feel me? And we become to where we want to be successful together as well. So
No doubt, bro. We up
yes,
there.
sir. Anything
We
you want
locked
to?
in.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah. Nah, man. Thank you guys, man. Shout out to y'all. Shout out to GHM Podcast, bro.
Love.
Like, like, subscribe, spam the fire emojis,
Yeah.
man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And
yes, sir.
yeah. we'll definitely run it back.
100%,
Yes, sir.
100%. Yeah, and I appreciate everybody in the. Oh, my phone's dead. But I appreciate everybody in the chat, all the super chats today. You know what I'm saying? Life with Anime Podcast, Preston, Joe. You know what I'm saying? Preston just had a 1-up Joe with the dono. Crazy work. You know what I'm saying? I'm not. You know what I'm saying? I'm not egging nobody on enough. But I'm just saying Preston donated more. I'm just feel me. So, but shout out to y'all for the super chats. Cyborg Frankie, we got Full Metal Brotherhood, Mr. Brown. You feel me? All the super chats. You feel me? Off the top of my head, those are the ones I remembered. If I missed you, I apologize. And with that being said, you know what I'm saying? Thank you guys for pulling up, and catch us next Sunday as well for the next pod. And we'll catch you boys on the next one.
See ya.
See ya.
That was dope. That was fire, bro.
That was
That was dope.
crazy.
Yeah, no, that was gas, bro. I messed with that. That shit was fire.